Like I said, one, the BJP managed to get back the Patidars. Remember, the Chief Minister is a Patidar himself. That is a huge factor. So that has helped the BJP in a big way. And secondly, the Congress's rural farmer vote, the Aam Aadmi Party seems to have eaten into.
Seems to have pulled away. And there is also
Madhav Singh Solanki's record.
Yeah, and Kantilal Amrutia is also perhaps now back in the lead in Morbi, going back to Greha. It's inching towards that Madhav Singh Solanki record of 149. It's at 146, so we'll wait on that. But yes, Greha.
Update on Harsh Sangvi from Majura. He's leading. BJP is leading. 165 Majura. Harsh Sangvi.
So he has led
so
right from the beginning. Yeah, he's led right from the beginning. Interestingly, Zaka, at Harsh Sangvi's office, this is something which I thought we'll profile later. He's got a deck. He's got a tech deck, which not only allows him to look at all the complaints that are coming in, how many of them have been redressed, and this is not just across one ministry but multiple ministries. Along with his constituency, also the number of complaints that are coming in in Ahmedabad at his office as Home Minister, and there have been huge amount of redressals and the percentage, and there is an alert which says 20 days of the elections, please bear with me, and we'll start it one day after the results. So that's the level of work. And Saffron Wave in Saurashtra, early trends, just quickly calling that out before we go back to Himachal. BJP supporters celebrating in Gandhinagar. This is the update. 146, 3 short of Madhav Singh Solanki's lead right now on the leaderboard. Trend shows BJP resting the Patidar bastions. Himachal, Maria Zaka.
All right, it seems to be fascinating. Now it's neck and neck. 34 to the Congress, 30 to the BJP. There are 4 independents as well. And this was expected, ladies and gentlemen, that some of the rebel candidates who are fighting as independents, they would hurt as well. But in the populated pockets, now even as we speak, the Congress candidate was leading from Banjar. Now it's Hiteshwar Singh, the independent, who's leading. In the 2 neighbouring constituencies of Kulu as well as Manali, the Congress candidate is leading. Let's look at Shimla, the big pocket. What's happening in Shimla? Just to bring those numbers up, in Shimla rural, Vikramaditya Singh is continuing to lead. In the Shimla urban seat, the Congress is still leading. And so it is in Kasumti, which is the rural seat, where Suresh Bharadwaj of the BJP moved from Shimla urban, moved into Kasumti. There also the Congress seems to be leading. But I think the BJP is really making inroads in some of the rural seats. Balbir Singh is leading in Chopal. From Sri Renuka Ji, Narayan Singh of the BJP leading. From Pachad, again the BJP leading. From Jubal Kotkhai, Chetan Brakta of the BJP leading. From Rampur, Kaul Singh of the BJP leading. And this is all, again, like I said, the Thakur belt, as it were, between Kulu and Shimla. You have the Chief Minister's constituency as well. Lokendra Kumar of the BJP leading from Anni. From Seraj, like I said, the Chief Minister is leading. That's his home constituency. From Nachan, Vinod Kumar of the BJP leading. In Joginder Nagar, Prakash Prem Kumar of the BJP leading. In Baijnath, Mulk Raj of the BJP leading. From Manali now, Manali has changed suddenly.
Yes.
Manali now, Govind Singh Thakur of the BJP leading. So BJP clawing up the numbers in some
as
of
the
those.
rounds go in 68 counting centers, we may think, next 15-20 minutes we may see things. And one interesting aspect is that the algorithm is now in tandem with the leaderboard as far as the Himachal numbers are concerned. So whatever is changing down there on your screens now, the algorithm is also pulling in because of multiple rounds of counting which have happened.
Could be possible rebels of the BJP. Let's not rule that out. And also, Himachal has seen phenomenal growth in infrastructure.
34 अगर फंस गया तो फिर there will be a lot of drama and resort politics and perhaps late nights for all of us, and our reporters will also be on their toes a little more, ladies and gentlemen. But like I said, Zaka was saying, margins of victory 500 to 2,000 votes, a lot can change.
18 seats last time where the margin of victory was between 500 and 2,000 votes. Again, just to run you through where the BJP is picking up numbers, in some of these sparsely populated outermost constituencies, in Chura, the BJP is leading. In Brahmor, the BJP is leading. In Chamba, again, Neelam Naya of the BJP is leading. In Bhatyat, the BJP is leading. In the constituency of Joali, again, the BJP is leading. And in Kangra, Pawan Kumar Kajal of the BJP is leading. So some of the sparsely populated pockets, the BJP is leading. In the south as well, the BJP has a cluster of seats. From Sri Renuka Ji, the BJP candidate there leading. From Paonta Sahib, Sukhram of the BJP leading. From Chopal, Balbir Singh of the BJP leading. From Jubal Kotkai, Chetan Singh Brakta of the BJP leading. So in the north, in some of these sparsely populated constituencies, and here in the south, the BJP seems to be leading. But in some of the more populated constituencies, Kulu Manali, Shimla, Hamirpur, there it seems like a Congress has its nose ahead. And just to quickly run you through the independents, 4 of them leading right now. From Banjar, this is a seat that's going between the Congress and the independent candidate there. Hiteshwar Singh leading from Banjar. You have the next constituency of Hamirpur, where Ashish Sharma, BJP rebel, leading there. In the constituency of Dera, Hushar Singh leading there as well. And one final constituency of Nalagarh, where KL Thakur, again independent candidate, leading. So clearly, this is going to be fun. This is going to go on for a very long time.
31-33. So only 2 seats separate the Congress
closer.
and the BJP in Himachal. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, this will be a cliffhanger. And if it gets to very, very close, then the BJP may just rest it. Somewhere you get deja vu of Uttarakhand. Advaita Kala, is this going the Uttarakhand way? Look at what is happening in Gujarat also. बहुत कुछ हो रहा है गुजरात में. 148, 149 is Madhav Singh Solanki wala number of 1985. Will the BJP cross that, touch that? We'll have to wait and watch. Leads are consolidating. Griha has got more. Coming to you, Advaita, in just a bit. Yes, Griha.
More details from Himachal, Shimla, CO constituency 61. We have a Congress lead. From Hamirpur 38, we have independent Ashish leading.
Ashish
from
Sharma
Kinnor,
there,
we
yeah.
have Kinnor, we have Congress again, 68. Kinnor, again a Congress lead.
Congress lead, 31-33 on the leaderboard. 4 others. So right now, if the 4 others are from the BJP or rebel BJP,
They are rebels. Of which, of the 4, 2 are the rebels of the BJP.
You have big news
Yes.
here. Rivaba Jadeja is trailing. This is the first time she's been trailing since the counting began. Rivaba Jadeja in Jamnagar North is trailing to the Aam Aadmi Party candidate Karshan Bai Karmoor or Ahir Karmoor. She's now trailing in Jamnagar North. Of course, in Jamnagar Rural and in Jamnagar South, the BJP candidate seems to be leading there. But we don't know if we have this up on our key race alert. But Rivaba Jadeja seems to be trailing right now
And the
in
BJP
Jamnagar
had
North.
denied ticket to the sitting MLA there, Dharmendra Singh Jadeja. And he was really upset. Has he played a role in that? But perhaps it's early. Let's see.
Jadeja Parivar. But look at that on that score part. 178, 4 more seats to be declared. 145 consolidated leads for the BJP.
Plus 50.
Minus 56 Congress.
And
Plus
plus
8
50.
up. Plus 50 seats. I
think it's a phenomenal
Add up
story.
karke full batting.
If BJP ends up close to 140 to 150, it's a historic victory. Madhav Singh Solanki 149 we talk about, but 127 was the BJP's highest ever in 2002. Mr. Modi's first assembly election in Gujarat, statewide assembly election. That was 127.
Madhav Singh Solanki was after 5 years of the BJP. So I'm saying this is after being in power for 27 years, Aka.
Yes, absolutely.
This is
Let's bring in the races. Where are the races and who's going there? So were you missing the babushkas? We were, and there they are. Here they come onto the street, onto the studio, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look at this. This is where the races are, way past the halfway mark, and out of the screen is the BJP at this point. Wahan nikal gaya aage, and ye log piche reh gaye. Mallikarjun Kharge and Aam Aadmi Party, they're far behind. This is where the BJP is, way past the halfway mark and going all the way right across, inching towards that magic number of 149. Will they match it? Will they cross it? We'll have to wait and watch. Still multiple rounds of counting left, but the BJP firmly coming back with a whopping thumping score. बाकी तो बहुत पीछे छूट गए ना. अरे 148 और 22 में तो बहुत पीछे ही रह गए ना. वो तो कहीं पर भी नहीं है. वो तो बहुत पीछे रह गए, थक गए. वो जो क्लोज है, यही अलर्ट अगर आप, they'll be all sweating if we were to do this for Himachal. We'll do this for Himachal, and Himachal will be right here on this line, and they will be all sweating ki kaun par. But we will see. We'll have a look at that in just a bit. Just having a little. Arun Danta is joining us from the BJP office in Gandhinagar. Arun Danta, how is the energy level now? अब वहाँ क्या बट रहे हैं? जलेबियाँ बट रही हैं?
Well, Anand, the target which BJP has fixed
Okay,
for themselves
149
was,
first.
over
149
149
149 on the leaderboard. First time ever the BJP touching 149 on the leaderboard, matching Madhav Singh Solanki's score in 1985. 149, will this hold? The Congress slipping below 25, inching towards 20, up at 8, others at 4. But this is for the first time out of 182 seats. It's that magic number of 149, the best ever by any political party. Back to Arun. Yes, Arun, take us through what's happening there.
Well, that's the target, Anand, which BJP was talking about, that they will be more than happy if they go beyond 149 and, keep Aam Aadmi Party less than 6% vote share. I'm showing you the visuals from the Kamalam here in Gujarat, where you can see the Karyakartas of Bharatiya Janata Party have already started coming in. Let me quickly go to them and try to speak to them.
They were dancing a while ago. Where are the dolls?
हम लोग बहुत खुश हैं सर, काफी कार्यकर्ताओं ने मेहनत किया है 24 घंटा। मोदी जी के काम पूरा देश में नाम फैलाया है, इसलिए सर हम तो खुश हैं।
आप बताइए कहां से
अभी ढोल नगाड़ा आने वाला है। बीजेपी का जो हेडक्वार्टर्स है आईटीओ आनंद, वहां पर ढोल नगाड़ा शुरू हो चुका है और ये माहौल ये है साफ तौर पर भाजपा 10 तारीख को ओथ लेगी।
Yes, ओथ तो लेगी। Let's listen to what they are saying on ground. वहां ढोल है, वहां डांस हो रहा है कि वहां सिर्फ झंडा लेके खड़े हैं? अरुण, शंख तो बज रहा है।
यस अभी आनंद, अभी ढोल थोड़े से बंद कर दिए हैं। अब फिर से एक बार आप इस तरफ देखिए, शंख बजाया जा रहा है और शंख
जय
के
श्री
साथ
राम के
साथ
नारे भी लग रहे हैं, शंख बज रहा है, ढोल का है, कौन है वहां पर? Who's there? Oh, they're going to blow the conch. Let's just hold on to that. Well, so the conch shells are blowing at the BJP headquarters in Gujarat. We'll try and go across to what's happening in the national capital, where there is a lot that will happen towards the end of the day. If the BJP is able to hold back Himachal only by just, but the story is Gujarat, ladies and gentlemen. What a story. Let's go across to Advaita Kala quickly before we have to interrupt her again. Yes, Advaita.
So I'm going to keep it really simple. I'm tracking Gujarat to see if they breach the Solanki record, and I think it's quite likely. And remember, they kept saying, the BJP kept saying historic. So now I think we have an idea of what they were talking about. And on the Himachal side, I'm just going to be looking at those 4 others to see where those numbers go, who they are, and what impact it'll have on the final.
Himachal में सूरत बदलेगा, ये ऐसा लग रहा है.
You were discussing the cooperative belt. The story from the cooperative belt, Zaka, is again going towards the BJP. Zaka.
Oh, absolutely, no doubt about it. This was again one of the regions where the BJP did not do well last time around. There was a corridor of blue. I showed you guys that between Baroda and Ahmedabad, in Anand, Kheda, these districts, and of course in the tribal districts of Banaskantha, Sabarkantha up in the north, Patan, Mehsana. All of these seats, it seems to be that the BJP has gained back what it lost in 2017. Look at this corridor here. I'm going to highlight this for our viewers. This is the Anand Kheda belt, the cooperatives, the Amul factory. This is how it is looking right now. It's a sea of saffron, only one blue there in 2017. Look at that. There was a sea of blue. There was a sea of blue all the way to the borders of the state. There were just 4 constituencies in that entire 2 or 3 districts that the BJP had won last time around. This time, the BJP really notching it back. Not just in that cooperative segment, but also if you were to go and check Saurashtra, the way the BJP has pulled back in Saurashtra, it is a fascinating story. Just look at this. The Congress has barely 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seats. Everything else, and the Aam Aadmi Party has 1, 2, 3, 4 seats. And of course, Jamnagar North, although I suspect that Jamnagar North, Rivaba Jadeja will continue to come back into the lead. Right now, AAP is leading there. But in rural Saurashtra, only 6 seats the Congress is leading in. Everything else has been swept by the BJP. Griha has more, yes.
Well, interesting, absolute stories. There are a lot of reports that are coming in, ladies and gentlemen. We'll keep you close, keep you up to speed on that. The Himachal part will keep changing. This one seems to be consolidating now. AAP slipped BJP has gone up again to 147. It's going to cave. Congress slipped. AAP has gone up actually from 8 to 9, but in single digits, reduced to single digits now. Griha is with us. Yes, Griha, what's happening? And also just quickly check how many rounds of counting overall. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so this is from Viringam. We know that Hardik Patel is leading. There was an update from Varacha also, sir. Just let us know about Varacha. Aam Aadmi Party is leading in Varacha. That's another update. And one more. So one more from Gujarat. It's from Bharuch. 153. BJP is leading from Bharuch.
Yeah, one request. You got us update on Varacha. Just keep an eye out for Mandvi in that Surat region. These are two seats where the BJP was worried and they thought they will be able to flip Mandvi, although Varacha was doubtful. And that is in that diamond belt around in Surat, and AAP was a strong contender in Varacha. Just keep an update. And also, how many rounds of counting overall have undergone? Yes, Griha.
All right, we are getting another update from Bhavnagar, sir. All right, we let him. Bhavnagar. Still checking.
Okay.
Yeah. Check. And also check how many rounds of counting are over.
In Bhavnagar, the update that I have is BJP is leading in 6 and the Aam Aadmi Party in 1. I'll just quickly see which that Aam Aadmi Party constituency is. It's Gariyadhar. Sudhir Bhai Vagani of the AAP is leading there. The remaining out of the 7 seats, BJP leading in 6 out of 7 in Bhavnagar.
So the story of this election is Saurashtra. BJP has managed to take back the entire region, Radhika. And this is quintessential new BJP. They believe in holding on to their roots as they look at expanding footprints.
Yeah, Maria, if you recall, after the 2017 rout, I mean, I'm calling it a rout in Saurashtra, the BJP didn't waste a day, in retrieving the base. And that to me is the remarkable feature of the party. It is not bogged down by losses, by defeat, unlike a lot of other parties that we see in India. First of all, I mean, bringing in Bhupendra Patel as the chief minister, not a particularly charismatic person, but he was, I mean, I spoke to many Patels, he was seen as someone stolid, as someone reliable, as someone they could trust. And he
Zameen ka aadmi.
Some way
That's what we kept on hearing, Radhika. Zameen ka aadmi. जब जमीन की बात होती है और यही है, ये जो नंबर है आनंद जाका, this is about जमीन की पकड़. It's about sending that message that आगे जाएंगे लेकिन roots को पकड़े रहेंगे. Radhika, you have covered the BJP for decades. What does this result mean for the BJP?
Oh, this result is spectacular. I've covered every election in Gujarat since 1995. And to me, 1995 looked like a high point because there was so much enthusiasm for the BJP across the board. They got the votes of almost every caste. I mean, barring the Dalits and sections of the Adivasis. And of course the Muslims. But there were other high points that came along, 2002 for instance. And after that the BJP kept dipping.
Radhika, interrupting you. Griha has got an update from the live result hub. Yes, Griha.
All right, more from Morbi. All the 3 constituencies, Morbi, Tankara and Vankener, all of them BJP is leading. 65, 66 and 67. BJP has a lead in Morbi district. That's an update. 3rd round of counting currently on.
Third round of counting. So we still have multiple rounds, but the leads will start consolidating. 145 out of 182 for the BJP down on the leaderboard, and it's reflecting now even on the magic wall. So there will be now consolidation of the algorithm. Like I said, the algorithm is picking consolidated leads, 2-3 rounds and a significant number of votes across the counting centers. Interestingly, from 1995 onwards till date, the BJP has only gone up with its vote share. It's not gone down, barring that one time where there was a 2% dip between 2007 and 2012. Other than that, they've actually gone up. Now, 2017, 49.05. This time, 53%. That's
so
a
4% has been
up.
breached this time around in assembly election. Earlier, it was in 40s, Zaka, and that 53 is closer to 55% that they got in the Lok Sabha.
But ये जो vote share का बात है, there is also, if you see in UP, you see in Uttarakhand, everywhere, this is the task for them. If they have to win, and if they have to win and hold on to their seats and consolidate, they have to have a 52%, 53% plus vote share. So no matter one single party or multi-party.
Similar to Lok Sabha.
If you're looking at more than 50% vote share, it means 1 out of 2 voters, more than 1 out of 2 voters have voted for the BJP. And that's how you're seeing this kind of a landslide. you don't see this kind of a verdict, a landslide, and that too in a multi-party contest, mind you. For whatever it's worth, Aam Aadmi Party right now 9 seats, Independents 5 seats. That's 14 MLAs who could have potentially gone to the opposition because of the anti-incumbency vote. But look at how the BJP has managed to get it back. Let's talk about South Gujarat. We talked about Saurashtra earlier. If I can just run you through that region of South Gujarat around Valsad, Navsari, Narmada, Tapi. Look at this. BJP 27 out of 35. Congress only in 4. Aam Aadmi Party in 4 of these seats. And 4 of these seats happen to be tribal reserve seats, ST seats. But the BJP is simply running up the numbers here in South Gujarat, including, of course, in Surat, where all but 2 seats out of 9, 1 seat Congress is leading, 1 seat AAP is leading, but in 7 seats, the BJP is leading. But look at South Gujarat and compare this with 2017, where, again, the BJP had done well, but there was no AAP factor. The independent factor was less than 10% votes. Let's go back to Griha, who has more updates. Yes.
All right, more updates coming, Zaka. We are talking about how Bhupendra Patel is leading from Ghatlodia. We now know that he has a margin of about 23,000 votes, so to speak, at the moment.
So unassailable lead,
quite
literally unassailable leads, as Maria was saying, the last time he won by more than 1 lakh votes. So
the highest ever.
So highest ever.
In that constituency and in 2017.
And it's a BJP bastion, but Bhupendra Patel quite popular there. He's not spoken much to the national media, largely speaks, prefers to speak in Gujarati and give interviews in Gujarati, but he has been doing a lot of road shows and Jansabhas across that entire region. And it just seems that he's playing to his strength, and he wants to be sure that there is no doubt about his seat.
Of course, Ghatlodia on the outskirts of Ahmedabad. And Ahmedabad also fascinating. I mean, last time around, out of the 16 seats, the BJP had 12 and the Congress had 4. Right now, Congress has only 1 seat, which is the minority-dominated seat of Jamalpur Khedia. Again, I don't know if the 4 or 5 minority-dominated seats inside walled city, maybe Nalan will know this, whether because of the AAP, some of the minority votes have gone to the AAP, thereby cutting the Congress's vote and thereby helping the BJP. But Griha has more. Yes, Griha.
Okay, we're getting an update, Zaka, from Bhavnagar district. Bhavnagar West, Jeetu Vagani, BJP is leading. Bhavnagar West, 105. Jeetu Vagani.
Take you through the Bhavnagar seats. Out of the 7 seats there, all the seats there except 1, the BJP is leading in. This is in Palitana, the BJP is leading. In Talaja, the BJP is leading. In Bhavnagar Rural, Purushottam Bhai Solanki is leading. And of course, in the seat that Griha was talking about, Jeetu Vagani leading there in the Bhavnagar main seat, except one which the Aam Aadmi Party is leading in, that is in Garyadhar, where Sudhir Bhai Vagani is leading. All the other Bhavnagar seats, the
BJP sweeps this. Interesting tweet by Harsh Sanghvi. He's saying, how's the Josh Gujarat?
How's the Josh?
That is the question that you asked Arun. How's the Josh there?
How's the Josh? In Majura, Harsh Sanghvi leading. In fact, in Surat, of the 9 seats, and you were asking about this,
Varacha.
7 out of the 9 seats, BJP is leading. Varacha, Alpesh Kataria. Remember, Surat is where they had this whole thing about the municipal corporation election, the Patidars. This is a Patidar-dominated seat. So is Alpesh Kataria. He's a Patidar. He is leading there in Varacha, and 1 seat, Surat East, where Aslam Cyclewala of the Congress is leading. But 7 out of 9 seats, including Katargam. Let's not forget Katargam, where Gopal Italia is fighting from. There too, the BJP is leading.
In Surat, the BJP was hoping to get 8 out of 9. They said 1 will go away, but now it's about 7 out of 9. Let's quickly go across to our guests at this point. 147, 22, 4 for others, and 9 for the Aam Aadmi Party. Just short of double digits at this point. We are joined by Dr. Anshul Avijit of the Congress Party, Aparajita Sarangi of the BJP, Hemant Tatri is also with us, Radhika Ramaseshan, Advaita Kala and Nalin Mehta continue to stay on, and we are also joined by Rashid Kidwai. Namaste, Jai Hind, good early morning to everybody. It seems to be a hectic Thursday. Big interesting development right now, even as we speak. Himachal is neck and neck. 32-32.
For the first time.
32-32 plus 4 others. Anshul Avijit ji, हिमाचल भी कहीं फिसल तो नहीं जाएगा? गुजरात में बहुत फिसल गए आप.
नहीं, हिमाचल हम लेके ही रहेंगे. हिमाचल हमारी तरफ जाएगा. ये आप एक सुनिश्चित है एक तरह से, जितनी भी रिपोर्ट्स आ रही हैं. So no worries on that score. Of course, at the moment it looks like a neck and neck battle. Some of the pollsters suggested that, but you know it'll go our way. In Gujarat, well, it's not a very good morning to us. It's not our finest moment in Gujarat. We tried a different kind of strategy there, based on reports.
This is a question I've asked every Congress person. I'm asking you also. Honestly, as a strategist, not just as a spokesperson. 77 से 92 का रास्ता easy है या 99 से 148 का. So, you know, when you are at 77, right now you are at 22, clearly, you know, you have not taken Gujarat seriously because there is always a Gujarat voter and that Congress voter seems to be now moving to the AAP if you look at the trends and even what the EC is showing on its website. Please.
Anand, it's not about we took Gujarat very, very seriously. It was a positive campaign.
This is an important point in this election. The BJP has crossed the Madhav Singh Solanki number of 1985. It was 149. Before, on that note, let me bring in Aparajita. Aparajita, it's phenomenal. This is about Leeds, yes, but 150, yes. Aparajita, for a party which has been in power for 27 years.
कितने नादान थे ये शहर के सारे जुगनू मिलके कहते थे सूरज को नहीं उगने देंगे. See, we are heading towards a landslide victory in Gujarat. And we had always been saying that we would be breaking Madhav Singh Solanki's record of 149 in 1985. And here we are. Even after 27 years of ruling in Gujarat, there is absolutely pro-incumbency wave. And this is because of the tremendous work that has been done on the ground. And this is also because of the huge connect our Honorable Prime Minister and other leaders have with the people of Gujarat. I would definitely like to mention something very interesting. See, one, of course, Congress did not have any visibility in Gujarat whatsoever. I was in Gujarat for a couple of days. I had been sent by my party for campaigning. And I did not see in Gujarat workers on the ground from the Congress party. And number two, something which in fact has to be understood. Congress has always been saying all these 27 years that in Gujarat, the tribals, the Christians and the Dalits and the Muslims have always been with them. So where are they now? In fact, in those bastion also, in those areas also, BJP has been doing extremely well. So I think in all parts of Gujarat, it is all Bhagwa today.
Yes,
and in those areas, even AAP has done well in some of those tribal areas, Aparajita ji. I just get, before we bring in Advaita Kalamari, I just want Anshul Avijit to respond to what the BJP had to say and also the question earlier. Why did you give it up like this? You've not put the effort.
No, we did not give it up, Anand. It was a different kind of strategy that was at work here. I mean, I understand now from these kind of trends which we'll not be able to overcome that it didn't play out. But it was a different kind of campaign. We tried it. It was a positive campaign. It was a campaign that rested on our history and our accomplishments. Well, let's see. I mean, yes, it hasn't. We have to go back to reimagine what the people want, re-strategize in a different kind of way. That is all happens in elections. So, yes, of course, it's a disappointing morning.
I'm going to bring, Advaita on this. 151 is the leads that is showing Advaita. This is never seen before in Indian politics. 27 years and counting. And here is the party which is returning to power with a bigger number and also in belts where they had not won in the past. There is nothing called rural-urban. There is no, territory which has not voted for the BJP this time around. Tribals going the BJP way. The OBC is going the BJP way. The Patidars going the BJP way.
Yes, and the Muslims also voting for the BJP. I don't think we discuss that often enough in Gujarat, but they have been since Prime Minister was Chief Minister there. So there is that section as well. I think this is just overwhelming. I mean, I feel bad for the Congress, which had that steady 40-seat bank, seems to have lost it with this election as well. And really, I don't know, I mean, how you can go from a win of 77 and being so close on the race in 2017.
Now the Congress is below 20.
151, Congress below 20. Let's just quickly go back on the wall and see, plot this out. So there are like outliers, Congress now. This time
absolutely.
around.
In fact, the two big regions which have contributed to a bulk of the Congress's seats in 2017, let's break them down. Saurashtra, we were talking about Saurashtra. Out of the 77 seats that the Congress got, last time around, the Congress had, I think, 30 seats, or a little more than 30 seats out of 77 were from Saurashtra. Look at this. This was the map from last time around. The BJP had only 23. The Congress had 30. But this time in Saurashtra, the BJP racing away. 41 seats to the BJP. Only 8 seats. Down 22 compared to last time around. AAP has 4. So if these 4 and the others, the independent, also went to the Congress, at least it would have been respectable around 13. But single digits. Congress has been reduced to single digits in Saurashtra. Just quickly run you through north as well. Mehsana, Patan, Sabarkantha, Banaskantha, that belt. where again the Congress had done okay last time around. Just to quickly check, look at that map. It was 17 to the Congress, 14 to the BJP, even though BJP had a higher vote share. It was more number of seats for the Congress in Mehsana and Patan. But look at the 2022 picture. BJP 25, Congress just 5. I mean, it's unbelievable. The BJP has maxed out in these two regions where the Congress did well last time around, and that's really, really hurting. In Saurashtra, yes, some of it can be attributed to A, the Patidars coming back, and B, more importantly, the AAP hurting the Congress in Saurashtra. In North Gujarat, it was a straight fight. The BJP simply steamrolling the Congress.
Let's just quickly look at Himachal. Hemant Atri is also a senior journalist. He's spent a lot of time in Himachal. We'll also bring in the Congress. Some cheer for the Congress at this point is that they are right on the halfway mark as far as the leads and consolidation and projections are concerned. 34. But the BJP also within sight, because if the rebels who are right now leading as independents if they will go back and gravitate towards the BJP, then it's a hung area, hung house. Are we looking at a hung house, or because in the forthcoming rounds things could change?
I think things are changing thick and fast. Things are really changing thick and fast. One seat I want to point to, which has been changing hands over the last half an hour or so, the Nahan seat. It's on the border. Ajay Solanki of the Congress is right now leading from that constituency. Just 10 minutes back. All right, Griha has more. Griha, yes.
All right, Anand was just making that point about the rebels who left the BJP and they are contesting as independent candidates. Our friend here has an interesting update. The candidate from Dehra is leading, independent candidate, and also sir from Solan.
सोलन से केएल ठाकुर जो है इंडिपेंडेंट कैंडिडेट हैं जो आगे अभी जा रहे हैं और कांगड़ा के देहरा से होशियार सिंह जो है आगे हैं
होशियार सिंह फ्रॉम कांग्रेस देहरा इंडिपेंडेंट कैंडिडेट BJP rebels.
Both of them are BJP rebels. That's an important point there. So others in that 4, 2 are BJP rebels.
Yeah, even KL Thakur from Nalagarh in Solan.
Yes.
Again, KL Thakur contesting now on an independent ticket. Griha also talked about the other two candidates, that is from Dehra, Hoshiar Singh was denied a ticket by the BJP. He's fighting as an independent from Hamirpur. Ashish Sharma also fighting as an independent. So if these 4 would swing the BJP's way, that is not good news for the Congress. But let's go back to the overall state. Again, so many minute fights that are happening. You know, Lahaul Spiti, last time we checked 20 minutes ago, BJP was leading. Now, Lahaul Spiti, Congress is leading. In the Kulu seat, BJP was leading some time back. Now, the Congress, Surinder Singh Thakur is leading. In the Manali seat, where Congress was leading some time back, Govind Singh Thakur of the BJP is leading. Also, this independent from Banjar, Hiteshwar Singh, BJP rebel, he's been leading there as well. But really, if you were to look at the big populated pockets, whether it is Shimla, whether it is Hamirpur, or whether it is Kulu Manali, it seems like it is...
Shimla urban, hamare Sanjay ji chai wale, I'm given to understand now he is trailing at this point in time. But I'm just going to quickly, what we're going to do is bring in our, from the data dome, bring in the racetrack. Let's see who's on the race, where are they as they come running. Somehow, with Himachal, ladies and gentlemen, shouldn't have been a racetrack. We should have had a seesaw. Because kabhi idhar, kabhi udhar. That's what's happening right now at this battle. Right now, the Congress party just past that, on that halfway mark, aise thak ke pasina aake phir shayad ye part, they have to come to 35. 35 is the number. The BJP is here at 30. Aap kahan hain? It's not there anywhere. But this 30, along with the 4 independents, they will also come here and sweat. Now it will be that who's got their head up, their chest up, and then they cut into that finish line. That's what's happening. It's becoming quite a cliffhanger as far as the Himachal results are concerned. And this is where, Rashid Kidwai, are you thinking कि अगर कांग्रेस पार्टी 34 पे अटक गई तो बीजेपी सरकार बना लेगी? ये प्लान बी, रिजॉर्ट, रायपुर, जहां पर भी ले जाएंगे?
A very difficult thing because Congress is looking for a decisive mandate in Himachal. Decisive means something like 38 to 40 seats. Short of that, there are going to be many challenges before the Congress, because remember, in Himachal it's an open secret. Congress is a divided house. There are 3-4 factions are there, and in this kind of thing, BJP is very good at winning away one section or the other.
हाँ रशीद भाई, चुनाव है, पर्व है, आपको चाय कॉफी मिली है कि नहीं? थोड़ा हंस दो. हाँ, ये अब जाके सही फूटी। अद्वैता and Nalin are Advaita and Nalin sitting next to them.
I love his sweater.
And if you want smiling panelists, you have to come to me.
No, Rasiba has a good sense of humor, but he tries to be very, very straight-faced even when he doles it out. Look what he said. He said the Congress is a divided house. ये 38 to 40 नहीं जीतेगा तो नहीं जीतेगा. कह तो दिया. एकदम बहुत serious straight face के साथ कहा है. Anshul, Abhijit, you would want to react to that. Hemant ji, coming to you after that.
No, the fact is कि अगर कांग्रेस पूरी सीट भी ले जाए ना, तो the BJP's crooked tactics will not stop.
अभी आप हंस दो, 35 हो गए हो आप. अभी आप हंस दो, लीडर बोर्ड पे अभी आप 35 हो गए हो. अभी आप थोड़ा सा हंस दो, क्योंकि बीजेपी 30 से नीचे गई है, 29, आप 35. थोड़ी देर के लिए आप सांस ले सकते हैं चैन की. जी, प्लीज.
तो मैं तो कह रहा था यहाँ पर जीत सुनिश्चित है. और आप कह रहे हैं ना कांटों की टक्कर है, ऐसी बात बिल्कुल भी नहीं है. यहाँ सुनिश्चित है, लेकिन बीजेपी की क्रिकेट टैक्टिक्स, उनके मैकिविलियन टैक्टिक्स वो रुकेगी नहीं.
लेकिन चलिए, अपराजिता मुस्कुरा रही है. अपराजिता, you are being called crooked and Machiavellian. Machiavellian is a compliment, I would say.
That's why I'm smiling. थोड़ा सा सब्र कर ले, इम्तिहान अभी बाकी है. हिमाचल में भी जीत हमारी है.
हिमाचल में भी जीत हमारी है. ये वो कौन सी सीट है जहां 50, 100, 200 वोटों से कोई जीत जाएगा और फिर अंत में कोई हलवा खा जाए. हेमंत आचार्य जी, आप कह रहे थे 38 से 43 सीटें जीतेगी कांग्रेस. कहाँ है? यहाँ 35 पहुंचने में पसीने छूट रहे हैं उनके.
No, Anand ji, it's not like that. It's a category. See, it's a nail-biting kind of an election that is going on in Himachal. See, it's a very small state, and there are only 58 lakh voters there, 68 seats per constituency. They are not even less than 1 lakh kind of voters there. And 76% of them, highest ever turnout has been there in Himachal this time. And the single largest reason for Congress doing fairly well there in Himachal after 2019 Lok Sabha election, as you know, Congress has not won any election till date on its own. This is the first state that they have come so close. There are very specific reasons for.
Yes, it should not have been nail biting. अगर वहां पर रिवाज जो है of voting out the government, of alternating between the two parties, then it should not have been nail biting.
Maria ji, issue is not that. See, the way Congress fights election, they fight more within themselves than against the BJP. That is again the real story in Himachal Pradesh also. Otherwise,
I have to interrupt because जहाँ एक सीट कांग्रेस की यहाँ बढ़ी और बीजेपी की एक घटी हिमाचल में, वहाँ बीजेपी seem to be telling आप and the Congress in Gujarat, ये सीट मुझे दे दे ठाकुर, ये भी मुझे दे दे ठाकुर, because 153 is the lead. Congress is slipping to 17 and the AAP has also slipped to 7. Now Congress has gone up to 18 and it's 152 for the BJP. Look, Gujarat, what is happening?
Unbelievable. I mean, to imagine that after 27 years, a party has to come back with not just its own record, but a historic record. The state has not seen any party cross 150. For that to happen, like I said, the BJP is completely maxed out in Saurashtra. It has completely taken over the South Gujarat, the tribal belt in South Gujarat, Central Gujarat, the Cooperative belt, North Gujarat, the tribal belt in North Gujarat. Completely, it's maxed out in all the regions. Like I said, it can't be attributed to just the Aam Aadmi Party taking away some of the Congress votes. Yes, in Saurashtra, it certainly seems to have hurt the Congress Party, but in the rest of the state, I don't see that factor at play. Let me go back to Griha, who has more details. Yes, Griha.
Okay, Zaka, I have an update from Himachal. There is one for the BJP in Bilaspur, 48. BJP has the lead there. And if we look at Shimla rural, Vikramaditya Singh is leading by about 5,000 votes at the moment. That's the update. Third round of counting is currently on.
So if you look at Himachal again, I keep saying this. Watch out for the urban populated pockets around Shimla, around Hamirpur, and of course around Kullu Manali. In Kullu Manali, of course, you are seeing a seesaw battle in the 3 seats there. BJP is leading in 1, Congress is leading in 1, and 1 independent there. But really, I think the fight in, even in 2012, when the Congress won last in Himachal, it was not too far away from the halfway mark. It was just 36. Right now, Congress is at 34. So Congress's victory is around that 35, 36, 37 range. When the BJP wins, it wins big. BJP last time had 44. So I think the Congress's victory, if at all it happens in Himachal, is going to be a 36-37 kind of a victory. One critical difference, maybe you can ask Advaita this, one critical difference between Himachal and Uttarakhand is, I think, one, they botched up the whole chief minister candidate thing in Harish Rawat in Uttarakhand. And secondly, here, no one yet, at least till a couple of days back when Pratibha Singh first said, okay, I would like to throw my hat in the ring as chief ministerial candidate, no one yet has claimed that I want to be chief minister. That was not the dominant sort of conversation around the Congress in Himachal. So let's see how that plays.
The Congress party on its posters had Veerbhadra Singh.
Yes.
So the image of Veerbhadra Singh Advaita was the dominant image. It was about collective leadership that the Congress was talking about. Do you think that confusion was there on ground?
Yes, they did. I mean, they fought under the leadership of a leader who wasn't there. So it was a risky move, but it's looking like it's paid off. And I think credit to the Congress because, like I said earlier, there wasn't this level of anti-incumbency against the BJP and Jairam Thakur really in Himachal. So for them to, pull this off with a leader who's, no longer with us, I think is credible, is really creditable. Although it is a flip-flop state, so that does happen in Himachal, but even then, nonetheless.
There were some burning issues. Could they have capitalized more? Could they have made it more intense? And what does it say in terms of the top leadership, active, inactive, what they tried in Gujarat, what they tried in Himachal? Is anything and everything they're trying, is it not working? What is wrong is something, because on ground there is a Congressy voter. There is a Congressy voter who's looking for an option, but he's not finding it and he's disgruntled and perhaps moving away. The other thought for the AAP is, should they have left Himachal halfway or should they have tried to make a little more effort? Plenty of questions that come in, but it should not be. Right now it's 30 and 34 and 4. So Gujarat to tum le lo, Himachal bhi tu rakh le Thakur, aisa nahi hona chahiye. We have to see how things are. But right now let's look at the Gujarat roadmap and the halfway number. Let's go across to the data dome and here roll out the tracks again, and this is the BJP running and out of the frame. That's how it is. That's how far they have run, ladies and gentlemen. It's 152. That number is 152. It's just revised to 151, but they are 150 plus. This is phenomenal. 25 years ke baad, people are coming out and saying, tum hi raho aur koi nahi rahega. And look at where the opposition is, so far behind. I keep going back to this. 77 to 92 was a lesser distance to traverse than 99 to 151. Who's put in the effort? And as we look at this, just going across to Nalin Mehta once again and take it into the studio, and then we'll go back to our guests, political guests also on this. Whenever the Prime Minister is doing extra rallies, the opposition turns around and says, Nalin Mehta, BJP tension mein hai, isliye Pradhan Mantri mehnat kar rahe hain. But from 2014 onwards, Varanasi and so many other places, when he works more, one should get the intention that they just want to win bigger.
So I think, Anand, a lot will be made about the fact that the Prime Minister did 30 plus rallies in Gujarat that he led from the front, and why was he campaigning like a party karyakarta and so on. But that is optics. That is the mechanics of gaining momentum in election context. I think the roots of this victory are built on a much deeper cadre mobilization and an organizational mobilization which has been built by the BJP in Gujarat, and the new BJP post 2014 has expanded that model to many other states. If you go back, I mean, beyond, and this is beyond ideological positioning. If you're right now, the vote share of BJP as of this moment, if the trends holds, has increased from the last election. This is beyond ideological position, and in fact this has been part of the Modi model, that fundamentally it's built on a deep
three seats down, now back to 149. Sorry, just quickly doing some changes have happened in the last 10 seconds as we spoke on. Congress back into the 20s. AAP has gained 2 seats to up to 9 in Gujarat. Zaka, on the wall.
I want to go back to some of the seats that we're getting from Junagadh. Amreli is a seat, of course, which was the seat of the sitting leader of the opposition, Paresh Dhanani. The BJP's Kaushik Vikaria is leading in that seat. If the leader of the opposition in the assembly is losing, then you clearly know there is a problem. A neighbouring seat of Dhari, the Aam Aadmi Party candidate is leading there. In the next seat, which is in
sorry, interrupting you. Himachal, 32 and 4.
All right, so I think what is happening in Himachal is some of the middle constituencies, which is upper Himachal constituencies, the BJP seems to be doing better. In some of the sparsely populated ones, Lahaul, Spiti, Kinnaur, etc., Congress is doing okay. But Congress's real gains are coming from the Shimla belt, where you have almost all the Shimla seats the Congress seems to be doing well in. Some of the Hamirpur belt seats also the Congress seems to be doing well in. So some of the populated parts, the lower Himachal seats as they are, the Congress seems to be doing better. In the upper and central reaches of the state, in the hillier areas, the BJP seems to be doing better. So let's see how this plays out. I think you're going to see a lot of back and forth, and these four independents for the last half an hour or so. These four have been leading. So
and this is similar to what happened in Uttarakhand, if my memory serves me right. That slowly the BJP started inching up and the Congress started slipping. Abhi to Aparajita ji, if this stays 32 and 4, आप कहोगे सरकार तो हमारी है?
बिल्कुल सरकार हमारी है और बहुत ही आत्मविश्वास के साथ मैं ये बात कहती हूँ, जहाँ तक हमने काम किया है और जिस तरह का हमारा कनेक्ट लोगों के साथ हिमाचल प्रदेश में रहा है, हम ज़रूर ये इलेक्शन जीतेंगे। और कुछ समय की बात है, इनफैक्ट ऑल ऑफ अस नीड टू wait with bated breath. Yes, we thought we'd be doing much better in Himachal, but we would be forming the government, there is no doubt about it. Just wait and watch. In all parts of Himachal, in fact there are certain parts where we are doing well, in certain parts we are not, but don't forget that we are trying to change the trend. वो जो रिवाज था उसे हम बदल रहे हैं। Earlier, what was the situation? Every 5 years, an incumbent government would go away.
पर ये भी मानिए कि आपस में भी लड़ झगड़ रहे हैं। आप ये भी मानिए हिमाचल में भी आपस में लड़ झगड़ रहे हैं। आपके पार्टी में भी काफी कोलाहल है। You are fighting quite a bit. Otherwise, it is not a united front in Himachal. Although there are celebrations coming in from Gujarat at this point, we'll go to those visuals moment the action starts. Yes, Aparajita ji, please complete.
Yes, the point is that, yes, in 12 seats we have problems, but we know how to handle our people. They are our people ultimately, so please don't forget that. They had certain misgivings, certain levels of discontentment. Our leaders have always been talking with them, and let me tell you, even if they have today contested against us, against our candidates, we are in touch with them and they are very much part of us.
That's an important piece of news there, that you are in touch with your rebels as well. Okay, there is a soundbite that is coming of Prahlad Joshi. Let's listen in.
इसलिए मुझे लगता है जो गुजरात मॉडल हम देश के सामने भी रख रहे हैं वो भी एक्सेप्ट हो रहा है। तो आई कांग्रेचुलेट, मैं गुजरात के लोगों को भी कांग्रेचुलेट करता हूँ, गुजरात के भारतीय जनता पार्टी के यूनिट को भी कांग्रेचुलेट करता हूँ, हमारे कार्यकर्ता को भी कांग्रेचुलेट करता हूँ। दिस इज वन ऑफ द एवर बिगेस्ट रिकॉर्ड हिस्ट्री इन द इलेक्शन में।
Rajnath is in session. All the leaders of the BJP in particular are inside the house because it's going to begin in another half an hour. By then numbers would have settled more or less. But Nitin Tyagi, जिस तरह से आपने चुनाव लड़ा गुजरात में, you have entered the leaderboard. What about Himachal? क्या आपको लगता है कि अगर मैदान में रहते तो कुछ कर पाते?
Can't say about Himachal. The leaders must have actually felt something that we cannot, exert our energies too much, and we cannot, divert our attention from Gujarat. Obviously, the kind of response that we were getting from Gujarat and with the MCD elections in Delhi, we cannot, divide our resources. We are a very small party. It's one of the smallest parties, and we have been able to make a big impression in Gujarat thanks to the people of Gujarat. We cannot thank them enough, actually, and thanks to people of Gujarat, we would now be a
your party president in Gujarat seems to have been rejected.
Historic day for our party.
Your party president in Gujarat seems to have been rejected, but your chief ministerial face, Isudan Gadhvi, seems to be holding on to his lead.
So
quick
in
check.
Katargam, Gopal Italia is trailing. Varacha was the other seat where the AAP was hopeful that they would be able to make an inroad. There again, Alpesh Kataria of the Aam Aadmi Party. Both parties are candidates, by the way, and AAP did well in Surat. So the whole hype around AAP was around the Surat belt, but not a single seat out of the 9.
So they're getting, BJP is pulled Varacha out.
Yeah, BJP is leading both in Varacha as well as in Katargam. Both in Katargam and in Varacha, the BJP is leading. I'm just going to check on Isudan Gadhvi's seat. Isudan Gadhvi is still leading in Khambalia. This is in Saurashtra, of course. And I'm still checking Jamnagar North, by the way. Jamnagar North is still the AAP candidate there is leading. Rivaba Jadeja is trailing. I don't know if it will hold, but as of now, for the last 20 minutes or so, Rivaba Jadeja has been trailing in Jamnagar North. One more AAP seat has opened up again in Jamjodhpur. This is again, they're all very close by. This is all in the Jamnagar belt, as it were. In Jamjodhpur, Hemant Bhai Ahir of the Aam Aadmi Party is leading. So in Saurashtra itself, if you look at it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 seats out of the 10 that the Aam Aadmi Party is leading in, 6 of them are from Saurashtra. And Saurashtra is where the Congress swept last time around because of the Patidar agitation. What is working in Saurashtra for AAP is not working in Surat.
So it's 20 years of governance, 12 years as the chief minister of the state, 8 years as the prime minister, which was being discussed in Gujarat. And Zaka, all these bends, I have been around in Gujarat. The running theme was Sab cheez acha hai. A general sense of happiness was there, and it is reflecting in the numbers.
It's unbelievable. 149, 150 if the BJP ends up with. It is unbelievable. I don't think in the history of India, maybe the left in Bengal, but even the left in Bengal, in the fag end of the last 5, 7, 10 years, they were losing majorities, they were losing their seat share and vote share. For a party to be in power for almost 30 years in a state and then come back with a historic mandate, a mandate that the state has never seen in the last 50, 60 years of its existence, that is unbelievable. A quick word from Nalin, because Nalin's covered the state before we go back to Anand. Nalin, 149 is where Gujarat is, BJP Gujarat is at right now. It's an unbelievable statistic for me.
Absolutely, Zaka. I mean, if these numbers hold, it's going to be the biggest victory in Gujarat since the Congress triumph of 1985, which was the greatest triumph in Gujarat before that. I think what is really striking to me is if there are two stories in this election, it is that one, the BJP is not only benefiting from the division of the opposition vote, its own vote share has increased. So that, I think, is story number one in this election, and which is a remarkable achievement. The second story is that the AAP is breaking into Congress vote banks, but not in urban areas, in rural areas and in tribal areas. If you look at the urban map of Gujarat, the three big cities, the BJP is sweeping them, and the Congress is got just a couple of seats there. But if you look at the rural map of Gujarat, that's where the AAP is making those inroads into the Congress bastions, the erstwhile Congress bastions, to be more accurate, where it is crossing a threshold to win some seats.
We've got a moment, so I quickly want to savor this. Zaka and Maria, let's just bring in our robotic arm and then paint this picture. If these numbers hold, with the Congress at 19, the BJP at 149, same score as Madhav Singh Solanki, how will the Gujarat Assembly look? Now there you go, the robots have come in. Yeah, there you go. Chaliye bhai. Chaliye set. Let's go up. हाँ, आराम से. Yeah, this is too far. गिर जाऊंगा एक दिन मैं, सच में कह रहा हूँ. Okay, let's quickly focus on this. The beautiful data dome right behind me, and let's just open this out. Lovely. And there you go. That's the whole spread as it will come through. And it's all the 182 seats, large part of it, way beyond the halfway mark, is all colored saffron. Just look at this, ladies and gentlemen, all colored saffron. 147 is the number that it shows right now. It should go up, not down, and it will hover, flirt between this 145 to 150 number. But look at the dominance that the BJP will have in the Gujarat Assembly. Will there be an expansion of cabinet, a rejig? Some of these winners, will they come in? But more importantly, what becomes the national narrative then? For the Congress party, for the AAP, if the AAP breaks into double digits, will it then claim psychologically that it has replaced the Congress as the principal opposition party in Gujarat? Big story there, because now the AAP can call itself a national party because it's there in 4 states. It's there in Goa, it will be there in Gujarat, it's there in Delhi, and of course, it's in power in Punjab. So that's the big question. If the Congress is at 19, can it claim anything at all? So this story of Gujarat is purely about the BJP's dominance and reign, and it also sets the tone for 2024. Himachal, whether or not the BJP retains, notwithstanding, if it retains in this current scenario at 31 and 4 rebels and 33, that's a different story. But this, ladies and gentlemen, is phenomenal. It's historic. And the world will have to sit up and take notice what Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his team have been able to achieve after 25 years of being in power in Gujarat as a political party, and also PM Modi as the chief minister earlier. So this is just the story that everybody will be talking about. A case study in itself, a 4%, if not more, increase in vote share. What does that talk about? Phenomenal. And across the board sweep. That's what's happened. Not just 1-2 pockets of Gujarat which has shouldered the BJP. It's just blanket sweep across the board, decimating the opposition. Let's just go back down to Zaka and Maria and take this story forward, ladies and gentlemen. आ जाइए वापस, सेटल हो जाइए, and then there we go. Coming down slowly. Let me just get back between my
dominance, Zaka. This is complete dominance in politics of the state of Gujarat. Something that has never happened in any state of India.
I just have one update. I'm waiting for the forklift to... All right. Okay. Rivaba Jadeja back in the lead, folks. In Jamnagar North, she's now leading. Her nearest candidate, opponent, of course, is the Aam Aadmi Party candidate. She was trailing for about half an hour or so. But just in the last couple of minutes, as Anand was being forklifted up, she's now come back into the lead in Jamnagar North. Yes. So both the Jamnagar seats, the city seats, the BJP is leading in.
And now the ministers have started speaking. Purushottam Rupala, Union Minister, joining us live, and he has been the star campaigner and oldest cabinet colleague of Prime Minister Narendra Modi when he was the Chief Minister of Gujarat. रूपाला जी, हाँ 150 अभी हम लोग दिखा रहे हैं, ये क्या है, हो गया है गुजरात में, और क्या माहौल है ये?
ये वास्तव में गुजरात की जनता ने भारतीय जनता पार्टी के शीर्षस्थ नेतृत्व में हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी के जो अपने पर प्रेम है, उस प्रेम की बारिश की है। और भारतीय जनता पार्टी के लिए अगले 25 साल का जो ट्रेंड सेट करने का हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी ने बात किया था, उसको गुजरात की जनता ने मोहर लगा दी है।
जिस मोहर की आप बात कर रहे हैं, बहुत जबरदस्त मोहर लगाया है गुजरात ने। 27 साल आप वहां पर राज किए हैं, 5 साल और मिल रहा है, और इस 5 साल में जो आपका पुराना रिकॉर्ड था 2002 का, वो भी ब्रेक हो गया। माधव सिंह सोलंकी वाला भी रिकॉर्ड लग रहा है कि ब्रेक होने वाला है।
ये एक प्रकार से आप इसको इस प्रकार से ले सकते हैं, जैसे मेरा मानना है कि गुजरात की जनता ने अब भारतीय जनता पार्टी को अपनी चॉइस की पार्टी बना ली है, और भारतीय जनता पार्टी के कार्यक्रमों को डेवलपमेंट के प्रोग्राम के रूप में अपने को अपनाने के लिए और जन भागीदारी से गुजरात को डेवलप करने का जो प्रधानमंत्री जी का आह्वान है, इसके लिए हर गुजराती खड़ा होकर इस कार्यक्रम के साथ जुड़ गया है। इस प्रकार से इस नतीजे को मैं आकलित कर रहा हूं।
आम आदमी पार्टी के बारे में क्या कहेंगे? उन लोगों ने भी एंट्री कर ली है, 8 सीट अभी दिखा रहे हैं हम।
अब देखो, इतनी बड़ी जीत के बाद कुछ विपक्ष के पक्ष में कुछ भी नहीं जाएगा, ऐसा तो गणतंत्र में होगा नहीं। तो विपक्ष के तौर पर आम आदमी पार्टी ने 8 सीटें अभी दिख रही हैं, वो पूरे नतीजे काउंटिंग हो जाएंगे तब तक रहेगी या उसमें कम ज़्यादा होगी, वो पूरे नतीजे के बाद चर्चा में आएगा। मगर उन्होंने अपना वहाँ शुभारंभ किया है, इतना कह सकते हैं।
जी रूपाला जी, एक और नमस्ते, मैं आनंद बोल रहा हूँ। एक और बड़ी बात है कि भाजपा ने इस बार गुजरात में अपनी वोट शेयर को भी बढ़ाया है। तो जो अमूमन लोकसभा और विधानसभा में देखें तो एक 10-11% वोट शेयर घट जाता था बीजेपी का, 4% आपने बढ़ाया है। ये किस चीज को आप श्रेय देते हैं कि इसमें प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी की छवि कितना काम आई है, और जो आपने पूरे कैबिनेट का परिवर्तन किया 18 महीने पहले, उसका कितना इंपैक्ट हुआ है?
नहीं, सारे क्रियाकलापों को तो आप श्रेय देना चाहेंगे, मगर मैं एक बात जरूर बताना चाहूंगा कि इस कैंपेन के दौरान मेरी एक सभा हुई थी ऊंझा में।
जी,
पब्लिक मीटिंग थी, और पब्लिक मीटिंग में जो जनरल लोगों की उपस्थिति थी वो 60-40 के रेशियो में महिलाएं उस जनरल सभा में उपस्थित थी। तभी मैंने वहां बताया था, और मैंने कुछ महिलाओं से बात फिर बाद में किया था, तो जानने को मिलता था कि हर महिला के मन में भारतीय जनता पार्टी को और मोदी साहब को समर्थन करने का मन बना लिया था।
जी।
तो एक प्रकार से महिलाओं ने प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी पे विश्वास जताया है, और इसी के चलते वोट शेयर भी बढ़ा है।
जी, ये हमने उत्तर प्रदेश में भी देखा पुरुषोत्तम रूपाला जी। तो कहीं आपको लगता है कि ये जो लाभार्थी वाला एस्पेक्ट है और महिलाओं को जिस तरह से महिलाओं का सशक्तिकरण है, इसकी वजह से ये रुझान हुआ है?
एक साफ तौर पे ये कारण है ही है, मगर मैं आपको 2-3 और कारण भी बताना चाहूंगा जो धरती पर हमको देखने को मिल रहे थे। जैसे मैं अपनी चुनावी सभा में मंच से खुलेआम पूछता था कि कोई सरपंच बैठे हैं सभा में, और सामने से जब हाथ खड़ा होता था और मैं पूछता था कि भाई आपके सरपंच के अकाउंट में भारत सरकार के कोई पैसे आते हैं, तो वो इतनी खुशी से लाखों करोड़ों रुपयों की बात करते थे और उनकी पूरी सभा पे ये बात जाती थी कि प्रधानमंत्री जी की ओर से हमारे गांव के मुखिया के अकाउंट में पैसे आते हैं और बिचौलियों की कोई आवश्यकता नहीं पड़ती थी। उसी का एक पूरा मैसेज अब नीचे तक पहुंच गया है प्रधानमंत्री जी के कामकाज का, कि उन्होंने हमारी पहली इकाई जो है गणतंत्र की वो है पंचायत, वो पंचायत को मजबूत किया है, अपने महिलाओं को मजबूत किया है, किसानों के अकाउंट में पैसे जा रहे हैं और ये जाने की जो सिस्टम बनाई है डीबीटी वाली, उसकी बहुत चर्चा नीचे स्तर पर आम आदमियों के बीच में है।
ये महिला वोटर, आनंद महिला वोटर की बात करें, रूपाला जी आपने बिल्कुल सही कहा, क्योंकि हम आनंद में थे और वहां पर मैंने महिलाओं से बात की और सारी महिलाएं एम्पावरमेंट की बात कर रही थी, वो फाइनेंशियल एम्पावरमेंट की बात कर रही थी, कितनी ताकत मिलती है उनको इस बात का सोच करके कि वो डेयरी बिजनेस में हैं और लाखों की बात करती हैं। तो ये जो पूरा ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन है और खास करके कोऑपरेटिव सेक्टर में जो हम देख रहे हैं, जो पूरा कोऑपरेटिव बेल्ट आज एकदम सैफरन वेव दिख रहा है वहां पर।
रूपाला जी मेरा
बिल्कुल सही बात है मैम, आपको
जी आप
हाँ जी बताइए।
जी बोलिए।
मैं एक बात बता दूं कि जो हमारे वो डेयरी सेक्टर जो है गुजरात का, वो वैसे भी बहुत मजबूत था और अपना नया कोऑपरेटिव मिनिस्टर बनाने के बाद हमारे अमित शाह जी ने जिस प्रकार से इसको आगे बढ़ाने के लिए कोशिश कर रहे हैं, मगर वहाँ प्रधानमंत्री जी ने एक इनिशिएटिव लिया था और डेयरी का अकाउंट जो होता है वो महिलाओं के नाम पे करने की एक मुहिम चलाई थी। तो वहाँ ज्यादातर दूध का कारोबार जो है वो महिलाओं के अकाउंट में हर वीकली, महिलाओं के अकाउंट में हर सप्ताह में वो पैसे जाते हैं और ये करोड़ों के तर्ज पे वो जा रहा है। तो हर महिला को अभी अपने को वो महसूस हो रहा है कि वो अब घर का मुखिया वो बन गई है अर्थतंत्र के रूप में। बजट वैसे भी महिलाएं बनाती थी, अब वो बजट को इम्प्लीमेंट भी वही कर रही।
जी मेरा अंतिम प्रश्न यही है कि आगामी अभी लोकसभा 2024 से पहले करीब 13 राज्य हैं और फिर यूनियन टेरिटरीज हैं जहां चुनाव होगा। गुजरात का ये परफॉर्मेंस क्या बिगुल है लोकसभा 2024 और इन चुनावों के लिए?
नहीं, वो बिल्कुल अगले 24 के चुनाव के लिए नहीं, मैं तो बड़े विश्वास के तौर पर कह सकता हूं कि ये गुजरात के मतदाताओं ने जिस प्रकार से अपना रुख दिखाया है, वो आगामी 50 साल की भारत की राजनीति किस दिशा में जाने वाली है, इसका ये माइलस्टोन बनेगा और उसी दिशा में देश को लीड करने का निमित्त बनेगा।
जी पुरुषोत्तम रूपाला जी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, आपसे बात कर रहे हैं। इसी में एक और खुशखबरी आपको और दर्शकों को दे दे, जयराम ठाकुर द चीफ मिनिस्टर ऑफ हिमाचल हैज वन हिज सीट। Jairam Thakur has won his seat. Let's go quickly across. Let's go quickly across to Griha at the live result hub. Yes, Griha.
Yeah, we are absolutely. We are getting this input. We are still confirming. However, we have confirmed it by the reporter. Now he's saying that Jairam Thakur has in fact won his seat. So that's the update. आपको अपडेट आया है?
अभी सुना कि जयराम ठाकुर जीत चुके हैं और अभी उसको क्रॉस चेक किया जा रहा है।
Okay, all right. So that is what we are picking in from the live results.
हिमाचल के numbers बदल गए हैं।
Yeah, BJP 33, Congress 32, and this is the Siraj seat where Jairam Thakur, the chief minister, is the sitting chief minister. From there, it's a Thakur-dominated seat. It's a BJP stronghold. Of course, where the BJP is raking up the numbers in Himachal is largely from the Mandi district as well as from Sirmaur. I just want to run you through both of these districts where the BJP seems to have gained quite a bit. In Mandi, a substantial number of seats. I think 9 seats in Mandi the BJP is leading in, 3 seats in Sirmaur. So 12 out of 15 the BJP is leading there. Whereas where is the Congress getting its numbers from? As far as Himachal Pradesh is concerned, look at the Shimla seats. The Shimla seats, the Congress is getting 5, the BJP only getting 3. And of course, we have the outer seats as well. Lahol Spiti, you have Kinnaur. There again, the Congress doing better. And just quickly run you through the Solan seats. Solan and Una, again, the Congress doing well in the southern part, in lower Himachal as it were. The Congress having 8 seats, the BJP only 1. So lower Himachal seats, Solan, Una, the Congress doing well. In the middle part of the state, in Mandi, in Kangra, in Sirmaur, the BJP doing well.
But it's not about
32.
urban pockets right now. In fact, in the urban pockets, it's Congress that is doing well. And in the rural belt of Himachal, it is the BJP.
And if you look at Hamirpur and Bilaspur as well, there again the Congress, I think, is last I checked, was doing slightly better. Yes, 5-3. This again is important. Again, populated pockets, Hamirpur, Bilaspur, Shimla, of course, the capital, where again the Congress was doing well. But in the middle part, in Mandi, in Sirmaur, in Kangra, that's where the BJP seems to be doing well. And mind you, these are all Thakur-dominated belts as well. One of the other good things that's happened is the independent candidate, there were 4 who were leading, now it's come down to 3. I suspect one of the seats is a fight between a BJP rebel and a BJP candidate, and therefore I think you might see that figure coming down as well. I said this to you guys last time as well, that the number of independents comes down, the BJP does better. The number of independents goes up, the Congress does better.
The only pollster who said it's a dead house, that is today's Chanakya, said 33 and 33. It seems to be hovering around that number because the Congress and the BJP are actually flipping. While we were going across Susaka on the wall, it was the BJP which was ahead. Now it's the Congress with its nose ahead just by 1 seat, ladies and gentlemen. This is how it's translating. Himachal seems to be the one where there will be a dead heat. But Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the BJP, breaking not just their own record, but breaking all records. Breaking all records if these leads stay, and they are slowly consolidating into wins. Even pockets where earlier BJP candidates were trailing, they are now gradually winning. Alpesh Thakur is leading from Gandhinagar South. Hardik Patel is leading from Viramgam. So all those, that entire triumvirate out of that, Jignesh Mewani is trailing. Gopal Italia of the Aam Aadmi Party trailing. The BJP celebrating. Dol baj rahe hain, nagade baj rahe hain. Auntie-jis are also dancing along with the uncles. Everybody is outside there celebrating. Pallavi Ghosh is joining us at this point. Pallavi, whereabouts are you?
Well, I'm right over here because there's a parliament session also going on, but clearly the parliament will today focus on the electoral results in Gujarat as well as in Himachal Pradesh. I mean, if you're going to talk quickly about Gujarat, the performance of the Congress party, I'm not very surprised because I spent over 21 days and I would watch that the Congress party was actually not doing much on the ground. There were local state leaders who were complaining of the fact that they are parachuting of leaders from the centre, which even the BJP does. But the BJP also gives the importance to the state or the local leaders. The Congress party just doesn't do that. Second, a complete disinterested campaign. It's like they had already accepted the fact that hamara kuch nahi hoga, so why should we even make that effort to campaign? And third, they kept on asking that if Rahul Gandhi was in neighbourhood Maharashtra, what stopped him from carrying the yatra at least to the belts where the Congress party has been traditionally strong, the tribal, the rural and the Saurashtra area. What the Congress party, of course, is hoping for, and they're all eyes glued, is what is going to happen in Himachal Pradesh, because that would be a saving grace. But beyond that, 2 important quick points. Rahul Gandhi just did not campaign, but Priyanka Gandhi Vadra extensively campaigned in Himachal Pradesh. Should the Congress party win in Himachal Pradesh, will it be Priyanka Gandhi's time in the sense within the Congress party? Because remember, the woman card just does not work for her and the Congress in UP. And then Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, if she's able to swing it for her party in Himachal, where I think the Congress certainly did run a pretty well-organized campaign, focus on local leadership, importance to local leaders, not making personal attacks on the Prime Minister. It could be the beginning of Priyanka Gandhi Vadra perhaps stepping out beyond Himachal Pradesh to other upcoming state elections.
Zaka and Anand, 155 for the BJP. Do you think it will touch 160? Because if you are looking at history, it is only history.
It's not about, not just that, but look at no, it's an outright rejection of the opposition.
Completely.
The AAP and the Congress put together is, if it is at 23, it's an outright rejection of the opposition parties. That's what we are saying.
You know, when we started, we were saying 1:3, 1:4. Now it's 1:10.
Yeah.
1:10 for every 1 seat the Congress has won, the BJP has won 9 more.
This is unimaginable, something which has happened in Indian politics, which we are not able to figure out, which Nalin Mehta, the analysts are not able to understand what exactly is this phenomena. This is Okay, Griha has an update first.
Okay.
Nalin, I'm coming to you. Yes, Griha.
All right, we are getting the first winner who has been announced from Gujarat, from the Asarwa constituency. BJP's Darshana Waghela has been declared as a winner from Asarwa.
So the first win consolidating from Gujarat, Darshana Waghela is the one who's won at this point. But look at these numbers. They themselves 1:9 vis-a-vis the Congress party, but it is 1:7 or 1:8 with the Congress and AAP put together. Nalin, this is an outright rejection of any other narrative other than Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the BJP's development story.
In Gujarat, yes, because the BJP's vote share has increased. It's not just a beneficiary of the split in the opposition.
It's gone up
vote.
one more, 155 now. Yeah, sorry.
Yes. So before the election, a lot of people thought it will be a BJP landslide because of the opposition split. The story in this election is different. There is an opposition split. The AAP is the beneficiary of it, gate crashing into the Congress's vote bank. But the BJP has increased.
Yes.
And that tells you the resilience of the party cadre and the organization that the new BJP has built in Gujarat. Modi has been the architect of that. You know, a lot has been made about these 30+ rallies Modi has done, Amit Shah, this carpet bombing, this
25 days that the PM has overall spent in Gujarat.
But there is that is just the optics. There is a far deeper mobilization that goes below that and is built on the back of a very painstaking brickwork and organizational and cadre structure, which is deepening its roots. It's not receding, it's deepening its roots. And this is an unprecedented story.
The fact that the BJP has taken back the complete Saurashtra. Tribal belt bhi वापस आ गया. महिलाएं तो साथ में हैं ही. This Sangathan that we keep talking about, Sangathan, the party which believes in its organizational strength. Rashid, for all the talks of that silent campaign ही नहीं दिख रहा है. अगर 16 पर है कांग्रेस तो.
Yes, Maria. Actually, as Nalin was saying, the blow is to the Congress is twofold. One is the increase of vote share. That means several caste groups, social groups, etc. have left the Congress and joined the BJP vote bank, which was not the case earlier. And of course, a big push from tribal voters, etc. And the split that Aam Aadmi Party has caused, in terms of vote share in Saurashtra region. So this has been a double blow. You see, Congress also worked hard. I'm not denying that fact. And Congress also, if you look at the Uttar Pradesh campaign of Priyanka Gandhi, a classical case, 206 public meetings. So there was no dearth of effort on her part. But result, because she did not have a party on the ground, the social group, the caste and communities were not backing her, and therefore there was a very dismal performance. So hard work is one aspect of it. I don't deny that Congress didn't work hard. Congress worked very hard. But ultimately, in election,
but Yogi as the incumbent chief minister did nearly 150, 160 rallies. So Priyanka Vadra doing 206 public meetings is not a big number because you've got to try 10 times more than what the incumbent is doing. And the incumbent is raising the benchmark. Please, with all due respect to every political party, the Aam Aadmi Party, the effort that it put into a state where it wants to make an entry, it is reaping dividends by getting at least onto the leaderboard with 7 seats, if not 10. The fact is that when you know you have a core voter base of 38 to 40% and you just ignore that voter base, then you are taking things for granted. You are not putting in the effort that you should actually put. That's the only way you can critically analyze the performance of the Congress party right now. It's gone up by one more seat to 17. GVL Narasimha Rao of the BJP with us, Nitin Tyagi of the AAP with us. Anshul Avijit wanted to make a point before I go to GVL. Yes, Anshul, because you picked your hand up when Rashidji was saying something.
No, I just want to make the point that we are not addressing the elephant in the room. This is not a rejection of the opposition, but a complete and utter acceptance of Hindutva. I mean, at least we have to even talk about that.
What?
I mean, they pulled no stops. I mean, they took out every weapon from the arsenal of Hindutva for this election. The Prime Minister
So
did
what
many
is wrong with
rallies, but
Anshul Avijit? You're talking about Hindutva as a bad word. Please understand, Hindutva is Hinduness in Hindustan. If all of us don't have Hinduness as a problem, don't try and make it a political aspect. It's a rejection of this narrative about Hindutva, Anshul Avijit.
I know that argument.
No, but what I am trying to say, what I am trying to say very respectfully, what I am trying to say respectfully is the voter has turned around and rejected your narrative of Hindutva, sir. Your interpretation of Hindutva has been rejected. What the voter
whatever it is, there was extreme polarization in the state.
No, it's not. People across caste and communities have come out and voted. Across classes have come out.
The Muslim-dominated season, I take Ahmedabad as an example. Last time Congress had 4 out of the 16, BJP had 12. This time Congress has only 1. Inside walled city, just 1 seat. The Muslim-dominated seats, there are 12. BJP has won 9. they've increased their tally by 3 in the Muslim-dominated seats. So this idea of polarization working for the BJP, that's, I think, a narrative that's way past its sell-by date.
And also, Zaka, if you look at the women on ground, if you look at the general narrative on ground, they were talking about infrastructure.
Yeah.
They were talking about massive digitalization. Let's understand. You know, Anshul, is there a disconnect between the voters and the Congress party? Because you are talking about a kind of politics which may have existed in India several decades ago. This time, the win of the BJP and the phenomenal victory of the BJP in the state of Gujarat is about infrastructure. It's about empowerment. It's about that four-laning. It's about that sense of happiness. How can you discount all that?
No, I am discounting it, Maria. With all respect to what you have on the ground and what you have seen, the Gujarat model is a distorted Vikrit Vinashak model of development. I heard Mr. Prahlad Joshi talk about it. It's entirely a political model. It's not even an economic model.
फिर आपको मिलना चाहिए था क्योंकि आपने क्या अपना alternate model दिया क्योंकि there is a skewed idea. Let you know, today is the day.
It is also, Anshul is a good friend. Anshul, it's very, very disrespectful to the Gujarati voter. Forget about Congress, BJP. It's very disrespectful to the Gujarati voter to say, ye Vinash, what is the word you used? Destructive model. No, it's not a Vinashak model, please.
No, please understand. Please understand. When the whole message at the cooperative movement where 36 lakh women are associated with is that it's not about class, caste. It's whoever comes first gives their milk first. Everybody stands in the same line. That is what has happened, sir. Right now, it's not about class and caste. There is acceptance across the board for their message. So for you, you have to recalibrate and see what is the message you took. And you have to critically analyze. You cannot. Sir, even the Aam Aadmi Party has taken the story away from you. The Aam Aadmi Party has taken the story away from you. GVL Narasimha Rao, please come in, and then I'll go across to Mr. Tyagi again. Yes, GVL. As a cephalogist also, the cephalogist in you didn't predict 154, sir. Let me start from there. Please complete.
No, my estimate was 145. This was what we discussed. I don't know if Maria got to hear about this in the because of some friends in the media also got to hear what my predictions were. But we were always bullish. Okay, but people seem to have blessed the BJP even more. I think the biggest factor is not because somebody is chipping at Congress's vote. It's purely a positive vote in favor of the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. Because anywhere you go in Gujarat, you will not hear a voice, a negative voice against Prime Minister Modi anywhere in Gujarat. There is only respect, and there is tremendous amount of respect for the leader. I think it is this which has helped in a big way. After you see the Congress today, the news point now, the next bulletin you should be hearing is that Gujarat will have no recognized opposition party. At 17, if Congress continues to struggle at 17, Gujarat, like the Lok Sabha in Parliament, the Congress will lose its opposition party status in Gujarat. That is the devastation.
No, not just in the assembly approaching top of 11. So just quickly, we'll take this aspect of the opposition. Psychologically, will the AAP claim that we are now the opposition in Gujarat? Ladies and gentlemen, it's the big story. Gujarat is the big story. It's dead heat in Himachal. But at 11 a.m. on Result Day Live, this is what we can say are the takeaways. The BJP bettering its best ever tally. The BJP on course to register its biggest win after nearly 2.5 decades in power. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, not just a poll-winning machine, but he has nearly half of the population of Gujarat's acceptance. They accept his model and him as a leader. Congress's worst ever performance in Gujarat. Even that their steady vote share base, which has remained steady over decades, has now eroded. The Aam Aadmi Party making inroads into Congress's bastions and their presence being registered pan-Gujarat. The vote share numbers will be significant. Will they psychologically claim the place of replacing Congress as the opposition in Gujarat? And will they consolidate going forward in 2027? We have to wait and watch. AAP gets more vote share. And also Congress, BJP in dead heat in Himachal. There again, if the BJP holds on and if this sticks, Will the Congress not be able to continue with the Rivaj? And will the BJP retain Himachal? That's another big story that is still developing. It's now, right now, as we speak, there are celebrations at the Gujarat BJP headquarters. Arun Datta getting us the report. Arun Datta is is talking us through what's happening in Gujarat right now. We'll try and connect to him. 30 to the BJP in Himachal, 35 to the Congress. They seem to be comfortable right now, but these leads are dynamic and they're changing. Let's go to the live visuals. Let's listen to what's happening there.
Their way of celebration changes here. And look at the enthusiasm in these Karyakartas of Bharatiya Janata Party. And the leaders like C.R. Patil and Bhupendra Patel are set to arrive here around 12:30 or 1 these Karyakartas of Bharatiya Janata Party. Wherever you look at, you find Karyakartas of Bharatiya Janata Party. And at this moment, the initial trend shows Bharatiya.
It continues and it's very similar to the Lejhim in Maharashtra, but this is all the entire that entire grouping there which follows this kind of measure. Ye dhol bhi baj rahe hain, more news coming in, nagade baj rahe hain, and of course they will celebrate. AAP slipping further 6 seats, BJP going up further 155, 30-35 in Himachal. What drama on both sides, but this is one way, and we discussed it that day, isn't it? Agar 135 par kar rahe hain to 150 bhi rukega nahi, and it will go that way.
Just want a quick update on Himachal. It's now right now 35-30, 35 to the Congress, 30 to the BJP. One of the independents, Ashish Sharma, and I correct myself, he's not a BJP rebel, he's a Congress rebel. Congress denied him a ticket. He's now leading and has been for a while now in the constituency of Hamirpur. Ashish Sharma has been leading since counting began at 8 a.m. this morning. So if the Congress is just one short of majority, likely that Ashish Sharma might go with his old party. So the Congress's number could be 36 instead of 35. But Gujarat is really the story of this election. I mean, look at this. It's not just the BJP's best ever performance. This is the historic mandate. No government since the formation of the state in 1960 has crossed 150. BJP right now is sitting at 155. You can, argue saying, AAP hurt the Congress in Saurashtra, AAP hurt the Congress in some of these tribal-dominated seats. But that's not the story, folks. The story is, as one voter told one of our reporters on counting day, Modi ji hamare hain, wo Delhi mein baithe hain, hamara sahara chahiye unko, desh aage badh raha hai, and we should not let him down. This is that vote. You don't get a 2/3 majority. This is almost a 3/4 majority. 155 out of 182 is a 3/4 majority. You don't get that because of some chinks in the opposition. You get that because the state is overwhelmingly voting for one party because they believe that that party has their best interests or has done the best work for them. That's how you get this kind of...
Bharosa, Yaqeen, Vishwas, you call it whatever. This is the Modi voter which has said that he's sitting in Delhi. He has been talking about my model. He has been talking about the Gujarat model. And he deserves that strength that comes from the roots. जब जड़ मजबूत होता है तभी वो strength मिलता है. वही दिख रहा है.
Political narrative that would be set. No, last time around when the BJP struggled at 99, what did they say? Gujarat फिसल रहा है, देश कैसे चलाएंगे? And then there the BJP had to really mobilize. Now the opposition, if they really wanted to dent the BJP juggernaut and Prime Minister Narendra Modi, they should have put all their effort in Gujarat.
Absolutely.
And said, let's try and keep the BJP below 100.
Made this point, and I'll go back to him. There is nothing called a silent campaign in politics. It's a complete oxymoron. You have to be on the ground, you have to work, you have to make a noise, which is what the Aam Aadmi Party did. Yes, there's a differential between the noise they made on social media and the number of seats that they've got. I agree on that. But for a party that has just started, first election in Gujarat, 6 seats is not bad. The point is, even if you go back to the last election, Rashid, everybody talks about Patidar agitation, Hardik Patel, pass, so on and so forth, that helped the Congress in Saurashtra. But people tend to forget, for 3 months in 2017, in the run-up to Gujarat polls, Rahul Gandhi was camped in Gujarat. He was there. He was on ground. He was camped in Gujarat for 3 months. Where was he this time around? Nothing stopped him from making Bharat Jodo Yatra go into Gujarat. He went there for 1 day, addressed 2 rallies, and that's it. What is this silent campaign? There is no such thing as a silent campaign. Rashid. All right, he can't hear me. Anshul is there. Anshul, take that. I mean, You're a politician. Come on. Let's be very, very. All right, we've got Arun Dhanta there. Yeah, Arun Dhanta with live pictures. Yes, Arun, take it away.
Yes. So these are the straight visuals that we are showing you. Look at how things have intensified here at BJP office. We've been here, Zaka, since 6 a.m. in the morning, but now when the trends are getting clearer and stronger for BJP, you can see that every nook and corner of the Bharatiya Janata Party's office here in Gujarat, Kamlam, is filled with people. You can see dhol, nagades, everybody, and they are present here. And you can see these visuals here, and you can see the chanting of Jai Shri Ram, Jai Ho. I would request my camera person to just show on that side. These are the visuals which are coming straight from the BJP office. A special band has also been invited here to perform on the eve of the victory of Bharatiya Janata Party. We'll also try to speak to a few people here who've come here and to be part of the celebration.
आगरा ताजनगर क्या लग रहा है, क्या होने वाला है? ये लोकतंत्र का मंदिर में जो आहुतियां सभी ने लगाई गुजरात की जनता ने, उसका आज प्रसाद वितरण होने जा रहा है जीत की खुशी में।
महिला कार्यकर्ता मैम, आप बताइए कहाँ से आई हैं आप? कहाँ से आई हैं? कैसा लग रहा है, कैसा माहौल है? खुशी है, सेटिस्फाई है जितनी सीटें आ रही हैं उससे सेटिस्फाइड हैं आप लोग? सीट्स जितनी आ रही हैं उससे खुश हैं? हाँ, बहुत खुश है, बहुत खुश। आप बताइए कहाँ से आई हैं? You can see the visual. These Mahila Morcha women of Bharatiya Janata Party are present. मैम आप बताइए, खुश हैं आप लोग?
हमारा जय से बीजेपी નો જય કરશે, જાજી રીટમાંથી વિજય બનવાના છે, ભારત માતા की जय।
जितनी सीटें आप लोग की आ रही हैं उससे खुश हैं अभी तक?
152 सीट आएगी और बीजेपी का सहयोग।
आप बताइए मैं खुश हैं जो किस तरह के?
बहुत हूँ, खुशी भी बता नहीं सकती, इतनी खुश हूँ मैं, बहुत खुश हूँ।
आप बताइए कैसा लग रहा है आपकी जीत?
बहुत अच्छा, 150 प्लस, बहुत सब उत्साह है। कार्यकर्ताओं का मेहनत रंग लाया,
कार्यकर्ताओं का मेहनत रंग लाया है, is what he is saying on ground.
Where people are watching the election results here. बताइए कहाँ से है?
155 is the score, and that's what we are saying. Plenty of celebrations will happen. That story in itself will sets the tone, and we have to build up to Lok Sabha 2024 because that's what it is. And the other aspect is you don't take your constituency lightly. You don't take anybody for granted. And that's the lesson we have to learn from Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
And
at no point has he taken it for granted.
Imagine the kind of effort. The Prime Minister has been in and out of Gujarat, inaugurating multiple projects for the last 6 months. Home Minister Amit Shah was parked in Gujarat for the last 1.5 months, and Zafar Islam was with him in Ahmedabad. I met him in Ahmedabad. Zafar Islam, ये तो आप लोग के एक्सपेक्टेशन से भी बड़ा नंबर आ गया, 155.
Well, if you can recollect, Maria, I had mentioned to you that we will create history this time. First of all, I want to thank the people of Gujarat for having reposed confidence in our leadership, have given a lot of love and affection to our leadership, and particularly to the Prime Minister. And we had said that if we will not be surprised if we exceed even 150 number. The indications are what it is today. Right now it's 155, and that suggests that we will create history this time. And Congress party will also create history by having the lowest number of seats in Gujarat. And all this is possible.
मुझे बताइए, what do you think are the factors that worked for you? And the biggest factor in Prime Minister Modi, क्या-क्या factors है? आप गिनाइए हमें.
See, the differentiating factor between us and Congress, that we have prioritized Pradesh, they have prioritized Parivar. We have always worked for the people of Gujarat, for their welfare and for the welfare of the state. We have always done everything good for the state in terms of the developmental project which we have launched and worked for the in the interest of the state, while they have always prioritized party and their leadership. And that's why today Parivar and leadership are the one who have benefited in Gujarat and elsewhere. That's why people of Gujarat have recognized that this party, Bharatiya Janata Party, even after 27 years, there is a sense of pro-incumbency because we use government only as a platform to serve the people. We have demonstrated it, and that is something which has worked for us. That we are only the government is only as a medium to serve the people, and that's what we have done in the last 27 years. We have won the confidence of the people and the Ashirwad.
Namaste, this is Anand here. This is Anand here. There are celebrations and Anand among the BJP Karyakartas all around. But most importantly, look at the women Karyakartas. It's the women who are leading the celebration across the board. Aman is also with us. Aman, on ground, this aspect of Labharti, this empowerment or making women more powerful, financially independent, digitally connecting them, and also giving them a belief that they are the ones who are going to drive the change in society and part of the story. Is this perhaps the secret recipe of the Prime Minister? Is this the connect that is giving the BJP the kind of vote share that that's reflecting on the Election Commission's website? 50% plus, nearly 53%.
53%, Anand. And I think women voters have strongly backed Mr. Modi, strongly backed the BJP. That has also been the history of Gujarat. If you look at the entire dairy sector revolution, if you look at schemes which have been rolled out, in fact, the BJP manifesto in Gujarat had focused in a big way on benefits for women. In a way, the Stree Shakti concept that Mr. Modi has adopted in many states, it is most visible, I think, in Gujarat, and that is what has really helped the party to come up with this huge success. Also, you know, the Modi magic. So if you traveled in Gujarat, Anand, you would have seen these posters all over saying security, safety, peace. This is the line that the BJP sold in Gujarat with Mr. Modi as the face. That the Gujarat is peaceful for the last 20 years, since 2002. This, I think, of a woman voter is also very much concerned that there should be peace in society. There should be a feeling of sense, safety and security. You also see how BJP this time, Anand, has swept not just the urban seats, even the rural seats of Saurashtra as well as the tribal belt. This also shows that the schemes of the Modi government, be it free cylinders, be it Swachh Bharat, be it the free rations during the COVID pandemic, have impacted the people on the ground. It has reached every person, and that is the reason that women, even in the tribal belt, in the rural belt areas where BJP was not strong in 2017 election, even the tribal belt has always voted for the Congress in Gujarat.
You know, the point that you're trying to make, there's a difference between Labhartis and those who saw that as freebies. So the Aam Aadmi Party had said कि मैं 1500 रुपए दूंगा. यहाँ पर, when you meet the women of Gujarat, they were saying that there is a party which has delivered. उन्होंने प्रॉमिस किया और डिलीवर किया है अभी तक. Why shouldn't we trust them?
Absolutely, Mare. I think the Gujarat has clearly rejected this freebie model.
Yes.
If we can, that is very clear in this election. Gujarat has adopted the empowerment model, the model of beneficiary development schemes actually reaching Gujarat. In fact, me and Maria did a piece earlier on how the transformative changes that have come in Gujarat under Mr. Modi since 2002, you know, be it in the dairy sector, be it in other sectors, be it women empowerment, be it water of Narmada reaching every home. You know, these are transformative changes which are bringing returns to the BJP, and in this election we are seeing it at full might. You know, not just the Congress has been decimated, a 54% vote share, Anand, shows that the overwhelming majority of the state is backing Mr. Modi. They still see Mr. Modi as the face. Mr. Modi may have gone to Delhi 8 years back, but if you spoke to any voter in Gujarat, they said, "Hum son of the soil."
That is also because Prime Minister Narendra Modi continues to be invested in Gujarat. He's never forgotten Gujarat or taken Gujarat for granted. He may be an MP from Varanasi now, so if he's adopted Varanasi and he's done a lot for Varanasi, he's come back and said, "I will never forget Gujarat and I will always do that." See, that is the kind of investment you need to give back to your roots and never forget it. The other part, Zaka, as you know, on the wall, earlier on in the morning, there were certain pockets where you thought that the BJP will still will suffer. But urban, rurban and rural, all of it, it's a sweep.
Just to take you through the rural seats. Now, the BJP, this is where it hurt them last time around. The rural seats, they were not doing well. But look at Saurashtra, sea of orange here. Look at central Gujarat. This is the cooperative belt that we were talking about. This is Anand, Kheda, that belt, the Amul belt as it's called, the milk cooperative belt, again, huge gains for the BJP. Then you go up north, Mehsana, Patan, Sabarkantha, Banaskantha, again, both the tribal belt as well as the north belt. Again, the BJP doing phenomenally well. I think in the rural seats, 79, almost 80 seats to the BJP, only 11 to the Congress party. Just compare this with 2017. Look at 2017 and how it was a different picture altogether. It was 53 to the Congress in the rural belt, primarily from Saurashtra, but some in North Gujarat as well, and 39 to the BJP. That is completely flipped now. The rural seats firmly with the BJP, almost 80 seats. It's a gain of 40 seats compared to 2017. The Congress going down 42 seats. So everything that the Congress lost, the BJP has absorbed and then some more. Aam Aadmi Party has hurt the Congress in the rural seats. I think this is primarily in Saurashtra. I think two strands that are emerging as far as the AAP and the division in the opposition vote is. One, in Saurashtra, clearly some amount of the rural vote has gone to the Aam Aadmi Party, and the other, one seat in South Gujarat, one seat in North Gujarat, tribal reserved seats. The AAP is currently leading in. Tribal votes used to be the Congress's strength, certainly in the last election, and historically it has been. Again, there it seems like a good chunk of people are willing to give the AAP a chance. So AAP has hurt Congress in its traditional pockets.
And would you say 2017 to now, Zaka and Mari, I'm just keeping it in the studio before we take it out, all the implementation of the Labharthi schemes,
yes,
those 2 years of COVID, the direct benefit transfer,
yes,
Jan Dhan accounts, money going in, the dairy milk cards which have happened, ration in every house, this is embedding welfare into the house and empowering the person who's a pillar of the household,
yes,
that is a woman.
I'm reminded of the conversation I had with Mittal Ben, I'm thinking of Meena Ben, and also these women that I have interacted with. Anand, they were talking about double graduates, okay? They were talking about कि मेरे घर में जो पैसा है वो मेरा है and I'm running the house.
Yeah.
Imagine that sense of empowerment which comes and which is very different from what I've seen in other states. And of course that faith that this is the government which has delivered. Mittal Ben in fact told me कि अब कोऑपरेटिव मिनिस्ट्री जो है अमित शाह चलाते हैं, तो अगर प्राइम मिनिस्टर मजबूत होंगे तो वो अमित शाह को मजबूत करेंगे और अमित शाह हमको मजबूत
करेंगे. Because
so
cooperative was part of industries, it was segregated, brought out as a separate cooperative ministry, and there is so much work that's happening on the cooperative movement. Melinda Gates also giving a thumbs up to what's been achieved in the last 7 years since she came here. She said empowering of women, financial independence of women, women having dreams that they want to spend money for their child's education and for their own enterprise. All of that was manifest in Gujarat, ladies and gentlemen, and that's why this halfway race is no race at all. It's like the others are still at the starting block, whereas the BJP is raced ahead. What we are seeing this right now is Himachal, where the Congress seems to be just there at that halfway number and perhaps a little beyond with 36. And that's where they seem to be currently placed. At this point, if this holds, then the Congress will form government in Himachal, but only just. They are going to be on tenterhooks. This is going to be nervous moments for the Congress party. The leaders are in a huddle. They will want to herd away their MLAs. The BJP would want to break into the 30s. If the BJP is at 29 and with the support of the independents, they are in to try and form government or retain power in Himachal. So the Rivaj will continue and of course the Sarkar will change. Akash is now joining us from Himachal. Akash, what's the update on ground? What's the buzz?
Right, so Anand, this is Happy Lodge and this is the residence of Pratibha Singh and also Vikramaditya. First of all, I'm showing you the visuals. You can see a number of supporters and also the media personals here because you see the trends are somewhere showing that, Congress has got a lead. 35 seats is what we are learning. And, I have some members of the Congress party, in fact, the members of the legal team. Deepak Sharma ji is with me. Deepak ji, अभी तो ये हो रहा है कि अभी तो लीड है लेकिन एक आध दो सीट रह जाएगी तो हमने देखा है कि पहले भी कैसे सरकारें बनती रही हैं. इस बार क्या कुछ आपको लग रहा है, क्या कुछ होने वाला है?
देखिए, निश्चित तौर पर हिमाचल प्रदेश में एक लोकतांत्रिक सरकार जनता को मिलेगी और कांग्रेस पार्टी पूर्ण बहुमत के साथ सरकार बना रही है. और हिमाचल प्रदेश में विभिन्न मुद्दों ने काम किया है, जैसे हमारा ओपीएस हो गया, बेरोजगारी का मुद्दा.
लेकिन आप बेशक कॉन्फिडेंस अपना दिखा रहे हैं. मैं आपसे बात करना चाह रहा हूं कि हाइपोथेटिकल सिचुएशन अगर हम ले लेते कि एक आध दो सीट आप कम रह जाते हैं, जैसा कि एग्जिट पोल्स भी कहीं ना कहीं दिखा रहे थे. बीते जो एक्सपीरियंस हैं उनमें हमने देखा है कि कैसे सरकारें बनती रही हैं. यहाँ हिमाचल में क्या कुछ होने वाला है? हालांकि हिमाचल की हिस्ट्री ऐसी नहीं है.
देखिए, हिमाचल प्रदेश में जो है वो लोकतांत्रिक सरकार प्रदेश को मिलेगी और जो इंडिपेंडेंट जीत कर आएंगे।
देखिए, उनको बस ये पूछिए कि अभी 36 सीटें हैं, 36 सीटों में सरकार स्टेबल रहेगी? 34 हाफे है, 36 अभी कांग्रेस के पाले में है, 36 में क्या सरकार स्टेबल रहेगी? मान लीजिए एक इंडिपेंडेंट भी उनके साथ जुड़ जाता है तो 37 सीटों में सरकार स्टेबल रहेगी? 37 से ज्यादा की उम्मीद है कि यहीं पे आके सुई रुकेगी?
तो मैं दरअसल ये जानना चाह रहा हूँ कि हमने देखा कि किस तरह से इंडिपेंडेंट आपके भी लोग थे जो इंडिपेंडेंट लड़ रहे हैं, बीजेपी के भी लोग हैं इंडिपेंडेंट लड़ रहे हैं, कुल 25 सीटें थी। जानना ये चाहता हूँ कि अगर आपके पास 36 भी नंबर आ जाता है तो क्या श्योर हैं कि टूटेंगे नहीं विधायक या स्टेबल रहेगी आपकी गवर्नमेंट?
देखिए, ये हिमाचल प्रदेश है, ये देवभूमि है। यहाँ लोगों ने कांग्रेस के हक में वोट किया है और साफ तौर पे बीजेपी के खिलाफ वोट किया है। हिमाचल प्रदेश में जो है रुपयों की राजनीति नहीं चलेगी। इन्होंने यूपी में खरीदा होगा, बिहार में खरीदा होगा, लेकिन हिमाचल प्रदेश में यहाँ देवभूमि है, यहाँ लोगों का आस्था पे विश्वास है। यहाँ बिकने पे जो है कोई भी विधायक नहीं बिकेगा और ये मेरा आपसे आश्वस्त हो के
why will they want to hurt them away if they are not worried? Well, let's see, because Himachal is still topsy-turvy. The margin of victory or the margin of votes between is going to be very close, so we'll have to wait till all rounds are over. 68 counting centers. Big news coming through at this point, ladies and gentlemen. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be reaching the BJP headquarters post 6:30 p.m. this evening. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be reaching the BJP headquarters post 6:30 p.m. It's a victory lap and a big celebration, and we can expect the Prime Minister to not just address the gathering, but more importantly, he will speak to the people of Gujarat, because what they have returned for him, उनकी झोली भर दी है, सीटों से झोली भर दी है, आशीर्वाद से झोली भर दी है. That's exactly what they have done, the people of Gujarat have done, because this return is something which the BJP is also not expected. Griha is now joining us with more. Yes, Griha.
Right, Anand, even though we are giving Congress the leads when it comes to Himachal Pradesh, right now there has been result declaration in like 4 seats. All of them are going to the BJP. The latest one is Anil Sharma of the BJP winning from Mandi 33 constituency. And the fourth one is from the Karsog constituency, another win for BJP. So 4 victories for BJP that have been registered from Himachal Pradesh.
I'm going to make a request to you. When we come back next, can you please collate a list of the tight fights? Which are the 8 or 10 seats where the margin of difference between the leader and the challenger is less than, say, about 300 or 500 votes, because that's where the story will be. Abhijit Majumdar is there with us in the studio. We also have Rohan Gupta of the Congress Party, Nimita Rastogi of the AAP with us. Syed Zafar Islam continues to stay on. Rashid Kidwai is also with us. Zaka Jacob is with us here, back on the wall, and Himachal Pradesh.
It's swinging the last half an hour or so. One is the seat of Dehra, where an independent, Hoshiar Singh, is leading there. That's swinging between independent and BJP. You also have another seat in Banjar, which is again in rural Kulu Manali, where the INC's Kimi Ram is right now leading. It could go to that independent who was there. And also one, Ashish Sharma, who used to be in the Congress. He was denied a ticket in Hamirpur seat as an independent. He is now leading there. 3 independents leading, but Congress right now moving up to 38. Remember, even in 2012 when they won the state, they won with a slender majority of just 36. I suspect if these trends hold, you're looking at the Congress around 36 to 38, maybe even 39 seats. And of course, let's not forget that one rebel is a Congress rebel who, if he or she is promised ministership, perhaps would go back to the Congress. But I want to go to the story of the day, that is in Gujarat. And Rohan is joining us. Rohan is from Gujarat. Rohan, I mean, come on, tell me, there's got to be something up here. 156 seats. Never before in the history of your state have you seen 156 seats after 27 years in power for a party to come back with a record-breaking historic mandate. Surely they must be doing something right.
I completely agree with you, and I think whether they are doing something right or not, but we have done something wrong somewhere. We had this time strategy of going micro, door-to-door with our 8 promises and doing a low-key campaign, I think, but we have failed somewhere. Whether it is rural or urban, I think across the Gujarat, the message is the same. So I think, yes, it's a big defeat for us, and this was not expected out of us. Yes, Himachal is showing some sign for good news for us. So let us hold on to that. But as far as Gujarat is concerned, I concede that we have not been able to capitalize on the strong anti-incumbency on ground which was there, which was quite visible. So maybe the issues which, yeah.
But Rohan, you know, I had met you in Ahmedabad. We had spoken on that show as well. But the question is that this is not anti-incumbency, that the opposition could not encash on. This is, if anything, telling the Gujarati voters are telling Prime Minister Modi that we want to strengthen your hands, that we have faith in 27 years of governance of the BJP and we want to give you 5 years more. Shouldn't it be seen as a positive vote rather than a negative vote, the way in which you are saying? That there was no alternative and hence the BJP got it?
See, BJP has won this number of seats. That doesn't mean that there are no issues on ground. You were there in Gujarat. There was a strong anger in the people due to price rise, due to unemployment. 22 different groups of people were doing agitations in Gujarat. So what I'm saying is very simple, that yes, there was strong anger, but somewhere we could not match up to the expectation of people. We could not give people alternate that as people are not happy. If we are there as a Congress party, people can trust us. No. Okay. So they went to
Rohan, to be fair, मुझे ये नहीं दिखा, मुझे anger नहीं दिखा. In fact, I saw that people of Gujarat were very satisfied and happy with the current government. Abhijit Majumdar, the big takeaway for you, 156 and counting, it appears.
Yeah, so no, I actually tend to agree with what the Congress spokesperson just said, Rohan. You know, BJP has done things in Gujarat, but not extraordinary things in the last 5 years. But the fact that you know, there seems to be absolutely no opposition at all in Gujarat. You know, that is what is startling. I mean, you know, and AAP has not made that much of a dent. Congress can't say that AAP has cut our votes and which is why we have lost and all that. That is, you know, that logic or that reasoning doesn't even hold. So Congress will have to introspect definitely in Gujarat. Himachal, they seem to be heading for a win, but again, I mean, in a small state with a lot of more votes to be counted, we need to wait and not stick our necks out yet. But yeah, Congress again, Himachal.
But it beats me, Abhijit Majumdar. The fact is, how can you go low-key when your distance is 77 to 92? How can you go where you've got to traverse 15 seats to that halfway number? Would you go low-key or would you make noise? Look at the AAP. The AAP was nowhere in Gujarat. A municipal body poll where a Congress moved en masse and they ended up with 27 seats. It surprised the AAP itself, and they started making noise, and they made noise, and they've got 6. They've got 6 and they're on the leaderboard. Nimi Rastogi, would you want to psychologically claim the opposition place in the BJP in Gujarat? Because there is no opposition. Right now, there is no qualified opposition in the Vidhan Sabha. No party qualifies to take the place of opposition.
Absolutely. I would rather say that our graph is ascending like no other graph in the country in the history of independent India. And we have done exceedingly well in wherever we've tried our best. Actually, it's not an overnight phenomenon. Our work, our sincere work starts much earlier than that, and our model in Delhi has kind of stuck with people. I'm just interrupting you, just going across to Gujarat for a bit. The incumbent Home Minister, Harsh Sanghvi, who's also doing very well from his seat in the Surat district, is celebrating at the Gujarat BJP headquarters. There is huge celebrations there. Let's just go full frame to that picture, to those pictures, please, and stay with those visuals. Harsh Sanghvi at the Gujarat BJP headquarters. Huge noise. We'll try and connect with Arun Dhanta. Let's try and amp up the audio there. No, it doesn't look like Harsh Sanghvi. Is that really Harsh Sanghvi? I'm going to check with Arun Dhanta. Is that Harsh Sanghvi there?
That's another MLA.
No, it's that's not Harsh Sanghvi. Harsh is still, we are given to understand he was actually going to be in his constituency in the morning and come towards Ahmedabad only towards the afternoon. So we're going to check again. So it's just celebrations at the Gujarat BJP headquarters.
Even in Surat, of the 9 seats,
he's in Surat,
8 seats the BJP is leading in.
See, last time around they struggled. Struggled, and this time they were worried about 2 seats, that is Varacha and also in Mandvi. Now, one of the seats, so they were hoping to get 8 out of 9, and Varacha was a concern because the AAP candidate was strong. But
in Varacha,
the PM's rally
Kataria
actually swung things.
Yeah, Alpesh Kataria is a Patidar candidate. Of course, this is where it started for the Aam Aadmi Party, the Surat Municipal Corporation elections. He is trailing. And of course, in Katargam, which is the neighbouring constituency, Gopal Italia, the state president, he is trailing as well. So for the AAP in Surat, certainly where their story began, there is not much to show for. The only seat that the opposition there seems to be having is Aslam Firozbhai Cyclewala of the Congress party in Surat East. But, you know, a phenomenal story. And I sort of, you know, I just want to, you know, if the BJP won by 120 or 130, you could have said, yes, there are chinks in the opposition's armor, AAP is eating into Congress's vote, so on and so forth. But 156, 157 now, when everybody said, you know, the calm election of 85 under Madhav Singh Solanki was a watershed election, it changed the dynamics of the state. This also has to be a watershed election. Never before in the history of Gujarat state has any party crossed 150. It's got to be more than just, you know, a divided opposition. I think this is, like I said, a vote pro-incumbency, a vote affirming the Gujarat model of development, and most importantly, I think the Gujarati voter is telling the BJP, Modi साहब दिल्ली में बैठे हैं, देश आगे बढ़ रहा है, उनको हमारा सहारा चाहिए, and we should be with him now. This is a message, I think, as you said, झोला भर दिया उन्होंने.
No, not just that. They've also said that right now in the mind of the voter, there is no alternative. No, there is nobody who can replace Modi. It's not even about there's no alternative. There's no reason to replace Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and the confidence is with him. We may have cribs, but the cribs can also be addressed by him.
I again
that's
feel
the
that
level.
it's 158. This is touching 160 now.
Let's just do some. Let's just bring down the leaderboard. The data dome and Alexa is a little upset कि आप मुझे भूल गए, हमको लाए नहीं. So let's just quickly look at the leaderboard, ladies and gentlemen. This is a fantastic leaderboard that's coming in at this point. Gujarat is with the BJP. And in absolute majority, close to about 158. Over in Himachal Pradesh, the Congress now looking much more comfortable and in position to form the government comfortably there, inching towards that 40 number. I remember Hemant Atri telling me 38 से 43 के बीच में आके कांग्रेस रुकेगी. 39 पे अभी है. Will there be a little bit of a change? We'll have to wait and watch. But it is 26 and 39. Let's try and go across to our reporter on ground. Siddhant or Arun, who's there with us? Siddhant, can you hear me? Where are you?
Yes, I can hear you, Anand. And what I'm witnessing today is historic. Anand, this Kamalam office of BJP witnessed history in 2014 when Prime Minister Modi became the Prime Minister of the country. And today, again, it is a historic moment for them because for the first time, BJP has crossed 150 mark. थोड़ा ढोल बजाइए आप लोग. BJP अभी नहीं बजा रहे ढोल. ढोल बजाइए, थोड़ा ढोल बजाइए. Have come, the sweets are being distributed. We'll speak to some of the leaders of the party, and here you can see the celebrations are going on. Excuse me, एक बार यहाँ पे कुछ महिलाएं हैं, उनसे बात करते हैं. कितने खुश हैं? बहुत खुश हैं. अच्छा, ये वही कार्यालय है बीजेपी का जहाँ से प्रधानमंत्री जब चीफ मिनिस्टर थे वो प्रधानमंत्री बने थे. एक वो दिन है, आज का दिन है. 150 बीजेपी ने काम किया है.
तो मतलब प्रधानमंत्री ने कितना बढ़िया काम किया है कि इस वजह से आज गुजरात का इतना बड़ा ऊपर जा रहा है.
150 के पार हो गए. कभी सोचा था कि 150 का पार?
हमने पहले से सोचा हुआ ही है. 150 प्लस हमारा टारगेट था और वो हम क्रॉस कर रहे हैं. 150 प्लस से हम क्रॉस कर रहे हैं.
प्रधानमंत्री की ही सफलता दिखाई रही है.
मोदी
गुजराती हर एक व्यक्ति मीठा है पहले से. हमारे को मिठाई की कोई जरूरत नहीं. अभी आ जाएगी मिठाई. पटाखे बहुत टूट गए. अभी तो
भी आ रहे हैं और दिवाली का माहौल.
मैं लेट हूँ पर सेलिब्रेशन तो पूरे हफ्ते
आ रहे हैं. भगवाधारी नरेंद्र मोदी जिंदाबाद.
आ रहे हैं भगवाधारी. आनंद. Now behind me you can see Pradeep Singh Jadeja, who is a Sangathan Mantri here in Gujarat, and he is there. You know,
can you try and make your way to him, Siddhant? Try and make your way to Pradeep Singh Jadeja and get a word in.
Yes. Okay. Wait. Pradeep bhai.
सबसे बड़ा विजय है गुजरात के जनता के आशीर्वाद से मोदी जी के लोकप्रियता के आधार पर
Well, it is going to get all the more hectic and busy right now at this point. Siddhant, I'm just pulling away. I'll come back to you, swing back to you. Just, ladies and gentlemen, back in November, Union Home Minister Amit Shah, while speaking to our group editor-in-chief, Rahul Joshi, had said that BJP अब की बार प्रचंड बहुमत के साथ और एक रिकॉर्ड तोड़ जीत दर्ज करेगी गुजरात में. Listen into what he had to say.
कितनी सीट देते हैं गुजरात में आप भारतीय जनता पार्टी को?
इतना निश्चित कह सकता हूं कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी यहां पर अपने सभी चुनावी रिकॉर्ड तोड़कर सर्वाधिक सीट और सर्वाधिक मत प्राप्त कर विजयी बनेगी और प्रचंड बहुमत के साथ यहां पर हम सरकार बनाएंगे.
Important part was Sarvadhik seat, that means most number of seats, but Sarvadhik Bahumat, most maximum vote share in a Vidhan Sabha, and that's exactly at 54% it's pointing to. He said, apne sabhi record tod ke. So he parked or hedged his bets, saying 127 or 149, even in between that, it will be BJP's best ever. But this has breached that 149 of Madhav Singh Solanki, and it's come to about nearly 160 seats. 159, 15 and 5. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. The decimation of the opposition in Gujarat is a big narrative and a big thumbs up for PM Narendra Modi and the BJP under Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Arun Dhadda is on ground. Arun, celebrations galore at the Gujarat BJP headquarters. Mahilaएं, Purush and everybody, people from all walks of life. ढोल भी बज रहे हैं, छतरियां घूम रही हैं.
भी चल रहा है, Arun.
Well, Anand, the scenes are electrifying here at Bharatiya Janata Party as they are getting the trends. In fact, you can see the TV screen of News18 Gujarati is there where they are watching the news, the results, the poll results, and in fact, the Garba is being performed by the women here. We're trying to speak to them while going inside this program. We speak to them. जी बताइए कैसा लग रहा है? कैसा लग रहा है?
आज विजय का जश्न हम गरबा लेके मना रहे हैं. भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने एक जंगी बहुमति से आज हमने लीड जो हासिल की है. चप्पा चप्पा आज भारतीय जनता पार्टी का विजय हो रहा है. 180 बहुत ज्यादा विनत.
आप बताइए, खुश हैं नतीजों से? खुश हैं आप? खुश हैं?
बहुत खुश हैं, बहुत खुश हैं. हमारी बहुत बड़ी.
Well, we'll stay with these visuals, but going across to our guests in the studio also. Nalen, Garbo ramiye. Well, Abhijit Majumdar is also with us. We try and go across to our guest, Adwaita Kala, with us in the studio at this point. Adwaita, the celebrations, the ladies breaking into Garba. If you're going to you have to be in Gujarat and you want to celebrate, then the natural step is Garba. So are you also feeling like joining them? I believe there's quite a bit of banter going on in the studio.
Well, yeah, we are discussing things, and you know, we have to keep it interesting because it's such a walkover in Gujarat. There isn't much to analyze here, so we're you know, trying to look for things to talk about. You know, Himachal, again, I think there's a lesson there for the BJP in Himachal. The kind of you know, difference as of now, 26 and 39 in such a small state, points to something that has gone terribly wrong for them, because there wasn't that anti-incumbency sentiment. So is it the rebel factor? Is it the factor that there was a lot of infighting that has brought the BJP down in Himachal? And I think BJP has really been its own worst enemy in the state.
What's the difference, Adwaita? You come from Uttarakhand. We were all saying Uttarakhand also, the Congress might come back. What's the difference between what happened in Uttarakhand 6 months ago and what happened in neighbouring Himachal today?
You know, I've always said that Uttarakhand was a pure Prime Minister Modi vote, and that was an election for Congress to lose, because there was anti-incumbency. I think if Harish Rawat had been supported enough, being the tallest leader in the Congress there, I think he could have pulled off something more like a near win than what it ended up being. The Prime Minister, once he came into campaigning there, is when it really shifted in favor of the BJP, because he's deeply loved, not just respected and admired, but he's deeply loved in Uttarakhand. And I think that's what made the difference. It's definitely Prime Minister's state and Prime Minister's win.
What
because
about the old
BJP
pension
couldn't have
scheme?
done it on its own.
Do you think that had a role to play in Himachal?
I'm sorry?
Old pension scheme?
Old pension scheme, but I'm actually looking at it more from the point of view from the rebel factor, because you know there were these factors, but there wasn't. I went to Himachal. There wasn't like a huge anti-incumbency or anything like that sentiment going on. It was a scandal-free governance. It was a chief minister who lasted his full term, as opposed to Uttarakhand, where they made 3 changes.
Yes.
It was you know, stable. I think it's a really something that the BJP needs to analyze very carefully, because this kind of a gap in a small state points to something, some sort of rot.
Was there internal factionalism to the extent that they actually ended up trying to
I think
hurt them, damage themselves? Aman Sharma is with us at this point. Aman, the other aspect is, did the Congress modus of campaigning their work? Did Priyanka Vadra's effective campaigning on ground to try and also push on the local issues, did that work? They steered clear of targeting PM Narendra Modi but kept focus on the local issues. Did that actually work? Or was it the factionalism within the BJP? Aman, can you hear me? Well, we'll try and go to Aman in just a bit. Let's go back to Siddhant. A lot of celebrations in Gujarat, over in Ahmedabad. Yes, Siddhant. Who all have arrived among the BJP leadership there?
Yes, Anand. Well, all the MLAs of Ahmedabad constituency, the winning MLAs, at the same time the Karyakartas from Ahmedabad and Gandhinagar have gathered here, Anand. Let's get into the crowd and try to get a reaction for our viewers. What is exactly happening here? Now you can see the celebrations are underway. Let's go to some of the women, candidates here. We'll speak to them. हाँ जी, क्या माहौल है? क्या माहौल है?
बहुत बढ़िया माहौल है, बहुत बढ़िया माहौल है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी जंगी बहुमती से जीत हुई है।
अब ये बताइए कि ये सेलिब्रेशन कितने दिनों तक चलेगा? ये जश्न कितने दिनों तक मनाया जाएगा?
बहुत सारे दिनों तक चलेगा। हमारी जितनी जीत हुई है उतने दिनों तक हमारी।
ये कैसे, ये जीत कितनी हिस्टोरिक है? ये जीत कितनी हिस्टोरिक है? कितनी महत्वपूर्ण जीत है? आप लोग क्या कैसे जश्न मना रहे हैं?
हम लोग
हिंदुस्तान में बीजेपी की जीत है। हिंदुस्तान में बीजेपी की हिंदुस्तान में जीत है। आप इसको कैसे मनाने चाहिए? मोदी साहब जिंदाबाद था, जिंदाबाद रहेगा। Well, there you see, you know, the women celebrating here.
Modi sir, zindabad the, zindabad hai, zindabad rahenge. It's all about the adulation or the love for PM Modi. Advaita said it right, that it's not just respect, it's not about acceptance, but it's about adulation. It's moving to that level, and Gujarat has set the tone that when it comes to PM Modi, there is no cutting corners. It's like pura jholi bhar diya. Let's go across to Griha and understand what's happening in Himachal. The leads seem to be settling in. How many more rounds to go? Is there going to be a change in the picture, or the sense is that more or less the Congress is comfortably placed? Griha.
Now, there are interesting things that are coming out of Himachal, you know, Anand, because from all the 6 winners that have been announced, 5 of those are from the BJP. Only 1 so far is a Congress winner. Now, you're talking about what is the margin earlier. It's very, very tough call at the moment, because some places there is round 3 of the counting that is, you know, being carried out. Some places it has gone up to round 8. But I've just collated that list that you were talking about, and I have few interesting things there. We're talking about the Congress bastion Haroli, from where Mukesh Agnihotri is currently ahead, but just by 3,000 votes. But I'd like to also mention that right now, 3rd round of counting is going on over there. If you look at Fatehpur, another important seat, 5th round of counting is currently on. Congress's Bhavani Patania is, you know, putting up a big fight against BJP's Rakesh Patania. The margin, mind you, is only 600 votes, Anand.
600 votes.
And if we look at Indora, Congress is ahead by just 400 votes against the BJP. Round 5 of the counting is happening over there.
How many rounds are there, Griha?
Yeah.
In Himachal, how many rounds in every constituency?
There are about 8 to 9 rounds of counting, depending upon the number of votes that are being polled. But 8 to 9. Right now, we've gone up to 8th round, but in Fatehpur, round 3 at the moment.
So there are certain constituencies where there are 3 or 5 rounds. There are some constituencies where there have been 8 rounds already. The final round is going on. Some constituencies, the wins have been declared already. Aman Sharma is with us. Aman, can you hear me?
Yeah.
The phenomenal aspect is about how the BJP went about its campaigning in Gujarat, and the leadership was focused. It was unanimous. Was there factionalism in Himachal? You were in Himachal. Was the Congress's method of campaigning and what Priyanka Vadra did, was that effective? The fact that there was no factionalism or there was no face to the leader, did that make a difference?
Well, if Congress wins in Himachal, I would call it the first electoral success of Priyanka Gandhi and a vote for the old pension scheme. I think Congress ran a very good campaign in Himachal. Priyanka Gandhi doing these rallies that connect with women, and especially I think the old pension scheme promise in Himachal, Anand, it is the employees who make the government. As we heard on the ground when we went, it said कर्मचारी ही हिमाचल में सरकार बनाते हैं और बदलते हैं. The old pension scheme was a very, very strong promise. Priyanka Gandhi said it from every stage, and BJP's stand on the old pension scheme was very ambivalent. You know, some leaders said, okay, we'll set up a committee. Some leaders said it has physical costs, we can't do it. But the Congress promise on old pension scheme, I think, has swung the state for the Congress. There was also this anti-incumbency and this cyclic change of power in Himachal, which happens every time. So that was also a factor against the BJP, though BJP had a very clear CM face. I think the Congress played it smartly by not declaring a CM face. So, you know, the factionalism between, you know, Pratibha Singh and Sukhu, you know, that didn't emerge at least till now, and they fought a collective election. I think that has what has swung the state for the Congress in Himachal. Rahul Gandhi couldn't go there, but I think Priyanka Gandhi's rallies, I attended one of those rallies, and I think her campaign was very simple because BJP was saying old pension scheme can't be implemented. Okay, there's a fiscal cost, but Priyanka Gandhi said no. It has been implemented in Rajasthan, it has been implemented in Jharkhand, in Chhattisgarh, and we will do it in the first cabinet meeting when we come to power in Himachal. So that promise was very, very clear. I think that has what helped the Congress take this lead in Himachal, and if these leads hold, I think Congress would be very happy with the result which is coming in Himachal. Though there are things, independents are there. I think what also costed them, Anand, is the 21 BJP rebels.
Yeah, I just want to run out the independents number, because right now the 3 who are leading, one of them is an ex-Congress candidate, Ashish Sharma. This is from the constituency of Ashish Sharma from Hamirpur. He was denied a Congress ticket, so likely that if the Congress is at 38, 39, past the halfway mark, likely that he will go with the Congress and not necessarily with the BJP. The other 2 are BJP rebels from Dehra. Hoshiar Singh is an independent who is fighting. And of course, in this constituency of Nalagarh, which is in Solan, KL Thakur again, a BJP rebel. So the number of rebels is actually lower. If you go back and check in 2012 when the Congress won, when Veerbhadra Singh became Chief Minister, again, it was just a slender majority. They were 36, the BJP was 26. Right now, the Congress is 39, BJP 26. And like I said, one of these rebels likely to go with the Congress. So the Congress number is looking closer to 40. I think one was OPS, which Amit Sharma talked about. I think there was also talk about Agnipath and Agniveer. I think there was some promise that Priyanka Gandhi had made. I'm not sure what it was, but I think that did have resonance. Let's not forget, Himachal, Uttarakhand, Haryana, these are all states that send a large number of people to the fore.
But in a state where it was largely Veerbhadra Singh versus PK Dhumal, in this case you have a Jairam Thakur. You have a Jairam Thakur. It is JP Nadda's home state.
Yeah.
He's the BJP national president. In this case, if you have 21 rebels who are actually fighting the elections, and there was factionalism, look at those Hamirpur, and those are all bastions of the Dhumals. And there, if the Congress is doing well, then is that rebellion which is reeking off. Syed Zafar Islam, if you are there with us, this is something which the BJP can ill afford. This is then going down the Congress way. That's what's happening. When the Congress was at its point of dominance, factionalism was the undoing. And is that what is happening right now?
Look at the Thakur-dominated seats out of 25 seats, and that's a large chunk. Out of 68 seats, 25 are Thakur-dominated. The Congress just one ahead of the BJP. 12 to the Congress, up 4. The BJP down 5 from last time around. So this would have been 16 had they won as per the last time, 25 of the Thakur-dominated seats. Just quickly also, I want to run through the Brahmin-dominated seats, which of course is always Thakur versus Brahmin, the politics there. There the Congress run away, 7-1. BJP down 2, Congress up 2, but 7-1 is what the proportion is in the Brahmin-dominated seats. But I think really in the populous parts of the state, in Shimla, Hamirpur, Bilaspur, in Kulu Manali, there the Congress seems to have won. the BJP largely restricted to that Mandi Kangra belt.
So Zafar, what is becoming increasingly clear, and I think Zafar Islam of the BJP is continuing to be with us. Okay, let me take that question to Rohan Gupta. Rohan Gupta, I'm sure you are not looking at Gujarat numbers as much as Himachal, because Himachal is increasingly consolidating for you.
Oh, it's just gone back down by one.
Yes.
I am looking at both the numbers and I am trying to analyze. See, both the states, our campaign style was similar, right? We went with the local issues, whether it is OPS. Both the states we promised OPS. Both the states we promised 300 units free electricity. So issues were similar. I think as per my perception, today is the day of analysis. We have lost Gujarat and we are winning Himachal. This is written. So I don't want to go into politics. But what I feel that the method of communication, what we could do in Himachal, I think somewhere we could not touch as far as Gujarat is there. Our cadre was strong in Gujarat. Our candidates really fought good elections. But at the end of the day, I think the communication part or the credibility part was somewhere missing. And this is what I could analyze as of now.
But in Himachal, you also had Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, who was there on ground interacting and holding rallies. In Gujarat, none of your top leaders were present.
You are right. Absolutely. I think that is also one of the factors that where Priyanka ji really campaigned very strongly on ground and she was involved in all decisions. I think it now at the end of the day, even if we were denying, but I think it has played important role. I think our head leaders should have been more. Mallikarjun Kharge was there for like 5-6 days, I think. But if more people from our central leadership had been there in Gujarat, I think we would have made difference. But see, I think it's a big defeat. At the end of the day, we need to analyze that.
Rohanji, simple point that last time along with the Patidar agitation, Hardik Patel, you had Jignesh Mewani, Alpesh Thakur, you had Ashok Gehlot and Rahul Gandhi also traversing the length and breadth of Gujarat and organizing, doing a lot of rallies and openly mounting a challenge. There was a lot of shore that took you to 77. 77 to 92, can you do it silently? Or should you have made more noise? It's a simple question. It's a no-brainer for anybody. But let's quickly go back to Arun Dhanta. Arun, you are on ground, celebrations at the BJP headquarters, women, men, everybody doing the dance and with the dhols and the nagaras. What's happening? मिठाई में क्या बट रहा है? Can you hear me, Arun? Well, I think we've just lost Arun Dhanta there, and we'll also try and connect with Siddhant Mishra. Plenty of celebrations. It's a moment to celebrate. Ladies and gentlemen, there may be local factors involved in what happened in Himachal, but if the opposition wanted to crowd Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the Prime Minister Narendra Modi-led BJP, the state where they had to mount a challenge was Gujarat. And somewhere perhaps the BJP realized that the state where they need to hold on to the narrative or set the narrative, set the tone is Gujarat. And look at the kind of effort that's been put, and that's what's given them rich dividends. And somewhere it's manifest. Is there any one pocket where you would perhaps fault the BJP of not doing well this time around?
Not at all. Look at all the regions. I'm going to go region-wise. Let's start with Saurashtra, which is where the BJP lost big time last time around. Look at the sweep. Out of 54 seats, BJP 45, a gain of 22 seats. Congress just 5 seats, down 25. Yes, the AAP would have hurt the Congress in some pockets. There are 3 seats in Saurashtra where the AAP is currently leading, including in Khambhalia, which is the Isudan Gadvi seat. But 45 out of 54 to the BJP in Saurashtra. Go back and check in on 2017. It was 30 to the Congress, only 23 to the BJP. That's a huge change, a sea change in Saurashtra. Yes, 1, because of the Patidar factor, and 2, yes, AAP has hurt the Congress in rural parts of Saurashtra. Let me also look at some of the other regions. Let's look at the North region. That was the other part, Mehsana, Patan, Sabarkantha, Banaskantha, where the Congress did relatively well last time around. This time, out of 32 seats, BJP 25, up 11. Congress down 11. In 2017, go back and check in on how that played out in 2017. It was again Congress in the lead, 17 to Congress and 14 to BJP. Even though the vote share was lower for the Congress party, this time around, the Congress has gotten decimated in both Saurashtra and in North Gujarat, the 2 parts of the state, the 2 regions of the state where it did reasonably well last time around. So clearly, if you look at the length and breadth of Gujarat, from Saurashtra to South Gujarat to Central Gujarat, North Gujarat, there's not a single pocket where the opposition has any kind of bragging rights. It's the BJP all the way through, across the length and breadth of Gujarat. And like I said, you know, a 159, it could end up at 160. A 160 election, which has never happened in the history of Gujarat, for an incumbent party to come back after 27 years and record a historic mandate. I think this is as much a watershed election, if not more, than the 1985 Madhav Singh Solanki election that we keep talking about.
Well, there are certain jokes doing the rounds. One is that is BJP getting the kind of majority that AAP was claiming at the MCD polls but did not get, and the BJP is getting those numbers. But that aside, it's celebration for the BJP. It's the larger story, ladies and gentlemen. If you deliver on welfare, if you give Labharthis, if their due, if you empower or if you financially enable women, they will come back and remember outside of the kind of narratives that are set. Let's go across to Arun Danta. I'm going to first check. Arun, can you hear me?
Yes.
Take us through what's happening behind you.
Well, Anand, the scenes are crazy here. These Karyakartas of Bharatiya Janata Party who come here from different parts of Gujarat are electrifying. And we'll go to that side. I'll show you color and the dance which they are performing. Look at the Garba. Garba scene here. Garba scenes are going on. We'll try to speak to these women as well who are Garba and find out and see how traditional way for them to celebrate the entire victory of Bharatiya Janata Party. This is the entrance of the Comparative, where these Karyakartas of Bharatiya Janata Party standing here on the stairs, and these women you can see performing. बताइए कौन सा डांस है ये? बताइए कैसा कितने खुश है कितने खुश हैं?
बहुत ज्यादा खुशी है, बहुत ही ज्यादा। मैं तो बस ये मायके का पूरा हो बस ये हमारी बहुत बड़ी जीत है।
आप बताइए क्या कहना चाहेंगे?
बस we are winner, BJP is winner।
कितनी सीटें आ रही हैं आपकी?
182 सीट आएगी।
These are the scenes here at the Kamalam of Anand, which you are seeing at this moment. We'll go to that side and
Yes, the dance is happening. Celebration. It is Navratri, which is out again. The ladies performing Garba, which is very traditional. And moment you hear these beats, that's what आपके पैर थिरकने लगते हैं. But this is celebration for the hard work that they have put on ground. It's the work of an entire electoral machinery that's been championed, fronted by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. But it's the Karyakartas on ground who have worked tirelessly and hard. And it's an unstoppable process. It's a never-ending process. It's perennial, ladies and gentlemen, because we as a nation are always in election mode. And now, soon after this, what's going to happen as I pull back into the studio, ladies and gentlemen, is that Gujarat is going to get ready for Lok Sabha 2024. So these Panna Pramukhs, these Karyakartas will be asked to work again and harder this time. But let's also put some work and let's put some hard yards as we do the race. It's Prime Minister Narendra Modi-led BJP racing far beyond that 92 number to a record 159. 159, ladies and gentlemen. Who would have thought they would do this? Not when they're challenging or for the first time they're asking for the mandate. This is for the 8th time that the BJP will be in power. 7 successive consecutive wins that they are registering. And this is a record after 2.5 decades in power if they're returning this number 159. I hope Shivraj Singh Chauhan is watching, because that's the pressure that will be put on him in Madhya Pradesh for him to do what he has to do come November 2023. But this is the story of Gujarat at this point. But let's quickly, as we roll out and we see that the BJP is far ahead in Gujarat and everybody else is far, far beyond. They don't even qualify collectively to form the opposition there in Gujarat. Let's try and roll and see what's happening in Himachal. Yahan picture, filhal, it's looking like that the Congress party is the hero with 39, near about 40, very, very comfortably clear, about 5 seats clear of the halfway mark. But ye picture abhi baki hai, because there are a few rounds left. The margins are not so great. The BJP would be hoping to play catch-up if they want to retain power. Anything in the vicinity of 34, 35 seats for the Congress spells trouble. But right now they seem to be comfortable. Something that they have done here has worked. Something that the BJP has not done has not worked for them. Factionalism, 21 rebels, all those stories will come into play as we will talk about Himachal. But right now for Mallikarjun Kharge, at least there is one win in the bag soon as he has taken over as president of the Congress party.
BJP is at 160. BJP is at 160 in Gujarat. It's unbelievable. It is mind-boggling. We keep, no one's crossed 150, but 160 seats, ladies and gentlemen. Between AAP, Congress and others, independents, there's only 22 seats. The remaining 160 are in the BJP's pocket. I mean, this is a historic election. This is, like I said, this is comparable to 1985. This is bigger than 1985. Solanki's election, he got 149. This is, what, another 11 seats more.
1985 was Indira Gandhi's demise after her assassination. There was a lot of sympathy. There was a lot of, there were other factors that came in. Here, there should have been a drain. There should have been anti-incumbency or tiredness. It didn't happen.
I'm saying that that election was also about return of the Congress after a gap.
Yeah.
Here, a party has been in power for 2.5 decades and is returning with a bigger band. In fact, there is a soundbite that is coming in.
Yes, Dr. Shashi Tharoor is speaking to Pallavi.
One area where you people were there round the clock last time, and Rahul Gandhi was there. This time, a performance has been very good. And the second, of course, is you allowed AAP also to come in. What went wrong?
It's a very good question. Since I was neither on the official campaigners list nor...
Shouldn't you have been there?
That's a different matter for the party to respond to. But I think I really will leave this to the official spokespeople of the party to come back to you on that. I'm sure they've thought about all of this. There must be some real concerns that this kind of performance obviously points
Rahul
to,
Gandhi
especially given the good performance in Himachal.
Do you think in hindsight, maybe Rahul Gandhi going to Gujarat for a yatra could have helped?
Look, I really don't want to get into that. Let's leave it to the party to pronounce itself.
But also, the fact is that in Himachal, you had a more organized campaign. In Gujarat, there were personal attacks on the Prime Minister. The campaign on the ground looked disinterested. Do you think that's a rethink your party needs to make?
That's your assessment that they were disinterested. I think those who were campaigning will tell you they did their best. But again, people who were on the ground, on the spot, did the work. They're going to be in a better position.
What about the entry of AAP? Is AAP a concern which the Congress party needs to address?
I think AAP very clearly is attempting to supplant the Congress in many ways. They've succeeded in some ways in Gujarat. They have made detailed inroads in Gujarat. And now my understanding is they're contemplating similar ventures in other states. And I think at some point one needs to talk and see, are we both in the opposition space together in order to try and overcome the challenge.
Well, that's the conversation Pallavi was having with Dr. Shashi Tharoor. Lots to introspect for the Congress party as far as Gujarat is concerned. Will they try and say blind spot Gujarat because they think they are in position to form government in Himachal? That would be perhaps a mistake for the Congress party. Likewise for the BJP to overlook what's happened in Himachal just because they're celebrating Gujarat. But Gujarat is a phenomenal story. Phenomenal. After BJP's historic win in Gujarat, there is an update that's just come through at this point that Prime Minister Narendra Modi has congratulated Team Gujarat, and of course the person at the helm was C.R. Patil, and he was the one who's been involved in this along with Amit Shah, who's been camped in Gujarat for a while. But C.R. Patil was very strongly, very closely involved in the ticket distribution.
So the BJP saw them as a unit, and Amit Shah has also called and congratulated them. But interestingly, both Prime Minister Modi and Home Minister Amit Shah were equally responsible. They should take credit to themselves as well for this victory. Because Aka, I was in Gujarat and in Ahmedabad office. Mr. Shah was there till 2 a.m. 2:33 a.m. he was strategizing with the party leader. So that the manner in which he was hands-on through the day, he would be campaigning. In the evening, would return to the party headquarters roughly around 7 to 8 p.m. and then would be there involved in the strategy. So that hands-on approach, then we see all hands on deck.
No, and what he said to Rahul Joshi was absolutely right.
Yes.
हमारे सारे record तोड़ के हम वापस आएंगे. And this is and this is not even apne. This is the state ka record. Even the state record has been broken at 160. Like I said, you know, we have very convenient terms, anti-incumbency, you know, vote has been split between the opposition. This is far beyond all of that, ladies and gentlemen. There is something working in Gujarat. This is a huge affirmation for Mr. Modi, the Gujarat model of development. And most importantly, it is telling the BJP, it's telling the central leadership, Modi, tum aage badho, hum tumhare saath hai. I think that is what.
There has been a concentrated effort for the last from the time the cabinet changes happened.
Yeah.
See, C.R. Patil, PMO was involved 18 months ago. PMO was involved. Not that anything was taken away from Amit Shah. But there was another element that came in with C.R. Patil. There is the Prime Minister and the PMO's direct involvement. On ground, all the Labharthis ensured all schemes are delivered, work is being done, ministers were present.
The kind of hands-on approach, the all hands on deck, सारे जुड़े हुए थे, वो दिख रहा था. Various ministers in charge of various constituencies, various chief ministers on ground campaigning. Himanta Biswa Sarma reaching out to the Assamese voters. You had Devendra Fadnavis reaching out to those who were there in that border area of Maharashtra. So, you know, that is the approach.
Each person assigned a role, but more importantly, not taking their home bastion lightly, not taking anything for granted, and somewhere realizing that Gujarat will set the tone, narrative, etc. for Lok Sabha 2024 and the critical next 12 to 15 months, ladies and gentlemen, where nearly 10 to 13 states and union territories of our country are going to go to the ballot. Let's listen to what Mallikarjun Kharge has to say, Congress President.
नहीं, मैं बोला ना, उसके लिए हम सेपरेट बात करेंगे. पूरे
हिमाचल में आपका क्या है आकलन सर? हिमाचल में आप लोगों को
मैं कहा ना है कि सभी रिजल्ट आने के बाद शाम में हमारे पार्टी का जो कुछ कहना है वो कहेंगे.
एक सेकंड सर, एक बाइट देके चलिए खड़गे जी.
Action under a non-Gandhi leader in Mr. Kharge himself saying that रात में analyze करेंगे. Perhaps the Congress would be okay. Vikramaditya, the son of
के साथ बनेगी और पूरे 5 साल हिमाचल प्रदेश में कांग्रेस पार्टी की सरकार चलेगी. वीरभद्र सिंह विकास मॉडल के ऊपर ये सरकार चलेगी. मैं कह सकता हूं.
नेतृत्व कौन करेगा? किसे मुख्यमंत्री बनाया जाएगा? आपकी क्या चाह है?
देखिए, मेरी चाह और ना चाह से ये फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. चाह जो है वो विधायक दल की होगी, हाईकमांड की होगी और हम मिलकर हिमाचल प्रदेश को आगे ले जाने के लिए हम सब वचनबद्ध है. ये निश्चित तौर से ये बात मैं कह सकता हूं कि वीरभद्र सिंह जी का एक बहुत बड़ा नाम था जो इस चुनावों में हमको जिससे कांग्रेस पार्टी को फायदा मिला है.
उनके ही चेहरे पर चुनाव लड़ा कांग्रेस.
उनके चुनावों पे, उनके नाम पे ये चुनाव लड़ा गया है निश्चित तौर से और हाईकमांड का भी उसमें पूरा सहयोग था. प्रियंका गांधी जी की ताबड़तोड़ रैलियां हिमाचल के अंदर हुई है. सब चीजों का मिलकर
आप चाहेंगे कि प्रतिभा सिंह मुख्यमंत्री बने क्योंकि उन्होंने अगुवाई की प्रदेश अध्यक्ष के तौर पर.
जो विधायक दल चाहेगा, हाईकमान चाहेगी, हम उस चीज की पैरवी करेंगे.
वो रेस में है?
हाँ, बिल्कुल. शी इज वन ऑफ द कंटेंडर्स फॉर द नेक्स्ट.
क्या विधायकों को बाहर ले जाया जाएगा, प्रदेश के बाहर ले जाया जाएगा खरीद फरोख्त से बचाने के लिए?
हम हर वो चीज करेंगे जिसके लिए हमको लोकतंत्र को बचाना है, क्योंकि भाजपा कुछ भी कर सकती है. हमने छत्तीसगढ़, हमने महाराष्ट्र में देखा है, मेघालय में देखा है, गोवा में देखा है. वो चीज हिमाचल के अंदर रिपीट नहीं होगी, इसका मैं आपको विश्वास दिला सकता हूं.
बात हुई सर सोनिया जी ने फोन किया सर मेजोरिटी आने के बाद. अभी बात हुई प्रतिभा जी के ऊपर.
अभी करेंगे बात. अभी थोड़ा सा मेजोरिटी क्लियर है, बात करेंगे.
So the Singhs are claiming victory. That is Vikramaditya Singh, Pratibha Singh. There are celebrations outside her residence. Akash is joining us. So Vikramaditya Singh saying that the legislative party or the legislators will decide and the central leadership will decide. But he has confirmed that his mother is in the race to become Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh. Is the Congress claiming victory in Himachal already, or are they still waiting?
Hello.
Yes, Akash.
So Anand, showing you the visuals of Laddu. I'll ask my camera person to show you that visuals there. You see supporters are basically happy with the current trend, and now they're confident that Congress is going to win finally. Just a few minutes back, we saw that how Vikramaditya was claiming that OPS was one of the main issues of Congress party.
पूरा करेंगे ये भी हम कह सकते हैं।
हिमाचल के लोगों से क्या कहना चाहिए?
मैं हिमाचल के लोगों का धन्यवाद करना चाहूंगा जिन्होंने विपरीत परिस्थितियों में भी कांग्रेस पार्टी का समर्थन किया है, और जैसे ही पूरी तरीके से रिजल्ट डिक्लेयर हो जाते हैं उसके बाद हम और धन्यवाद हिमाचल प्रदेश की जनता का करेंगे।
पहली कैबिनेट में कौन से मसले जो है वो कांग्रेस सुलझाएगी?
जो हमारे 10 गारंटीज है उनको हम पूरा करेंगे।
विक्रमादित्य बातचीत कर रहे थे कि जो 10 गारंटियां हैं उनको पूरा किया जाएगा, और कहीं ना कहीं
they're saying that they will be keeping with the promise that has been made, particularly of the OPS. But the Congress went for that gamble. They understood that legacy and that nostalgia that is there with Veerbhadra Singh could make the people of Himachal gravitate towards the Congress. His image was there in all posters. Akash is joining us live. So is the Congress more or less settled that they have the power in the state, or will they be still cautious because there are several rounds still left?
So Maria, I could not hear the question, but as of now, Congress is fully confident because they people are saying, in fact, Vikramaditya is saying that, you know, all the observers are now coming to Himachal Pradesh, and in fact, they are forming the government here. Also, a question was asked, "Aapko dar nahi hai khareed farokht ka?" So he replied that no, because our central observers are coming, and as far as the majority is concerned, so they are somewhere moving towards the magic number. 35 is the magic number that is required as of now, and Congress is leading on 37 seats as of now. Also, you know, OPS was the main issue as far as issues related to Himachal Pradesh are concerned, and Vikramaditya is somewhere maintaining that in the very first cabinet they'll be deciding on the OPS issue as well. So again, if I can show you the visuals, Laddus are here and all the supporters you can see. Just a few minutes back we heard the Narebazi, Congress Jindabad and all of the things, and this is going to be a victory. This is what Congress supporters are saying. In fact, leaders are maintaining that this is going to be a big victory for them. Also, the important question was, who will be the CM? To which Vikramaditya has replied, and in fact has maintained that his mother Pratibha Singh is a very part of those candidates whose name.
Yeah, Pratibha Singh is a contender. Akash, I'm just going to check. Bhupesh Baghel is addressing a press conference. Let's go across to that.
योजनाओं के प्रति लोगों में उत्साह भी है और उसका लाभ लोग ले रहे हैं। धान खरीदी भी लगातार चल रहा है और निर्बाध गति से चल रहा है। कहीं कोई शिकायत बारदाने की, तौलाई की या धान उठाव की या पेमेंट की कोई शिकायत नहीं है। सब बढ़िया से संचालित हो रहा है। मैं समझता हूँ प्रदेश में इस साल धान खरीदी का, वैसे तो हर साल रिकॉर्ड तोड़ रहे हैं, इस साल भी रिकॉर्ड टूटेगा, तो काफ़ी अच्छे ढंग से संचालित हो रहा है। पैरा दान के लिए भी मैंने अपील की है, तो अधिकांश किसान हैं वो पैरा जलाने का काम नहीं किए हैं, कुछ एक किसान थोड़ा बहुत जलाएँ हैं, तो इसका अच्छा रिस्पांस आ रहा है। सभी से फिर से मैं निवेदन करूंगा और मीडिया के भी साथियों से कहना चाहूँगा, पैरा दान के लिए वो लोग प्रोत्साहित करें और उनको सम्मानित करना भी चाहिए, ताकि एक तो कार्बन उत्सर्जन नहीं होगा, दूसरा मवेशियों के लिए चारा उपलब्ध होगा। आप लोगों की तरफ से कोई सवाल हो?
मुलाकात के दौरान ऐसी कोई बातें जिसको आप शेयर करना चाहें, ऐसी कोई समस्या जिसका निदान किया?
सबसे ज़्यादा बैंकों की मांग आ रही है, बोले हम लाइन लगाए रहते हैं, पैसा नहीं निकाल पाते हैं, भीड़ बहुत रहती है।
Talking about Chhattisgarh at the moment, no confirmation whether or not he is already en route or he is going to make his way to Himachal. At this point, there were talks that he may be sent there or he may air dash, but Congress looking comfortably placed at the moment to form government in Himachal. The family of Veerbhadra Singh, Pratibha Singh, and of course Veerbhadra Singh and Pratibha Singh's son Vikramaditya Singh, one of the youngest candidates this time around in the elections, has already come out and said that they are looking confident to form government. Quickly, just checking with Zaka Jacob on the wall, if we were to look at, I know we are focusing on Gujarat, but quickly on Himachal, if we can look at, where do you think the BJP has lost maximum ground? They've lost, they're minus 17 from the last time around.
Absolutely.
Which region has hurt them most?
Definitely Shimla. Definitely Shimla, because I think there almost all the seats, let me just bring out Shimla. The populated belts of Himachal, Hamirpur, Bilaspur, Shimla again, it's 6-2. I mean, in the capital of the state, if you're trailing 1:4 in that ratio, 6-2, I think that's a problem for the BJP. So in Shimla, definitely the Congress has done well. I just want to bring in Hamirpur and Bilaspur as well. Again, these are the populous parts of the state. Let's bring those districts again, Hamirpur and Bilaspur. Let's see how the BJP is doing there. All right, this is not working. The numbers are there. It's 4-4. It's evenly split. one to the other. So one of the independents, Ashish Sharma, is a Congress independent, but it's 4-4. But really, I think it's the Shimla story, the whole belt here, the Shimla belt, the Solan belt, Una belt. That's where the Congress is doing well, the BJP doing well in the Mandi, Kangra belt in the central part of the state. And of course, the outer constituencies as well, whether you go to Lahore, Spiti, Kinnaur, all of these outer constituencies, very sparsely populated, 30,000 people, 50,000 people. Again, there the Congress doing well. But I think the bulk of the Congress's gains have happened here in this Shimla belt as well as in this Hamirpur, Bilaspur belt. And I think that's where they've done
growers.
well.
Their discontent is a matter of concern. Perhaps did the BJP underestimate their discontent, and the Congress kept on promising the benefits for apple growers as well. Shama Mohammed of the Congress party is joining us. Shama, of course, this is a number which is looking very promising for the Congress party. And if these numbers hold, then Congress could very well form the government. So it is the Rivaj which is continuing in the state.
Yeah, so it is not if the numbers hold. I am sure the numbers will hold because there's no need for the numbers now, and I'm seeing the time also. So I think we've said before also we will form the government in Himachal. There's been a lot of issues, including the old pension scheme, the price of fertilizers, cartons for the apple farmers, unemployment, price rise, and also the Agniveer. A lot of Himachal people are Jawans. So that has also not gone down very well with the Himachalis. And the other thing is they try to bring in UCC, the Hindutva laboratory here. And they have to understand that that doesn't work in Himachal Pradesh like it works in Gujarat. The Gujarat, of course, you can play the communal divide, but this thing does not
Shama Mohammed, interrupting you. We've got an update coming in from Gujarat. We'll come back to you, ma'am, in just a bit. Harsh Sanghvi has won. He's won from the seat of Majura. That's the big key race alert that's just coming through. Harsh Sanghvi has won comfortably from Gujarat, in Gujarat, from the Surat district in Majura. That's the area. Raghavji Patel is also winning from Jamnagar Rural. We'll try and go across to Greha at the live results hub for a quick update on both Gujarat and Himachal in just a bit. But convincing wins, and it was a no-brainer as far as Harsh Sanghvi. Let's come back to
Surat,
Gujarat now.
All 9 seats. You were asking about Surat. All 9 seats the BJP is leading in, including in Varacha, where Alpesh Kataria of the Aam Aadmi Party is trailing. In Katargam, Gopal Italia of the Aam Aadmi Party is trailing. So all 9 seats in Surat district being won by the BJP, or the BJP is in lead, including in Majura, where the Home Minister of the state, Harsh Sanghvi, is leading. If you look at all the cities, in Jamnagar, both the seats, Jamnagar North, Ribaba Jadeja, Jamnagar South, the BJP candidate, in all 4 Rajkot seats, including Rajkot West, from where Vijayabhai Rupani used to fight, there again the BJP is leading. Surat, all 9 seats, BJP leading. Vadodara, all 5 seats, BJP leading. Even in Ahmedabad, out of the 16 seats, Congress last time had 4, BJP had 12. This time BJP has 14 and the Congress has only 2. I think 2 strands stand out for me. One, it'll be interesting to see, particularly in the minority-dominated seats in walled city. Again, the Congress had 4 last time, right now only 2. Also, the tribal-dominated seats, both in South Gujarat as well as in North Gujarat, where the Congress did relatively well last time around. The Aam Aadmi Party has eaten into it. In one seat, the AAP is leading. In the other seats, the BJP is leading. So both in tribal-dominated seats as well as in the minority-dominated seats, there seems to be a new claimant to the Congress vote, and that is what the Congress is being hurt by. And of course, Saurashtra. We've been talking about Saurashtra. Right. Maximum number of seats, 58 seats. Out of the 5 seats, AAP is leading in, 4 are in Saurashtra. So it is definitely hurting the Congress party in rural pockets of Saurashtra. I think that is something that they need to really...
So the BJP's overall tally going up significantly. So the BJP's growth is coming at the cost of other parties, but also the Congress has been decimated. The Aam Aadmi Party is trying to occupy that space of opposition, but Congress is in double digit. Aam Aadmi Party is in single digit.
Not just that. See, 99 last time around, 57 seats the BJP is pinched from the Congress. So has the BJP retained its 99 while taking 57 out of the 58 away from the Congress party. So purely pinching it away, taking it away from the Congress straight up.
You know, we talked about the Patidar seats, even the OBC dominated seats, and they are much larger. 75 out of 182 are OBC dominated seats. Wow. Look at this. 64 to just 9. The Congress reduced to single digits in OBC dominated seats. You go back and check in 2017, that figure was 34. If a party comes down from 34 seats just to 9 seats, and BJP has got 39, almost 40 of that, then I think there is a problem. There's a problem for the Congress party. The OBC vote has shrunk for them, the tribal vote has shrunk for them, and of course the minority vote has shrunk for them. So significant sections of vote bank, as it were, have shrunk for the Congress party.
And they seem to have done it with Griha, because the update that is coming from Jairam Thakur's office to me is that the BJP is leading in 6 seats after the 27 leads that we are showing.
Over and above. So that means they should get to about 33.
So that's what they are hoping, and then others at 3. So let's try and connect with Griha to get more details.
Griha, are you there? Can you take us through what's happening in Himachal and Gujarat?
Yes, absolutely. Let's take a look at the main tally, Anand, Maria. The fact that we are looking at about 15 that have been right now declared, and out of them 8 to the BJP, 6 so far to the Congress, and 1 independent. That's the word from Himachal. If we look at the winning list in Himachal, so winning list ek baar dikhaiye. So we are looking at the main candidates here. Jairam Thakur, we had already declared the first winner. Then it came from Sundarnagar Mandi, another BJP victory. Anil Sharma from Mandi was another BJP victory. Deep Raj, Dilip Thakur, again BJP. After that, we've got Congress candidates who have been declared as winners. Jagat Singh Nergi from Kinnaur has won. Rohit Thakur from Jubbal Kotai. Hamirpur again, Congress has won. Ashish Sharma. Kullu also went to the Congress party. Shimla, Harish went to the Congress party. So all of that, this is the tally. Quickly, one look at Gujarat there, Anand. If we look at Gujarat, look at the main tally in Gujarat. Main tally, sir. There are so many results that have been declared. Out of kitna result declared where, sir? Total 18. 18 so far have been declared. 16 of those going to the BJP, 1 to the Congress.
Right,
and
but in Gujarat we are given to understand most of the seats there are no tight fights or really hot contests. It's winning by a distance. It's comfortable. In Himachal, if the news, as Maria is sharing from Jairam Thakur's office, is that 27 plus another 6 seats where currently the BJP is leading in the latest round of counting. Is there a story within the story there? Is there drama there? We'll keep close tabs. But ladies and gentlemen, nearly 4.5 hours of continuous coverage here on CNN News 18 on Result Day Live, with a historic mandate being handed over to the BJP by Gujarat. We are going to take a very short break. I'm being told it's 5.5 hours. We've lost track of time. It's been so engaging. I've been stuck to our screens. Hope you have been too. Stay with us. get underway.
On the day that counts, CNN News 18 was way ahead of competition.
The first leads coming in right at the bottom of the screen for the BJP from Gujarat.
The best election team delivered yet again.
Story in Gujarat right now as the BJP crosses the halfway mark.
First time the BJP is at its best ever in Gujarat.
A party which has been in power for 27 years, uninterrupted, getting that number.
The Congress has crossed the halfway mark and now has got the position of strength to form government in Himachal Pradesh.
Elections equals CNN News 18.
कवरेज अभी बाकी है मेरे दोस्त क्योंकि पिक्चर अभी बाकी है. Thank you for staying with us here. Elections equals CNN News 18. It's been fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. Himachal story is changing, dynamic. By the time we went into the break and we came back, Congress is down 2 seats, BJP is up 2 seats. But this story is only increasing and getting better and better for the BJP. This is the strike rate of the BJP. Look at that, 156 seats where they have leads or confirmed wins on. Even as the Chief Minister of Gujarat, Bhupendra Patel is reaching the Gujarat BJP headquarters. Let's quickly go across. C.R. Patil is also standing right next to him. Plenty of celebrations. We'll see. Yes, Bhupendra Patel, C.R. Patil. Yeah, mithai bhi khilaya ja raha hai. Let's go across to Siddhant and Arun. Yes, take us through what's happening on ground. We'll try and go across to them. हाँ वो गुजराती मिठाई तो कहा जा रहा है, but Bhupendra Patel has also played his cards very well. He has conducted himself very well. He has tried to steer clear of making any comments or which will draw unnecessary controversy. The first 2 or 3 times he tried to speak to the national media, after that steering clear and trying to speak a lot with the local media, interacting with the people on ground, leaving the central leadership to do the batting at the national level or with national media. And he has, and somewhere he's also strength. Last 18 months he's also been able to build a certain base for himself. He's worked with the new leadership.
That we look at.
Yeah.
The team BJP, which says that the local leadership and the central leadership go hand in hand. The Prime Minister came in with that campaign blitzkrieg, interacting with the party leaders, and this was here, the party headquarters, where he sat for hours interacting with the Karyakartas, interacting with the poll strategists. And now I think Bhupendra Patel is leaving his home for the party headquarters, where he will be going. Home Minister Amit Shah has spoken to him, Prime Minister has spoken to him and congratulated him. This is what the new BJP is. It's not about that the central leaders replace and take away the space of the regional players. The regional players are equally important. He is winning, and in fact he has won with a record margin once again. But Bhupendra Patel has been that quintessential silent player. The player.
But इसमें एक चीज है कि वो एक दायरा है, and you stay, you play within that daira, and everybody does their role, does their job, and you continue to remain there, and it all works.
अपने
पिच पे बैटिंग करो, वो बिल्कुल perfectly आपने बोला ज़ाका. And the other thing is with Bhupendra Patel, it was here on the News 18 platform at the Adivation that Amit Shah first openly came out and said कि Bhupendra Patel हमारे मुख्यमंत्री का चेहरा है, setting all matters to rest.
You know, we tend to forget this, that one of the reasons why Bhupendra Patel was made the chief minister was also the Patidar factor.
Yes.
Let's be very clear. The Patidar factor, which cost the BJP in 2017, the central leadership recognized that was a problem that needed to be addressed, and they brought in, he was a first-time MLA. I think he was a first-time MLA when he was nominated as chief minister. To bring in a first-time MLA, make him chief minister, I think, and for him to come back with this kind of returns. I do suspect though, and let's see, we'll know in the next couple of days, I do suspect that there will be changes in the cabinet. You will see a lot more younger leaders becoming ministers and perhaps signaling a generational change.
Thakur, Hardik Patel win.
Whether उन लोग को representation मिलेगा नहीं, लेकिन but Zaka, this is what I'm saying, that this is a party which has redefined its own politics, which has expanded its own vote base and has constantly made an effort in making inroads. Who would have thought that a party which went below 100 in 2017 returns with a mandate which is phenomenally huge and has made inroads into all those pockets that they had lost. So the message for other political parties is, जब root मजबूत होगा, जब जड़ मजबूत होगा, तभी आगे बढ़ सकते हैं.
And you cannot take any voter vote-based voter for granted. You have to let your delivery talk. You have to take the message across, and you have to make a nice big song and dance about it. You know, this whole expectation from the voter is कि तुम आओ मेरे पास, मैं वोट तुम्हें दूंगा, but I want you to come to me. And then you have the likes of Prime Minister, Amit Shah, all the leaders, everybody saying, मैं आ रहा हूँ आपके पास. I'm coming to you because I appreciate what you have done.
In fact, Vijay Rupani is joining us, and interestingly, he was the Chief Minister of Gujarat, and that transition that happened from Vijay Rupani to Bhupendra Patel was smooth. Vijay bhai, namaskar. पहला सवाल आपसे, इतना बड़ा मत,
नमस्कार
कि आप एक्सपेक्ट करते थे भाजपा को इतना बड़ा, इतनी झोली में भर देगा पूरा गुजरात आपको?
देखिए, हम लोग तो एक्सपेक्ट करते ही थे, और प्रधानमंत्री ने भी 2-3 बार आम सभा में भी बताया था कि इस बार सारे रिकॉर्ड टूट जाएंगे, और हमने रिकॉर्ड तोड़ा है कि गुजरात में 150 से ज्यादा सीटें पहली बार भारतीय जनता पार्टी प्राप्त कर रही है। पिछले सालों में कोई पार्टी को 150 से ज्यादा सीटें नहीं मिली थी। दूसरा रिकॉर्ड कि 7वीं बार हमारी सरकार बन रही है। 32 साल तक लगातार कोई प्रदेश में एक ही पार्टी को निरंतर, यानी कि सातत्यपूर्ण स्वरूप से कोई पार्टी सत्ता पर आरूढ़ नहीं रही। ये भी एक बड़ा रिकॉर्ड भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने बनाया है।
विजय भाई, आप इसका सेहरा किसको पहनाएंगे? आपको क्या लगता है, क्या क्या फैक्टर्स है जो भाजपा के पक्ष में उसने काम किया?
देखिए, सबसे पहले तो नरेंद्र मोदी जी, उनकी लोकप्रियता, गुजरात की जनता को उनके प्रति विश्वास, भरोसा, मोदी जी की जो पिछले 8-9 साल से जो सरकार दिल्ली में चल रही है, उन्होंने जो वादे निभाए, तो मोदी जी के प्रति और विश्वास बढ़ा। और गुजरात में पिछले 2 दशक से विकास निरंतर बढ़ता गया, और आम गुजरात की जनता उसका विकास का अनुभव भी कर रही है। ये सारे कारण है, और कांग्रेस इतनी वीक हो गई है, अब डूबती नैया बन गई है, इसलिए कोई सामने लड़ाई नहीं थी।
विजय रूपानी जी नमस्ते, मैं आनंद बोल रहा हूँ। आपने राजकोट में, सौराष्ट्र में,
हाँ जी नमस्कार,
बहुत बहुत मेहनत की आपने। एक बात बताइए, हम लोग 5-5.5 घंटे से बोल रहे हैं, गला दर्द कर रहा है, मैं चाय पी रहा हूँ, आपने कैसे मैनेज किया? और सबसे बड़ी बात, सौराष्ट्र में जो पिछली बार आपकी तरफ से वोट चला गया था, अब की बार सबने घूम घूम कर आप ही को वोट दिया, आपका मतलब यानी भाजपा को वोट दिया है, तो क्या सही किया आपकी बार जो पिछली बार नहीं किया था?
देखिए, पिछली बार इलेक्शन बहुत बड़ा बीजेपी के लिए टफ था, क्योंकि बहुत सारे आंदोलन चले, और कांग्रेस ने पूरा जातिवाद इतना भड़काया था। ये सारी बातें पिछले 5 साल में टोटल समाप्त हुई, वातावरण अच्छा और क्लीन हो गया। हमारी सरकार ने भी पूरे जितने बाई इलेक्शन हुए वो हम जीते थे। हम लोग कॉरपोरेशन, पंचायत चुनाव भी अच्छी तरह से 90% सीटें जीते थे, और ये वातावरण आगे बढ़ता गया सौराष्ट्र में। और सौराष्ट्र में जो खास तौर पर पानी की समस्या थी
जी,
वो भी खत्म हो गई, और अच्छी तरह से लोगों ने इस बार प्रेम से भारतीय जनता पार्टी को वोट दिया है।
आप क्यों नहीं लड़े? आप क्यों नहीं लड़े चुनाव?
हमने बताया था, हम सीनियर लोगों ने सभी ने बताया था कि नए लोगों को मौका मिलना चाहिए, और गुजरात ही ऐसा प्रदेश है, बीजेपी का गढ़ है, यहां ही हम कर सकते हैं। हम लोग लड़ते तो चुनाव, हम लोग भी लाख वोट से जीतते
जी,
लेकिन नए लोगों को मौका मिले, और एक नई कैडर भी बने, और हमारे गुजरात के लीडर में और लीडर बढ़े, इस दृष्टि से हम लोगों ने चुनाव नहीं लड़ा।
विजय जी, ये हमने देखा है, ये भाजपा ही में शायद होता है, ये ट्रांजिशन जो हुआ आपसे भूपेंद्र पटेल की तरफ, या आप लोगों ने जो युवा चेहरा है, आपने बोला कि चलिए वो लड़ेंगे, हम पीछे हटेंगे, ये भाजपा में इस तरह का क्या तहजीब है कि ये सब स्मूथली हो जाता है?
देखिए, हमारे यहाँ हम पद के लिए काम नहीं करने वाले कार्यकर्ता है, हम देश के लिए, राष्ट्र के लिए समर्पित कार्यकर्ता है। तो पद तो आता है जाता है, पद बदलता रहता है, तो चुनौती और पार्टी का बेस कैसे बढ़े, आइडियोलॉजी कैसे हमारी ज्यादा लोगों में समर्पित हो, उस दृष्टि से हम काम करने वाले कार्यकर्ता है, इसलिए हमारे यहाँ इजीली होता है।
विजय रूपानी जी आप बने रहिए हमारे साथ। गजेंद्र शेखावत जी भी जुड़ रहे हैं। गजेंद्र जी नमस्ते, आनंद नरसिम्हन बोल रहा हूँ। आप भी चाय की चुस्की ले रहे हैं, मैं भी चाय की चुस्की ले रहा हूँ, लेकिन एक बात बताइए, ये प्रचंड बहुमत जो मिला है इसके लिए आपको साधुवाद।
देखिए, बहुत सारा जनता को, गुजरात की जनता को बहुत सारा अभिनंदन है, बहुत सारा धन्यवाद है, गुजरात के नेतृत्व को बधाई है, देश के नेतृत्व को बधाई है कि जिस तरह की चर्चा हमने की थी, जिस तरह माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने कहा था, जिस तरह माननीय गृह मंत्री जी ने कहा था, जिस तरह से विजय रूपानी जी ने कहा था, CR पाटिल साहब ने कहा था कि हम नया इतिहास बनाएंगे। गुजरात की जनता ने एक बार फिर मोदी जी की डेवलपमेंटल पॉलिटिक्स पर मोहर लगाई है, डेवलपमेंटल एजेंडा पे मोहर लगाई है और एक नया इतिहास जो है गुजरात की जनता ने बना।
गुजरात में जो हुआ गजेंद्र जी, गुजरात में जो हुआ वो हिमाचल में क्यों नहीं होता हुआ दिख रहा? आपको आवाज आ रही है?
आनंद, बीच में कुछ और कनेक्ट हो गया है।
नहीं, मैं आपसे पूछ रहा हूँ कि गुजरात में जो बहुमत मिला है, जो भारी बहुमत मिला है, वो हिमाचल में क्यों नहीं दिख रहा?
हो गया, रामपुर और उत्तर प्रदेश आ गया।
अच्छा, we'll try and sort that audio। विजय रूपानी जी, मैं जल्दी से आपसे ही ये सवाल पूछ लेता हूँ जब तक कि गजेंद्र जी वापस जुड़ जाएं, उनके साथ ऑडियो ठीक हो जाए, कि जो सफलता गुजरात में मिली है वो हिमाचल में क्यों नहीं मिलता दिख रहा?
देखिए, हम लोग तो गुजरात के चुनाव में बिजी थे। हिमालय में एक्चुअली क्या हुआ है वो मुझे पता नहीं है, लेकिन बात सही है कि हिमाचल में जो हुआ उसमें बीजेपी को लॉस हुआ है।
ये जो ट्रांजिशन की जो आप बात कर रहे हैं, मुझे ये समझना है कि सबका अपना अपना रोल होता है। स्टेट लीडरशिप का रोल होता है, प्रधानमंत्री का रोल था, होम मिनिस्टर अमित शाह का मतलब होम स्टेट है तो इसलिए उनका भी रोल है। ये जो पूरा स्ट्रक्चर है भाजपा का, संगठन का जो स्ट्रक्चर है, सब लोग कोशिश करते हैं, ये भाजपा में क्या खासियत है विजय भाई?
एक्चुअली बीजेपी पार्टी विद द डिफरेंस है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी कैडर बेस्ड पार्टी है, आइडियोलॉजी पर चलने वाली पार्टी है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी एक डिसिप्लिन में रहने वाली कार्यकर्ताओं की पार्टी है। इसलिए गुजरात में जो भारतीय जनता पार्टी में ऑर्गेनाइजेशनली वी आर वेरी स्ट्रांग, हमारा गढ़ है गुजरात जी। और मोदी जी जब हमारे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन सेक्रेटरी थे तब से ऐसा कार्यकर्ता का कैडर है कि हमारे यहाँ सब कुछ ये पार्टी की डिसिप्लिन पर चलता है, इसलिए इजीली होता है ये सब।
सर, आप लोग बहुत सारे हैं जो अभी भी हैं और पहले भी थे, जो कि नरेंद्र मोदी जी और अमित शाह जी के साथ इस पार्टी में सालों से साथ में काम करके आगे बढ़े भी हैं। गजेंद्र शेखावत जी जब वापस जुड़ गए। गजेंद्र जी, अब आपको मेरी आवाज आ रही है? मैं बस पहले चेक करूंगा। आनंद बोल रहा हूं।
हाँ,
अब ठीक है। अब
आ रही है।
ये इस प्रश्न के दो भाग हैं। पहला भाग ये कि गुजरात में जो सफलता मिली वो हिमाचल में क्यों नहीं मिलती दिख रही, और दूसरा, गुजरात की सफलता क्या आने वाले चुनावों के लिए आगाज है? क्या यही सफलता अब राजस्थान में भी हम उम्मीद करें?
देखिए, निश्चित रूप से गुजरात की सब जो है वो चुनाव के परिणाम, राजस्थान बिल्कुल सटा हुआ प्रदेश है और गुजरात और राजस्थान का बहुत पुराना संबंध है। निश्चित रूप से राजस्थान में भी इसी तरह के परिणाम इस बार आने वाले हैं। और राजस्थान में जिस तरह की परिस्थितियां हैं, राजस्थान की जनता पिछले 4 साल से इस कुशासन से जिस तरह से त्रस्त है, जनता मानस बना चुकी है और जो है 100% ऐसा ही एक बार फिर इतिहास 2013 में जिस तरह से हमने 163 सीटें जनता ने आशीर्वाद देकर के जिताई थी, अब की बार मुझे लगता है वो भी टूटने वाला है। और मैं नहीं कहता, कांग्रेस के खुद ही विधायक और मंत्री कह रहे हैं कि हम एक इनोवा या फॉर्च्यूनर में जाने लायक ही बचने वाले हैं। इसलिए समय अभी उस पर नहीं है टिप्पणी करने का। लेकिन गुजरात में जनता ने जिस तरह से डेवलपमेंटल पॉलिटिक्स को पर मोहर लगाई है, मोदी जी के नेतृत्व पर जिस तरह से एक बार फिर मोहर लगाई है, मोदी जी के एजेंडा पर जिस तरह से मोहर लगाई है, और जो कंफ्यूजन क्रिएट करने की कोशिश की जा रही थी, जिस तरह से व्यक्तिगत कीचड़ उछालने की कोशिश की गई थी, कोई वादे कर रहा था और कोई दावे कर रहा था, कागज पे लिख करके मीडिया के सामने ऑन स्क्रीन दावे कर रहा था, वो सब धराशायी हो गए। एक नया इतिहास, जिस तरह से हमने कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ में कहा था, हमारी लीडरशिप ने कहा था, एक नया इतिहास बनाने में हम कामयाब हुए।
लेकिन गजेंद्र सिंह शेखावत जी, मारिया बोल रही हूँ, मुझे आपसे सवाल ये भी है कि सब लोग लगे रहे, सब लोग मिलजुल करके चुनाव लड़ रहे थे, आप सबकी जिम्मेदारी थी, आप लोग सब गुजरात में काम कर रहे थे, बहुत सारे मुख्यमंत्री काम कर रहे थे। ये जो पूरा ऑल हैंड्स ऑन डेक अप्रोच जो होता है भाजपा का, कि सब चुनाव स्पष्टता से लड़ा जाए और जीतने के लिए लड़ा जाए, ये कितना अहम है? और शायद बाकी पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज अभी सीख नहीं पा रहे हैं कि भाजपा किस तरह से चुनाव लड़ रही है।
तो देखिए मारिया जी, ये तो निश्चित रूप से भारतीय जनता पार्टी से सीखने की आवश्यकता है। और लोकतांत्रिक व्यवस्था में चुनाव जो है वो सबसे महत्वपूर्ण कड़ी है। कोई पार्टी अगर भारतीय जनता पार्टी पूरी ताकत के साथ में, पूरी ऊर्जा के साथ में, पूरी क्षमता का नियोजन करके अगर चुनाव के मैदान में उतरती है, तो ये इस बात की परिचायक है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी कितनी गंभीरता से उस लोकतंत्र के इस पर्व को लेती है। परिणाम चाहे कुछ भी हो, लेकिन प्रयास हम पूरी ताकत के साथ में करें, ये भारतीय जनता पार्टी के वर्तमान नेतृत्व ने एक नई परिभाषा इस लोकतंत्र में दी है। माननीय अमित शाह जी और माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने जो कुछ सिखाया है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी के हर कार्यकर्ता को कार्यकर्ता भाव के साथ में, चाहे वो किसी भी पद पर किसी भी दायित्व के साथ में काम कर रहा हो, मुख्यमंत्री है, गृह मंत्री है, देश का गृह मंत्री है, देश का मंत्री है, किसी प्रदेश का मंत्री है, प्रदेश का अध्यक्ष है, हर व्यक्ति कार्यकर्ता भाव से चुनाव के इस समर में अपना योगदान करने के लिए जुटे। ये भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने नई परिभाषा देश के चुनाव के जो है वो क्षेत्र में दी है।
और वो दिखता है क्योंकि ग्राउंड पर कार्यकर्ता यही कहता है कि अगर मंत्रीगण, प्रधानमंत्री, गृह मंत्री और पूर्व मुख्यमंत्री जैसे और आप जैसे यूनियन मिनिस्टर्स अगर काम कर रहे हैं तो हम क्यों ना करें। मेरा अंतिम प्रश्न आप दोनों से है, छोटा सा प्रश्न है, जवाब आप दीजिएगा। टॉस जीत गए तो मैच जीत गए ये कहा जाता है, तो क्या गुजरात को लोकसभा के लिए टॉस माने?
देखिए, मैं एक बात कहना चाहता हूं कि लोकसभा के चुनाव स्थानीय मुद्दों से कुछ इतर होते हैं, कुछ इतर होते हैं। 2018 के चुनाव में जब चुनाव से ठीक पहले 3 ही महीने पहले राजस्थान, मध्य प्रदेश और छत्तीसगढ़ का चुनाव भारतीय जनता पार्टी हार गई थी, तब देश भर के मीडिया ने इस तरह का नैरेटिव बनाने की कोशिश अवश्य की थी कि ये लिटमस टेस्ट है और लिटमस टेस्ट में जो जिस तरह का परिणाम आया, आने वाला 2019 का नैरेटिव अलग से होगा। लेकिन हुआ क्या, देश ने नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व पर भरोसा व्यक्त किया। उसी राजस्थान में जहां हम सरकार से बाहर हुए थे, उसी राजस्थान में कांग्रेस पार्टी एक भी सीट नहीं जीत पाई। हम 25 के 25 सीटें 3 महीने बाद में जीते। ठीक ऐसी परिस्थिति, लगभग ऐसी परिस्थिति एक छिंदवाड़ा को छोड़कर के मध्य प्रदेश में भी हुई। इसलिए ये तय मानिए, यकीन मानिए, ये गुजरात के चुनाव का ऐतिहासिक परिणाम कुछ उस हद तक हमारे कॉन्फिडेंस को बिल्टअप करेगा। देश में एक नया मैसेज तो देगा ही, लेकिन 2024 का चुनाव जो है वो अब की बार जिस तरह से 14 से 19 में ज्यादा मत देश की जनता ने दिया, देश ने ज्यादा आशीर्वाद दिया, 19 से 24 में और अधिक आशीर्वाद देश की जनता माननीय मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में देने वाली है।
गजेंद्र शेखावत जी धन्यवाद। विजय रूपाणी जी आपका जवाब, टॉस गुजरात, मैच लोकसभा 2024।
बस वही बात है कि गुजरात ने हमेशा देश को दिशा दर्शन किया है, करवाया है, और गुजरात का ये परिणाम आने वाले समय में लोकसभा चुनाव में जनता मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में फिर से मोदी जी की सरकार बनाने के लिए कटिबद्ध बनेगी। और जनता का मूड गुजरात ने बता दिया है, और यही जो ऐतिहासिक परिणाम आज गुजरात में आया है, वही 24 में भी वही परिणाम आएगा। हमें पूरा विश्वास है, हमारा भी कॉन्फिडेंस जनता पर है, जनता हमारे साथ ऐसे ही रहेगी।
इस जीत के लिए आपको बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद जुड़ने के लिए विजय रूपाणी जी। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
थैंक यू, थैंक यू, थैंक यू।
Live shots of Chief Minister Bhupendra Patel arriving at the Gujarat BJP headquarters. Huge passive media there. Siddhant and Arun Danta should also be there in that entire melee, but it's celebrations galore, and what a victory. Still at 154, 155. Absolutely. They're hovering on that number.
Like I said, you know, 150 par, 150 par was the nara that was given. Yeah, and they have achieved that. Like I said, no party has done this in the history of Gujarat. No party has gone beyond that 150 mark. The BJP has, and the fact that they have done it after almost 3 decades in power, I think it's phenomenal in and of itself. This is an election, like I said, comparable to 1985. You know, if they finish 5 years in Gujarat, there will be 32 years unbroken in power. And in modern Indian political history, there's only the example of the left, the CPM in Bengal, which was there in power for 34 years. Whereas here in Gujarat, 32 years to be in power uninterrupted, and that too with the record mandate in this latest term. I think it's unbelievable.
And Zaka, in those elections or those states, the chief minister was the same.
Yeah.
So the people of the state voted for that phase. Here in the state of Gujarat, you have had multiple chief ministers change. The longest tenure was, of course, of Prime Minister Narendra Modi of 12 years. Thereafter, there has been 3 chief ministers. But the party, that is the BJP, which has been voted to power here, and it is the Modi voter. Let's be clear, it is the cult of Prime Minister Narendra Modi which is evident, for which the people of Gujarat have said, आइए हम आपको मजबूत करेंगे.
सूरत हाल हिमाचल में थोड़ा बदलता दिख रहा है. किसी के माथे पर पसीना निकलता दिख रहा है. Because it's BJP is inching towards 30, the Congress slipping from 39 to 36, the others continuing to hold on. Siddhant is joining us live from the Gujarat BJP headquarters. Siddhant, Bhupendra Patel, CR Patel, there waving the victory sign. What's the plan now? What's going to happen?
सुबिन आश्रम सुबिन क्या होने जा रहा है, जल्दी बताइए. आनंद पूछ रहे हैं, बताइए.
ये गुजरात की जनता की जीत है. ये गुजरात की जनता ने बीजेपी को और मोदी जी के विकास के मॉडल को बहुत बड़ी जीत दी है.
प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस होने जा रही है. प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस होने जा रही है. सुबिन हमको यहाँ से निकाल रहे हैं. और आपको बता दें, CR पाटिल और भूपेन पटेल मेरे पीछे है. मेरे पीछे है CR पाटिल और भूपेन पटेल, और ये मीडिया से इंटरैक्ट करने जा रहे हैं. दे आर गोइंग टू इंटरैक्ट विद मीडिया. Zubin is asking me to go to the main hall because if I will go, then other media will also follow. So that is the strategy. But I'm not going to listen to him today. Actually, you can see the security.
How are they planning to celebrate? Do you know how are they planning to celebrate?
जुबिन से फिर से पूछिए, मीडिया इंचार्ज हैं, वो जवाब तो दें.
जुबिन क्या क्या होने वाला है? एंकर पूछ रहे हैं. जुबिन क्या क्या होने वाला है बीजेपी ऑफिस में? क्या क्या? ये देखिए, फिर मुझे निकाल रहे हैं. ये फिर मुझे निकाल रहे हैं.
चलिए आप जाकर के
जरूरत नहीं है.
भूपेंद्र पटेल और CR पाटिल से मिल लीजिए.
हमसे
In fact, Rivaba Jadeja, who has just won, she has also spoken. Let's listen in.
मीटर तक का जो रोड शो था, और गुजरात की जनता पर जो हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी का एक इम्पैक्ट रहा है, वो CM से लेके PM तक अभी तक उत्तरोत्तर उसमें जो बढ़त है, लोगों की जो एक लोक चाहना है, सिर्फ गुजरात ही नहीं, आप विश्व में देखें जहाँ जहाँ भी गुजराती हैं, तो एक मोदी जी की जो एक अमिट छाप है लोगों के दिल में, तो वो कहीं ना कहीं उसकी जो एक इम्पैक्ट है वो होना जाहिर सी बात है.
150 से ऊपर बीजेपी जा रही है. पाथ ब्रेकिंग विक्ट्री कहा जाएगी. पूरे गुजरात में क्या बीजेपी अब कांग्रेस खत्म हो गई है?
देखिए, मैं भारतीय जनता पार्टी की तरफ से तो डेफिनेटली कहूँगी कि हम विकास की यात्रा में आगे बढ़ना चाहते हैं. गुजरात का जो मॉडल है उसमें जहाँ जहाँ अभी जो विकास चल रहे हैं उसमें हम बेहतर मॉडल के तौर पे आगे बढ़े, और वही एक मंत्र रहेगा. मेरे साथ जितने भी प्रत्याशी के रूप में हैं, जीत के धारासभ्य बनते हैं, तो उनका एक वही चयन रहेगा कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी की विचारधाराओं के साथ जुड़कर जो डेवलपमेंट के काम हो वो आगे बढ़ाए.
पूरा
जिस फर्राटे से रविंद्र बैटिंग करते हैं, उसी फर्राटे से रिवाबा आंसर्स भी दे रही है. बट कंग्रेचुलेशंस टू द जडेजास. रिवाबा जडेजा, they are winning comfortably. It's a sea of saffron, ladies and gentlemen, on the wall here as far as Gujarat is concerned. What we are going to do as the celebrations mount in Gujarat, and then they will also translate into huge celebrations in the national capital. We'll also keep close tabs on what's happening in Himachal. Thank you for staying with us right through the morning, but we want you to stay with us right through the afternoon and into the evening, as that's the leaderboard as it looks as of now. Will this change? क्या इस पिक्चर में एक क्लाइमैक्स बाकी है, एक ट्विस्ट बाकी है? Stay with us here on CNN News 18. going to get underway.
On the day that counts, CNN News 18 was way ahead of competition.
The first leads coming in right at the bottom of the screen for the BJP from Gujarat.
The best election team delivered yet again.
Story in Gujarat right now as the BJP crosses the halfway mark.
First time the BJP is at its best ever in Gujarat.
A party which has been in power for 27 years, uninterrupted, getting that number.
The Congress has crossed the halfway mark and now has got the position of strength to form government in Himachal Pradesh.
Elections equals CNN News 18.
It's a day to celebrate for the BJP in Gujarat because they won a landslide victory. Almost there, of course, leads suggesting they're going to break the record of the biggest electoral win in Gujarat's history. Bigger than what the Congress record at 149 was. And of course, bigger than what they won in 2002 under Narendra Modi. You know, if this was the Olympics, this is a little bit like Usain Bolt running the 100-meter sprint. And he's head and shoulders above everybody else. He's looking back and there's nobody inside. That's how bad the competition to the BJP is. Everybody is a distant second or third. Nobody inside to the BJP, and that's really the top story today as far as the Battle of the States is concerned. But there is possibly a photo finish in Himachal Pradesh where the Congress is resting a lot of its hopes on, and there are a lot of seats still there where the margin is about 500 votes. We'll get you to our results hub to get you a live update as well, exactly which way Himachal Pradesh is going to go. I'm Shivani Gupta. Thanks a lot for staying with CNN News 18, your election headquarters. Joining me are my colleagues Ridhima Bhatnagar and Anusha Soni. And over the next few hours, we will be calling the two big state elections. Of course, Gujarat seems like a done deal, but there is, of course, some while to go before Himachal Pradesh can be called. And as we get you those live numbers and a lot of the newsmakers and faces from both these states, the updates that are coming in from all the parties in contention, let me first go across to my colleague Ridhima, who has something on the magic wall for us.
Absolutely, Shivani. What an exciting day it's turning out to be. As Shivani was rightly pointing out, Gujarat almost looks like a done deal, but really look what's happened here. It's a sea of saffron. Let me first just give you an overview of what had happened in 2017. 2017, when you had the Patidar agitation, GST demonetization, the areas of Saurashtra, South, North, these were the concern areas as far as the BJP was concerned. But now all of that has been taken back as far as the saffron surge is concerned. So the leads now suggesting onwards, upwards of 150, 99 was the number that we saw last time. And this was the largest question, that how far can the BJP take it? Just look at this. Congress at 19, the Aam Aadmi Party, which was the new entrant, at about 5 leads, and others at 4. So under 30 is all of this combined, and onwards of 150. Quickly, before I bring in Anusha also, just look at the pockets where the Aam Aadmi Party is actually making the dent. It's actually at the cost of the Congress Party. Just let me show you some of these pockets. Jamjodhpur is one of them. The other pocket, of course, is this tribal area that the Aam Aadmi Party now seems to be clawing from the Congress Party. So, the two big questions here. One, what does this mean for the Congress Party? Under 20, if these numbers hold. More importantly, what does this mean for the Aam Aadmi Party going forward as well?
Well, that's Ridhima telling us about what exactly does the magic wall tell us. Now, here we are going to put out for you what the numbers really look like, and the robo will come out and put out those graphics to give us a sense of what the numbers are really stacked up in Gujarat and Himachal Pradesh, the two key states that we are keenly watching on. All right, those are the numbers coming in. The robo is here and he's going to tell us a little bit more about how this is going to look like, the Gujarat and Himachal. All right, it's going up and it's going to show us the numbers, how they are stacked up. Let's have a key look at Gujarat, one state that the BJP has swept, breaking the records in the history that the state has seen, breaking the Congress record, and more importantly, how that we have seen. Behind me are the numbers of Gujarat, as you see how the assembly is stacked up. 154 for the BJP, Congress on 19, Aam Aadmi Party at 4 and the others at 4.
clearly the BJP making all those gains as far as their numbers are concerned, and the gains are coming in from those seats, and the gains are from the Congress party and from the others. The consolidation of the party, that vote of course clearly has worked. The losses that were made earlier in the Saurashtra region have been regained by the BJP. So that's clearly the lead which is showing as far as Gujarat is concerned. It was a lone race for the BJP, breaking the record, not just their own record, but the record that we have seen in the history of Gujarat. Let's go to Himachal Pradesh, and this is one of the key states where there's some good news for the Congress party. 38-27, of course, these are the leads. They will consolidate in the hours to go as we move forward. Others on 9, Aam Aadmi Party at 0. They were not able to open their bank account, but the Congress party has something to cling on as far as the state of Himachal Pradesh is concerned. That's the number for you. Congress on 38, BJP on 21. Congress has made huge gains as far as the region of Shimla is concerned, largely on the big areas of Himachal Pradesh. Let's come down. Let's get down slowly and get back to my colleagues who will tell us more about what exactly is happening in the states, the voices which are coming in. Himachal, of course, has been good news so far for the Congress party, but Gujarat is the big story. And within Gujarat, of course, the story of Saurashtra is the story to watch out for. How BJP made sure, Shivani, that the gains that were made by the Congress party and the political opponents, they were able to get.
Yeah, actually I feel we've been talking a little bit about how there's pro-incumbency in Gujarat, but I think there is anti-incumbency, but the anti-incumbency is not against BJP. The anti-incumbency was against Congress. Imagine you have 77 of your MLAs in one of your best performances in Gujarat fighting the BJP in the last elections. And what are you down to? 19. Yeah. That means your MLAs were not voted back. And that's actually the problem for the Congress party, to come from a position of that to this. Anti-incumbency is there, but it's against the opposition, the Congress, and some gains for the Aam Aadmi Party there because of that. We'll delve into that. I want to go across to my colleague Siddhant Mishra, who's also live from Gujarat, from Gandhinagar, in fact, the BJP headquarters. And there are stories between stories in Gujarat results as well, Siddhant, but you could forgive the BJP for not caring about anything else right now, because, they've managed to do everything they wanted to do. They wanted to touch 150. They seem to be doing that. They wanted to increase their vote share. They've done that. They wanted to win the tribals over. They seem to have done that, and everybody else was already voting for them.
जी बिल्कुल, and in fact, while post elections, I was speaking to some of the senior leaders of BJP, and they were telling me we are going to cross 140 mark. तो हमको यही लगता था कि ये ऐसे ही बोल रहे हैं, just to create atmosphere of victory. They are saying this, but they were confident. They were saying this because they were confident about the work they have done.
Actually, वो अपने leaders को सिद्धांत बोल रहे थे, आप 180, 170 मत बोलो, हमारे लोग complacent हो जाएंगे, ऐसे मत बोलो, इलेक्शन अभी लड़ना है. वो बोल रहे थे कम बोलो.
हाँ, और एक्चुअली एक और चीज थी, व्हेन आई ऑपोजिशन पार्टीज वर क्वेश्चनिंग बीजेपी कि आपका बेस्टियन है, आपको क्या जरूरत है पीएम को उतारने की, अमित शाह को यहाँ कैंप करने की क्या जरूरत है. व्हेन आई आस्क्ड दिस क्वेश्चन टू बीजेपी गाइज, दे टोल्ड मी कि द रोड शोज वर ऑर्गेनाइज्ड.
શરૂ થાય છે જે જવાબદારી હોતા 5 વર્ષ સુધી અમારા વિસ્તારની અંદર અમે નિભાવીશું.
He's won his election from Viramgam, which is his home base. Last time around, I remember going to the polling booth where he voted from, but he couldn't contest the last election. He was 24 years old. This time, he was, of course, he's fighting on the BJP ticket from his home base, has won. Let's play that out, what he has said.
સાહેબના કામોની છે. આ જીત કાશ્મીરમાંથી 370 હટાવનાર દેશના ગૃહમંત્રી અમિતભાઈ શાહની છે. આ જીત રાજ્યના મૃદુદ મુખ્યમંત્રી માને ભૂપેન્દ્રભાઈ પટેલ સાહેબની છે. આ જીત CR પાટીલ સાહેબના આક્રમક કામોની છે, અને સ્વાભાવિક છે કે આ જીત આવતા 25 વર્ષનું ગુજરાત કેવું હશે એ નક્કી કરશે. અને સમગ્ર ગુજરાતના જેટલા પણ ઉમેદવારો જીત્યા છે ભારતીય જનતા પાર્ટીના, સૌને ખૂબ ખૂબ શુભેચ્છાઓ પાઠવું છું. આજથી અમારી જવાબદારીઓ શરૂ થાય છે, જે જવાબદારીઓ આવતા 5 વર્ષ સુધી અમારા વિસ્તારની અંદર અમે નિભાવીશું.
Big win for the BJP there, and one of the winners for them is their new entrant, Hardik Patel. partidar agitation phase against the BJP, although he has family lineage with the BJP, then with the Congress party, state in charge, disenchanted, came to the BJP, has fought on the ticket from Viramgam and has won from there. Let me go back across to my colleague Siddhant. Siddhant, yes, take it over.
Well, yes. So I was saying that when I asked this question to BJP guys, that why opposition is asking that why are you bringing Prime Minister to campaign? Why Amit Shah ji is campaigning here? What is the need if it is a BJP bastion? So the reply that I got from them is that it is nothing. It is just to to make sure that BJP voters come out to vote, and that has exactly worked. That has exactly worked in these elections, and this is the reason that the 150 mark has been crossed. Now behind me you can see this is the first floor of BJP office. I would ask my video journalist Bimba sir to pan and give shot. There you see that is the room where Bhupen Patel and CR Patil is currently sitting, and they are having a meeting with the other senior party leaders, and you can see all the Karyakartas have gathered here on this first floor where we are reporting from. We are perhaps the only channel reporting from this floor because no other media personnel is allowed to report from here, and behind me you can see the BJP Karyakartas meeting each other, celebrating, and that is the office where that is CR Patil's office on the first floor where usually CR Patil takes meeting, and inside that office CR Patil and Chief Minister Bhupen Patel are right now relaxing and speaking to the Karyakartas and speaking to Karyakartas in other districts as well. We have also been told that in some time from now they are going to address a press conference. Combined press conference is going to be addressed also. So, okay, look, there is some movement. I guess CR Patil and Chief Minister both are all set to get down for a press conference. So they, the other Karyakartas are rushing down. There is some movement that I can see right now. I'm not
okay,
sure.
Okay, Siddhant, stay with us. We're going to come back to you as soon as you have a BJP leader with you or the press conference begins. Let me quickly go across to Griha, my colleague, who's joining us from our results hub. Griha, the story in the Gujarat continues to be very, very clear. But I want to ask you a particular question. Could you show us exactly what is it, where is it that the Aam Aadmi Party is gaining? Because there's a lot of talk about how the traditional vote base of the Congress Party is, in whatever percentages we will know eventually, is shifting to the Aam Aadmi Party. They've not really managed to do what they were claiming they will do in Gujarat. And everything that they've managed to do, for example, right now at about 5 seats leads, is at the cost of the Congress Party. Just give us a sense of what you're picking up on the Aam Aadmi Party.
Absolutely, and Shivani, the fact that you've asked this question is perfect timing because just about 3 minutes back, we've got that one winner announcement when it comes to the Aam Aadmi Party. So there's one thing in Aam Aadmi Party's kitty that has happened. This one has come from, sir, ek baar winning list dikhaiye aap mujhe. This one has come from where's this? Jamjodhpur. Ahir Hemant Bhai has won it from the Jamnagar district. One for the Aam Aadmi Party. That's the tally looking like when we're looking at the winner list in Gujarat. We already showed Hardik Patel winning his electoral battle, the first one, the maiden one for him. However, Valsad, we have seen BJP winning. There is the from Kaprada, you have BJP winning. We've just got an update from Mehsana district. Another win for the BJP. Rushikesh Ganesh Bhai Patel has won from there. Now, we were talking about how Himachal Pradesh could just turn out to be a photo finish, Shivani. So let's take a look at that tally also. We are looking at the main tally of Himachal Pradesh. If we look at right now, the declaration has happened on 28 seats. BJP 13, Congress is 13. That is the victory figure that is currently standing at. So 13-13. However, Congress does have a bigger lead with 38. So that's something.
We're going to talk about Himachal in full detail in just a bit because I do really want to know from you. Before I stepped into the studio, I was checking the margins in Himachal Pradesh, and there are about 8 to 10 seats where the margins are hovering about 500. So I'm going to come back to you. Let me also go across to Delhi BJP MP Manoj Tiwari, who's joining us live now. Manoj Tiwari ji, Delhi के रिजल्ट तो कल आपने जो भी है डाइजेस्ट किए होंगे, लेकिन गुजरात में जो जीत मिली है भाजपा को, उसको आप कैसे देखते हैं?
नहीं, गुजरात की जीत तो बहुत ऐतिहासिक है और गुजरात के लोगों को अब लोग बार-बार नमन करते हैं. शब्द भी छोटे हैं, भाव भी छोटे पड़ रहे हैं. ऐसी विजय तो बहुत कम ऐसी राजनीतिक पार्टियों को मिला है। तो ये नरेंद्र मोदी जी का करिश्मा है। नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने एक एक चीज़ जैसे सजा के रखा है गुजरात का, और जिस प्रकार से गुजरात का पुनर्निर्माण किया, चाहे वो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर हो, चाहे वो सुरक्षा हो, चाहे वो गुजराती प्राइड हो। कहते हैं ना कि अभी हमारी कहीं बात हो रही थी तो हम लोग एक बात कर रहे थे कि नरेंद्र मोदी जी हैज इंक्रीज्ड गुजराती प्राइड, हेंस गुजराती प्राइड कभी भी नरेंद्र मोदी जी को झुकने नहीं देगा। ऐसी बातें जब गुजरात में हो रही थी कि गुजराती प्राइड कभी भी नरेंद्र मोदी जी को लेट डाउन नहीं होने देगा, तो तभी हम लोगों को पता चलता था कि जहां प्राइड भी बढ़ा हो, विकास भी हुआ हो, सुरक्षा भी बढ़ी हो, तो ये एक बड़ा कमाल का मॉडल है गुजरात का, जो नरेंद्र मोदी जी को एक बार फिर से सम्मान किया है। और जो लोग नरेंद्र मोदी जी की माता जी को अपमानित करने वाले शब्द बोले थे, जिन लोगों ने नरेंद्र मोदी जी की औकात नापने की बात की थी, उनको भी गुजरात ने जवाब दे दिया।
जी मनोज जी, मैं आपसे ये समझना चाहती हूँ, जब हमने गुजरात के बारे में बात करना शुरू करी तो लोगों ने कहा 25 साल 27 साल एंटी इनकम्बेंसी तो ज़रूर होगी, कुछ मुद्दे ऐसे होंगे जहां भाजपा अपने प्रोमिसेस पूरे नहीं कर पाएगी। पर जब हमारे कॉलीग्स रिपोर्टर्स ग्राउंड पर गए तो लोग काफ़ी खुश थे, उन्होंने कहा कोई मुद्दे ही नहीं है। तो ऐसा बीजेपी क्या सही कर रही है जो दूसरों के लिए भी एक लेसन बन सकता है?
ये आपने बहुत अच्छा सवाल किया। देखिए, बेसिकली जहां जहां भारतीय जनता पार्टी तब शासन की है जब नरेंद्र मोदी जी देश के प्रधानमंत्री हैं, तो हर उस स्टेट में बीजेपी ने इतना दिलों को छुआ है लोगों को कि अब एंटी इनकम्बेंसी नहीं होती है। आपने सेम उत्तराखंड में देखा होगा, आपने सेम उत्तर प्रदेश में देखा, आपने सेम असम में देखा, और हम लोगों ने जो हिमाचल का भी जो रिजल्ट आया है वो अभी जरूर हमारे पक्ष में नहीं दिख रहा है, लेकिन वहां भी नेक टू नेक फाइट होना, इसका मतलब होता है कि बिल्कुल जनता ने दिल से नहीं हटाया। हम चौथी बार एमसीडी में भी, जैसे आपने कहा, हमने डाइजेस्ट कर लिया होगा। देखिए, हम चौथी बार एमसीडी में आने की कोशिश कर रहे थे, फिर भी हमें 104 सीट मिला। और जो आम आदमी पार्टी 9 साल से डींगे हाँक रही है, उसको 220 कहने के बाद अपना 134 से संतोष करना पड़ा।
मनोज जी, आप बिल्कुल ठीक बोल रहे हैं।
निश्चित रूप से एक मॉड्यूल है जो हर लोगों को सोचना पड़ेगा।
जी, आप बिल्कुल ठीक बोल रहे हैं कि हिमाचल में
पड़ेगा,
अभी भी नेक टू नेक फाइट
सेवा
है।
समझ के काम करती है।
जी, नेक टू नेक फाइट है। कांग्रेस को 38-27 लीड्स हैं, कुछ सीट्स पर विक्ट्री आ गई है, लेकिन हिमाचल की वो रिवायत जारी है कि हर साल पार्टी बदलती है, सरकार बदलती है। हिमाचल में क्या गलत हुआ, क्या सही हुआ?
उसकी समीक्षा पार्टी करेगी
जी,
जो भी अभी रिजल्ट फाइनली आ जाए, लेकिन हम समीक्षा करते ही हैं। हम जनता के जनादेश को सर माथे पे रख करके भारतीय जनता पार्टी समीक्षा करती है, और हम समीक्षा करेंगे क्योंकि हमने अपनी सेवा में तो कोई कमी नहीं रखी है। और भी कुछ कारण होंगे, वी विल टॉक ओवर दैट, लेकिन फिर भी हम समझते हैं कि जिस प्रकार से बीजेपी को आशीर्वाद मिल रहा है गुजरात में, वो एक बड़ा नजीर है, और उस पे हम लोगों को और भी अच्छा करने की ताकत मिलेगी।
ये गुजरात की जो आप बात कर रहे हैं, मैं आपसे सवाल पूछना चाहती हूँ आम आदमी पार्टी पर भी। आपने बोला आम आदमी पार्टी एमसीडी में भी बोल रही थी 200 वोट जीतेगी, 220 वोट जीतेगी। गुजरात में भी उन्होंने कहा था कि 70-80 सीट जीतेंगे, 90 सीट जीतेंगे, ऐसा बोला था उन्होंने। लेकिन आज जो रिजल्ट आ रहे हैं वो कुछ अलग आ रहे हैं। आप क्या बोलना चाहेंगे? क्योंकि आम आदमी पार्टी हमेशा कहती है, और इस वोट परसेंटेज, और ये अगर 5 सीट भी जीतते हैं तो बोलेगी कि ये नेशनल मैसेज है और बीजेपी का अल्टरनेटिव आम आदमी पार्टी ही है।
नहीं, मेरा मानना है कि जिस प्रकार से विज्ञापन के बल पे अभी तक आई है आम आदमी पार्टी, उसको ये भी सोचना चाहिए कि हिमाचल में क्या हो गया। उसको 1% भी उसको वोट शेयर नहीं मिला है। हाँ, और इसलिए हो रहा है कि पंजाब से सटा हुआ है हिमाचल, वहां झूठ नहीं चल सका। 6-7 महीने के पंजाब के शासन के बाद आपकी यही स्थिति, तो पंजाब ही आम आदमी पार्टी के राजनीतिक पतन का बड़ा कारण बन जाएगा। और मेरा अनुमान है कि जिस प्रकार से 11% उनका वोट शेयर दिल्ली में भी गिरा है, तो वो दिन दूर नहीं जब 2025 तक अब वो दोष भी नहीं दे पाएंगे किसी को। एमसीडी भी देख लें, सरकार तो उनकी देख ही ली गई है। 2025 उनका आम आदमी पार्टी का समापन वर्ष हो सकता है।
चलिए मनोज जी, वैसे तो कहते हैं कि ऐसे एपिटैफ नहीं लिखने चाहिए, ओबिचुरी नहीं लिखनी चाहिए पॉलिटिक्स में, बट आप जो बोल रहे हैं हम सुन रहे हैं। Thank you so much for joining, and of course congratulations for the BJP victory in Gujarat. We'll see how Himachal goes. My colleague Anshul is also joining us from the BJP national headquarters in the national capital. Anshul, what are the scenes like there? What is the plan for this evening?
So yes, definitely history is being rewritten in Gujarat, where the BJP is on the verge of creating history. They are going to get the highest number of seats that has been gathered by any single party. But yes, there is a lot of tension in Himachal. It is going for a photo finish at this point in time. But yes, I'll try and show you the visuals over here that although the celebrations have started a bit late, but yes, finally they have started. The workers of the BJP have started gathering over here at the BJP headquarters. If you could see over here, a handful of workers have already gathered over here. Sir, गुजरात के लिए बहुत-बहुत मुबारकबाद। हिमाचल के लिए टेंशन है थोड़ी?
देखिए, ये ऐतिहासिक जीत गुजरात के अंदर है। मोदी मैजिक है। जिस प्रकार से आज माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी को आशीर्वाद और प्यार जो गुजरात के और पूरे देश की जनता का मिल रहा है, और हिमाचल के अंदर भी जब अंतिम परिणाम आएंगे तो वहां पर भी भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार बनेगी और वहां पर भी कमल खिलने वाला है।
गुजरात की जीत का सबसे बड़ा नायक कौन है?
देखिए, सबसे बड़े नायक हमारे परिवार के सबसे बड़े मुखिया हैं। माननीय प्रधानमंत्री देश के आज प्रधानमंत्री हैं, हमारे सबसे बड़े नेता हैं, और विश्व के अंदर आज सबसे बड़े नेता के रूप में, सबसे प्रसिद्ध नेता के रूप में आज माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी हैं, और पूरा विश्व जिनका लोहा मान रहा है, आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी भारत का लोहा मान रहा है, हमारे प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी हैं, और उन्हीं के नेतृत्व में ऐतिहासिक जीत गुजरात के अंदर भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने एक मोदी मैजिक सुनामी कह लीजिए, पूरा सुनामी ऐतिहासिक जीत दर्ज करा दी है।
So yes, the landslide, a word that is very familiar with Himachal, that is something that has happened in Gujarat, and the preparation for the celebrations have already started out here at the BJP headquarters. If you could see behind me, the speakers are being brought out. What we have been told over here on the ground is that at approximately 6 p.m. somewhere around that time is the time when the Prime Minister is likely to arrive over here at the BJP headquarters, and he will be speaking to the crowd, addressing the workforce that will gather over here to celebrate this massive victory that they have managed to gather in Gujarat. However, Himachal is still a bone of contention for the BJP, between the BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party, so it remains to be seen as to who is going to win that very crucial battle in Himachal and how does the election go from there. But yes, the Gujarat victory is something that has definitely motivated the entire cadre of the BJP, and as you can see in the visuals behind me that the people have already gathered over here. The party is about to begin in the next few minutes.
Sure. Anshul, we'll of course continue to come back to you. Of course, the BJP already in celebratory mode. Let me also bring in our other guests at this point. We have the Vice President of the DPCC, Mudit Agarwal, and from the Aam Aadmi Party, we also have Nimi Rastogi. Good to have both of you on the broadcast with us. Nimi, I'd like to begin with you. Let's talk about Gujarat. How are you seeing the Aam Aadmi Party's performance? Of course, the Aam Aadmi Party was in a celebratory mode yesterday from the MCD election, seeing that as a fillip as far as your national ambitions are concerned. But are you content with the kind of inroads that you've made today?
See, first of all, congratulations for the historical win to BJP. And coming to Gujarat from AP side, I would say since we were contesting our first election seriously, so for us everything is win-win. You know, we've secured more than 20 lakh votes and some seats are also there. So for us, our graph is going up and up. Anyways, of course, it's a matter of introspection as to what to do the next time and how to present our work and our model of Delhi to the people of Gujarat.
का presence नहीं दिख रहा है. जैसे सूरत में आप लोग बहुत optimistic थे because of the kind of local elections में जिस तरह से आपने 27 seats लाई थी. But सूरत को अगर आप देखें तो that's been completely taken over by the BJP. So do you think कि आपका खुद का calculation भी कहीं कम हुआ है?
जी हाँ, हमारे ये जो नतीजे हैं हमारे एक्सपेक्टेशंस के हिसाब से नहीं है. बट आई वुड लाइक टू से कि अगर जैसा कि मैं सुन रही हूँ आपके चैनल पे कि ये मोदी जी की महिमा है, ये माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी की महिमा है, तो मैं ये पूछना चाहूंगी कि उनको
निमी सॉरी आई एम
इलेक्शन में
CR पाटिल इज स्पीकिंग राइट नाउ, कटिंग
क्यों उतरना पड़ा, क्या ऐसी बात हो गई?
माननीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी को अपने हृदय से चाहती है। भाजपा ने आदरणीय नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में गुजरात में सर्वस्पर्शी और सर्वसमावेशी विकास करके दिखाया है। इस विजय के लिए मैं माननीय गृह मंत्री श्री अमित शाह साहब का भी आभार व्यक्त करता हूं, जिन्होंने पूरे गुजरात में 33 जनसभाएं की, रोड शो किए, कार्यकर्ताओं का उत्साह बढ़ाने का और कार्यकर्ताओं को मार्गदर्शन कर एक वातावरण तैयार किया। साथ में मैं राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष माननीय श्री JP नड्डा जी का भी आभार व्यक्त करता हूं। उन्होंने गुजरात चुनाव में हमारा मार्गदर्शन किया और जनसभाएं संबोधित कर एक वातावरण तैयार किया। पूरे प्रचार अभियान के दौरान हमें पार्टी के वरिष्ठ नेतृत्व का निरंतर सहयोग और मार्गदर्शन प्राप्त हुआ। इसमें हमारे सहप्रभारी श्री गुप्ता साहब का भी बहुत बड़ा योगदान रहा। इसमें अपार शक्ति और प्रेरणा मिलती रही, कार्यकर्ताओं का उत्साहवर्धन होता रहा। मैं माननीय मुख्यमंत्री श्री भूपेंद्र पटेल का आभार व्यक्त करता हूं। इस चुनाव में भव्य विजय के लिए मैं भाजपा के केंद्रीय नेतागण, मंत्रिमंडल के सदस्य, भारतीय जनता पार्टी शासित राज्यों के मुख्यमंत्री, अन्य राज्यों के हमें चुनाव में सहायता करने आए हमारे महिला एवं पुरुष कार्यकर्ता, गुजरात भाजपा के 80 लाख कठोर परिश्रमी पेज कमेटी के कार्यकर्ता और सदस्यों का हृदय से आभार व्यक्त करता हूं। भाजपा कार्यकर्ताओं का विजयी संकल्प को लेकर चुनाव के मैदान में उतरे। ये हमारे लाखों कार्यकर्ताओं ने अपने अप्रतिम परिश्रम से जनता की सेवा करते हुए ये विजय प्राप्त किया है। मैं जब पूरे प्रचार अभियान पर नजर डालता हूं तो मेरे मन में 3 शब्द आते हैं: संकल्प, कठोर परिश्रम और संतोषजनक परिणाम। चुनाव अभियान में मुझे सबसे ज्यादा प्रसन्नता कार्यकर्ताओं के उत्साह और उनके अथक परिश्रम को देखकर हुई। चुनाव प्रचार अभियान कार्यकर्ताओं के लिए जीवन का एक यादगार अनुभव होता है। यह संगठन के दृष्टिकरण और विस्तार का अवसर होता है। जनता और संगठन के रिश्तों में विश्वास और मजबूती लाने का भी अवसर होता है। कार्यकर्ता घर घर गए, उन्होंने पार्टी के संदेश और आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री की केंद्र की सरकार और गुजरात में भूपेंद्र पटेल जी की सरकार के विकास कार्य को जन जन तक पहुंचाया। हमें उन पर बहुत गर्व है। हमारा प्रचार भाजपा के प्रत्येक कार्यकर्ता के कठिन परिश्रमों की कहानी है, जिसने एक बेहतर गुजरात के सर्जन के लिए निस्वार्थ योगदान दिया है। भाजपा की यह भव्य विजय 27 वर्ष के भाजपा के सकारात्मक कार्य का विजय है। हमने जनता की सेवा और कल्याण को आदर्श मानकर कार्य किया। हमने अपने प्रचार अभियान के दौरान सुशासन और विकास के हमारे जो वादे थे वो साकार किए। संकल्प को गुजरात के हर कोने तक पहुंचाने का प्रयास किया।
course, we're cutting across directly to Darshna Jardosh, MOS Railways, joining us, MP from Surat. Darshna जी, बहुत आपको मुबारक हो जो रिजल्ट आ रहे हैं बीजेपी के लिए गुजरात में। और सूरत की मैं बात करना चाहती हूँ क्योंकि सूरत में आम आदमी पार्टी ने बड़ा कैंपेन किया था और वो उन्होंने म्युनिसिपैलिटी इलेक्शंस में जो उनको थोड़ी सक्सेस मिली थी, वो चाह रहे थे कि ये रिजल्ट इलेक्शंस में, असेंबली इलेक्शन में भी आएंगे। लेकिन अभी तो पूरा सूरत बिल्कुल बीजेपी के साथ ही दिख रहा है। आपको क्या लगता है कि बीजेपी की इतनी बड़ी जीत कैसे हो रही है?
सभी एमएलए मेरे जाइंट किलर हैं क्योंकि आप पार्टी के बड़े लीडर्स जहां पे उन्होंने राजनीति करी वो सब लोग यहां भारी मतों से हारे हुए हैं। तो ये मैसेज पूरे गुजरात में भी जाएगा और हम लोग पहले से आश्वस्त थे, भरोसा था हम लोगों को कि जब मेरा चुनाव हुआ था तभी 76% वोट हम लोगों को मिले थे। इसके आगे वाले समय में भी ऐसा हुआ था कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी के प्रति लोगों को भरोसा है। डेवलपमेंट सबसे ज्यादा सूरत में हुआ है क्योंकि वहाँ डेवलपमेंट के साथ साथ में स्मार्ट सिटी के कॉन्क्लेव इतने भी हुए, स्वच्छ सिटी हुआ, तो ये लोगों को पसंद आता है। सरकार की जितनी योजना बनी और डबल इंजन की सरकार में ऐसा हुआ।
भूपेंद्र पटेल बोल रहे हैं अभी, इनकम्बेंट चीफ मिनिस्टर, उनका सुन लेते हैं एक बार।
कि 2 दशक से चली आ रही गुजरात की इस विकास यात्रा को अविरत चालू रखना है और वास्तव में हुआ भी यही। गुजरात के लोगों ने एक और कार्यकाल के लिए श्री नरेंद्र भाई मोदी के नेतृत्व वाली भारतीय जनता पार्टी को राज्य के शासन की जिम्मेदारी सौंप दी। एक बार फिर गुजरात के लोगों ने भारतीय जनता पार्टी और यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र भाई मोदी पर अटूट भरोसा और विश्वास दिखाया है। गुजरातियों ने एक बार फिर विकास की राजनीति को समर्थन किया। यह एक बार फिर साबित हो गया है कि गुजरात के लोग अपने प्रिय नेता श्री नरेंद्र भाई पर अपार विश्वास, प्रेम और आशीर्वाद की वर्षा करते हैं। गुजरात की जनता के इस जनादेश को हम विनम्रता पूर्वक स्वीकार करते हैं। गुजरात की जनता ने एक बार फिर देशद्रोही तत्वों को नकारे और राष्ट्रवादियों को सेवा का मौका दिया है। झूठा प्रलोभन देकर जनता को ठगने वाले लोगों को जनता ने ही नकार दिया क्योंकि गुजरात की जनता को सिर्फ विकास चाहिए और नरेंद्र भाई का नेतृत्व चाहिए। इस चुनाव में जीत के लिए भाजपा के एक कार्यकर्ता को जितना धन्यवाद और बधाई दी जाए वो कम है। भाजपा की जीत के पीछे कार्यकर्ताओं की अथाक मेहनत, पूरी लगन और संकल्प है। भाजपा का हर एक कार्यकर्ता जन सेवा के लिए भाजपा का प्रमुख सिपाही बना है, न किसी पद, प्रतिष्ठा या लाभ के लिए। भाजपा के इस जनाधार को श्री नरेंद्र भाई से हमारे समर्पित नेतृत्व ने बनाया है और इसे बचाए रखना अब हमारा कर्तव्य है। भाजपा का ध्येय जनता का विश्वास बनाए रखना है। हमारा संकल्प जन कल्याण है। पंडित दीनदयाल उपाध्याय, श्री श्यामा प्रसाद मुखर्जी, श्रद्धेय अटल जी और अब वैश्विक नेता श्री नरेंद्र भाई के पद चिन्हों पर चलकर सेवा ही साधना हमारा मंत्र है। इस चुनाव में हमारी जीत का एक कारण हमारे लोकप्रिय और वैश्विक नेता आदरणीय नरेंद्र भाई और यशस्वी गृह मंत्री श्री अमित भाई शाह साहब का निरंतर मार्गदर्शन भी है। वे एक आम कार्यकर्ता की तरह हमारे साथ रहे, लगातार हमारा मार्गदर्शन किया। इसके लिए आदरणीय श्री अमित भाई जी को विशेष धन्यवाद देना चाहूंगा। उन्होंने हमारी छोटी बातों का ध्यान रखा और वे हमारे साथ चले और हमें निरंतर प्रेरित करते रहे। भारतीय जनता पार्टी के राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष आदरणीय जेपी नड्डा जी, केंद्रीय मंत्रियां, भाजपा शासित राज्यों के मंत्रियां और प्रदेश अध्यक्ष श्री आर पाटिल जी और रत्नाकर जी और गुप्ता जी, अन्य सभी ने एक बार फिर सामूहिक नेतृत्व के साथ गुजरात में भाजपा की विजय पताका लहराई है। साथियों, ये जितना जश्न मनाने का मौका है, उतना ही ये परिपक्वता और साथ विचार करने और जनता को विश्वास और प्यार को समझाने का अवसर भी है। जनता के विश्वास के प्यार को भी समझने का अवसर है। अगर गुजरात की जनता बार बार भारतीय जनता पार्टी को जिम्मेदारी सौंपती है, तो आइए हम आदरणीय नरेंद्र भाई के दिशा दर्शन में पंचनिष्ठा और सांस्कृतिक राष्ट्रवाद के प्रति अपनी प्रतिबद्धता को मजबूत करें। राज्य के विकास और कल्याण के अपने लक्ष्य की और हमें तेजी से आगे बढ़ाएं। साथियों, भारतीय जनता पार्टी का संकल्प अन्य पार्टियों की तरह सिर्फ चुनावी वादों का घोषणा पत्र नहीं, बल्कि यह गुजरात की अगले 5 वर्षों की लंबी सुनियोजित और वैश्विक यात्रा का प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र भाई के मार्गदर्शन में बना हुआ दस्तावेज है। पिछले 2 दशक से हमने आदरणीय नरेंद्र भाई के नेतृत्व में जन सेवा को साधना बनाकर गुजरात के कोने कोने में विकास किया। हम सभी को गर्व है कि गुजरात आज पूरे देश का ग्रोथ इंजन बना है। प्रदेश का कोई ऐसा क्षेत्र नहीं जहां भाजपा सरकार ने सेवा और सुविधा नहीं दी है। प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र भाई मोदी की कड़ी मेहनत और मार्गदर्शन का परिणाम ही है कि गुजरात आज शासन और विकास के सभी मानकों पर देश में अग्रणी है। अब इस विकास यात्रा को और तेज गति देने हैं। इस संकल्प पत्र में श्री नरेंद्र भाई मोदी जी ने शेड्यूलेशन 100% लाभार्थी तक पहुंचने का जो विचार दिया है, उसे आने वाले दिनों में चरितार्थ करने का पूरा रोड मैप है। गुजरात कृषि इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर कोर्स के तहत एपीएमसी, किसान मंडियां, वर्गीकरण, ग्रेडिंग यूनिट्स, कोल्ड चेन, वेयर हाउस, प्राइमरी प्रोसेसिंग यूनिट्स आदि के